They've both been here before, but never on opposite sides. A personal relationship eclipsed by a century of history. And now the student is home, looking to start his own legacy. Will the student become the master? If so, then it begins tonight. Yeah, you can call it bias, or what history calls it. Dominance, supremacy, dynasty. Damn straight. It's volatile and uncertain, intense and unknown, difficult and ultimate. It's about how much it means, why it matters, when it counts, and from where it comes. You know what, man? Enough talk. It's game time.
College football mecca, Atlanta. Frigid tonight. Her streets eerily quiet. But inside the modern marvel of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it's overheated, raucous, and ready for the College Football Playoff National Championship game presented by AT&T. The Georgia Bulldogs, hungry to taste the school's first title in 37 seasons. The Alabama Crimson Tide driven to strengthen a decade-long dynasty with a 5th title in 9 years. And welcome, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. We are so proud to bring you the championship game, year 4 of the playoff era. It's about to get crazy in here. This is going to be wild with Georgia just down the road here, Kirk. Georgia and Alabama separated largely by the Chattahoochee River, but like neighbors that don't visit each other that often, just 3 previous meetings in a decade. They're both from the SEC, and we know that's a flashpoint for quite a few of you, offsetting what was otherwise a down year for the conference. About half the programs in this league are in transition or turmoil, but you can't argue these two teams earned their way here.
Yeah, it's not really about necessarily looking at it as a conference. When you look at the bracket, it's about the 4 best teams. I think a lot of us agree they put the 4 best teams in. At the end of the day, Georgia's got to beat Oklahoma in double overtime, which they did. And obviously Alabama showed a different attitude, healthy, attacking the line of scrimmage, and they took care of Clemson. And so here we are, 2 teams that happen to be from the same conference in a year where the SEC collectively is down. But these 2 teams, one, in the playoff, they deserve to be here tonight.
Yeah, Saban wants that same angry energy tonight. All 4 championships he's won at Alabama have come with Kirby Smart on his staff. But now in year 2 at Georgia, Smart is trying to do what no former Saban assistant has done. Pull that sword out of the stone. Break the hold that Saban's had on his ex-assistants. McElwain and Dooley couldn't do it at SEC rivals.
Yeah, Dooley with his orange pants in Knoxville couldn't get it done. You look at the rest of these coaches, some of them defensive. Will Muschamp, Mark D'Antonio, Jimbo Fisher this year in this stadium with Florida State. Of course, he's now at Texas A&M. And there's Kirby saying, all right, I'm ready to take my shot right here.
He's been in the weight room, hasn't he?
He has, doing some squats, it looks like.
So both teams, it's no coincidence that Georgia is built like Bama. I mean, they've got a stout defense. They've got a powerful running game. 2 senior captains, best friends, roommates, combined 6 touchdowns in the Rose Bowl.
Well, Thunder and Lightning is what they're really referred to by their own fan base, and Thunder would be Nick Chubb. He is such a powerful runner, a veteran guy. We saw that on display in the Rose Bowl where you could see how many yards he had after contact. He had a great game. This is maybe a turning point in the game when he ran through those tackles, got into the end zone, and then Lightning. Sony Michel, who had a wonderful game in the Rose Bowl, got out in space. He can go the distance in a hurry. I don't know if he's going to clearly have the same opportunities against Alabama, but with the way Alabama plays defense, Michel will have to make some big plays, and they're going to have to try to get him out in space. Another huge factor tonight. All week you've heard about this is a line of scrimmage game. It's going to be an old school physical game. In my opinion, the quarterback play for both teams. Jake Fromm is a true freshman. Now, we've not seen a true freshman win the national championship since 1985, Jamel Holloway. He's got to be sharp tonight with his decisions and also very accurate against a great defense.
Fromm is a prodigy. He's a small-town Georgia kid from the central part of the state. He's tough to fool, but Saban will try his best to do that. Once again, the foundation of this team He's going to try to win a 6th national championship, tie Paul Bryant, and what has been the constant stout defense. Despite a bunch of injuries, they're still number 1 in the country in most of the categories.
Incredible what this team has done, considering the injuries. That very first game on this field against Florida State, they had a lot of guys knocked out. That team kind of carrying on throughout the year, but they placed people in there. They grew up, they matured, and I thought last week it's the best they've looked all year. They're going to set their edge from the outside, force Georgia back to the interior, kind of the teeth of the defense, and that's the strength of this defense tonight, especially against Georgia. So you think the answer is, all right, Georgia, get the ball to the outside. That's what Clemson tried. Nope, too fast at the linebacker spot, as you'll see Mack Wilson tonight, Rashaan Evans running around, and this is a big part of the game. 3rd down for Jake Fromm. They'll give you a lot of different looks. In this case, they brought one more than Clemson could handle. You can see it affected Kelly Bryant all night long. And so you want to put Jake Fromm, if you're Georgia, in those 2nd and 7, 3rd and 4. It's called staying on schedule. You do not want to put him at 3rd and 9 all night. That's what happened at Jordan-Hare in the first matchup against Auburn, and it really cost him.
Calling defense is Jeremy Pruitt. He's the new head coach at Tennessee. But he's going to try to do what Smart did, was win a championship in his farewell at Alabama. Jalen Hurts came close to winning a championship his true freshman season. What's the challenge for him tonight?
Well, the challenge is taking care of the football. He's got to be able to continue to do what he's done all year. 1 interception all season. His offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll's done a very good job of kind of calling the game, kind of complementary to the way the defense and the special teams typically give Bama an edge. That's what he did against Clemson. Tonight, I think his feet, his ability to scramble on third down, and definitely being part of the running game will be a big key for Hurts tonight.
Yeah, Daboll comes from the Belichick, Tom Brady school. They are risk averse. That's why they only have 1 interception. Is that going to be good enough tonight? We'll see when we get going with the Dogs and the Crimson Tide. 2 neighboring states battling for that beautiful trophy here in Atlanta. Is it going to head about 3 hours to the west of Tuscaloosa, or an hour and change to the east and Athens, Georgia? The Nissan pregame rush from Atlanta is coming up next, just before kickoff.
Welcome into College Coach's Film Room here on ESPN News. So glad to have you joining us here for the College Football Playoff National Championship. Let's get you introduced to everybody that's going to be in our staff room today as we break down this game from each and every angle. We'll start to your left, my right, former Texas A&M head coach Kevin Sumlin. Welcome, Coach. Immediately to his left, Duke University head coach David Cutcliffe. Now Colorado State head coach. Welcome to you as well. Matt Luke out of the SEC and Ole Miss. You've seen this Alabama team. You've seen this Georgia team. Good to have you here as well. Pat Fitzgerald, we had to have some defense.
Yeah.
All right. So we brought some defense over.
A lone Big Ten guy, you know.
You're it. Some Big Ten tough guy defense out of Northwestern. And Coach Mike Gundy out of Oklahoma State. Welcome, Coach. Good to have you here. And Coach Sumlin, you've faced Alabama many different iterations. What's a key in this matchup you're looking for? And the rest of you guys just go ahead and play off each other.
No, you just look at the matchup. These two teams are so close in personnel and scheme, defensively, what they're going to do. I think it gets back to turnovers and special teams play tonight. I think you look at what both sides are going to try to do, establish the run. Alabama probably a little bit more RPO team than Georgia. Try to hit some big plays, and so the other plays, explosive plays, and special teams, I think, are going to be a big factor in this game.
Yeah, big thing is going to be, down and distance, because neither one of these teams want to be a big drop back team. They run and play action, but staying out of 3rd and long is going to be critical, because both these guys have great rush packages and get after the quarterback. So I think staying on schedule and staying out of 3rd and long will be critical for both teams.
Penalties become a factor on exactly what you said, and you mentioned Alabama's taking care of the ball, only had 9 turnovers, but they're the least penalized team of the two in a big way. So in this dome, in this circumstance, penalties are going to play a role in the game. You hope the officials let them play, but unforced errors will become a factor in this game.
And that's an unknown, David. When you're playing in these games, you've got a different officiating crew than maybe you've been used to in your league. It's kind of an all-star cast of officials, and sometimes those guys get caught up in the atmosphere too. You don't know how they're going to officiate the game like you would maybe in a conference championship game or maybe in your own conference.
I don't want to even know they're there. I would prefer
That's right.
that they stay in the background and let these players.
All right, we got the
decide
anthem
this
here,
game.
guys. We'll come back and discuss this a little bit more, so let's go ahead and listen in on the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, as we honor our nation, please rise and welcome members of the ROTC units from the University of Georgia and the University of Alabama, joined by our President, Donald J. Trump. Please remain standing and remove your hats as our nation's colors are presented by members of the United States Marines Bravo Company, 4th Reconnaissance Battalion, Smyrna, Georgia. Here to perform our national anthem, accompanied by the inspirational voices of David Walker and High Praise, please welcome multi-platinum Grammy-winning artists Zac Brown Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back to Coach's Film Room here on ESPN News, as both the teams are being led onto the field right now by their respective head coaches, Nick Saban and Kirby Smart, with the University of Georgia and the University of Alabama. Coach Gundy, let's start with you. You've got your team on the sideline now. What are those last remaining?
Honestly, if you're on the kickoff team, you know, we got to get back to the fundamentals. We got to cover the kick, depending on how good the kicker is. Kick return, got to make sure we possess the ball. We got to make sure we get up the field and keep the ball. And then, from an offensive standpoint, we should have put together our best 8 plays that give us the chance to start the game off right. And we need to be successful. We want it to be plays that we think they haven't seen to a certain extent, but also plays that we feel like we've been successful with to give us the best chance to get some momentum.
Gotcha. There's no doubt. I think you go through your script, and however you do it, just like you said, you want to get the looks that you think give you the best chance to be successful, but also have an opportunity to show some things that maybe you haven't shown before, see their.
They don't want to do anything in the first 5 minutes that's going to cost them the ball game.
That's right.
You're hunting normalcy. Again, you're putting on your headset and you say, hey, defense, you got me? Offense, you got me?
Everybody coming out of the tunnel. Your the emotions, right?
Yeah, so your chest is pounding. You want your player.
Field.
Gotta have somebody count. Gotta be 11.
Somebody count.
And then to get back, coach, getting everybody back. Yeah. We're jacked up, ready to go.
Yeah, the emotion is flying high for everybody, coaches, players,
absolutely,
everybody. And you want to manage that emotion, but you also want to keep that going for momentum in the game.
And that's where it's important with that quarterback has got some maturity, and also that center.
Yep.
Nobody ever talks about that. That center's got a little maturity. He's got to pull that thing back there. And those things, for me as a head coach, you think about that all the time. Because like Coach said, what you don't want is you don't want something to affect you early.
Right.
And you want to be aggressive, right? You want to say, hey, we're going to set the tone. We're going to be aggressive. We want our guys to know we're trying to win this football game.
I'll take you back. Peyton played the Seahawks when he was at Denver and New York in that Super Bowl. You remember the first snap?
Oh, yeah.
Over his head.
Right.
The rest of that game was done.
Was done.
Yeah.
So the simplest things right now, the checklist items you have, that's going on both sides right now.
Simplistic dome, coin flip.
Yes.
Weather doesn't matter, no wind.
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, we really think about it. If we're playing outside.
Where's the air conditioning blowing it?
But no, you're playing outside in Atlanta today. It's raining. It was a little bit nasty. Could have been a factor. None of these things. So when you're talking about pregame as a coach, some of the things that you have to worry about typically, especially in our region, this time of the year, are out the window.
Both of them are going to defer.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Coach Fitz, how about the officiating crew? We got a Big Ten crew tonight. It's not the normal crew.
Well, no, it's Dan Capron, one of our best and one of the best in the country. He's actually our liaison from the Big Ten. He's a terrific man. His crew did a great job all year, but you're right, and I think this is something that's unique to bowl season. This is a all-star crew of Big Ten officials. They've been rated high enough to be in this game. This is not Dan's crew. So hopefully they did, and some of our officials during bowl practice come to our practices.
Yeah.
To be able to get up to speed, to get used to that time. The players have time off.
Right.
So do the officials.
Right.
And them getting up to the flow of the game. So should be a great officiated game.
Alabama won the toss. That's a big deal. What you said, both of them want to start this game on defense.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And with the in talking to the players, I don't know about you guys, for us, in a bowl game, most officials are going to let them play.
Absolutely.
So if you need to hold a little bit, you can hold a little bit.
That's right.
Well, you can grab all you want. You can grab all you want.
Offensive guy, listen,
legal.
here's the deal. I don't want the quarterback touch. If they call it, then we'll back off a little bit. But most of the talk in our history has been, hey, they're going to let them play, just like you see it in basketball games and such. So you can get away with a little bit more.
And the same thing's going to happen in the secondary in these games.
No doubt.
And these receivers, you better be ready to make competitive plays and get open because they're going to grab you. They're going to hold you.
Both those teams.
Both teams. They're going to do that.
Yes.
Both teams. And even more tonight.
And let's see if it's done consistently throughout the whole game. Do we start letting them play, and then there's all of a sudden the DNA change where all of a sudden that thing that could have been called holding the whole game shows up on a big third down play or second half.
With aggressive secondary coverage, Pat, question I have for you is just in general philosophy, because every league's different.
Right, no doubt.
How aggressive are they going to let those defensive backs be? Because we're going to see press coverage.
We're going to see press coverage.
Are they going to let it be a contested game?
Isn't that a universal question, though? We want to see everybody we play. I mean, certain teams in all of our leagues come up and pressure man-to-man. You play off man and you grab a guy, you get a flag. The guy grabs you and gets you on the turn or grabs your jersey and it's a no call. So I think that's going to be really important early. But it'll be interesting here on the kickoff. Alabama, big twist scheme. Yep. Big twist scheme. You're going to be looping guys, try to create some
I
confusion.
don't know if it's their best players on the kickoff team, Lincoln Fitzpatrick.
First play of defense. Right
First
here.
play of defense. He's on it.
And Tony Brown is one down
He
here.
can fly.
Kick it out.
That's when you're not
Get in the
coming
corner.
out.
Everybody breathes. A little relief, kicked it out of bounds. All good. So the offense coordinator gets to set the ball where he wants, right? Left, middle, right, middle.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see the cadences from both teams, just to see if they're both going to treat it like an away game. Are they both going to have silent cadences? I think they probably had to go in thinking it was going to be loud, so they're going to have
Put
to
it right middle. I don't know, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they're both aware of the defensive lines are good. You got to keep them off balance, right? You got to be able to change snap count with those guys.
That would be 2.
I always say left or right, and the official goes,
What
what
is
do
it?
you want?
One closest to the press line?
Press
Yeah,
box
one of the press
side.
box line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
All right, so how much are we going to
Oh,
see
we spread 'em
pre-snap
out.
equal post-snap? That's
Here we go.
I thought they
Here we
started
go.
the game
Here's
at 12.
so we talked about.
Zone swing.
Pressure first play, huh?
Oh, my. There's that broken tackle.
Yep.
That's surprising they throw it to Nick Chubb.
9 jerseys on the
And
ball.
just like
9 jerseys and 11
Just like
within
number
5 yards.
29.
we talked about early,
Yep.
edge pressure from Minka right off the bat.
And they had a hat for the sky safety.
Yeah,
He just missed the cut. He missed the cut.
I think that's probably an RPO there.
Yep.
Bring the
So-
pressure, flip it out to
shoulder
the
to
back.
swing.
If they would have played base, probably would have handed off the inside zone.
And they had versus the pressure. You had a hat for a hat, chance for a big play.
Matt, you had the point pregame about let's
Going
see
no
what they
huddle,
do
too. Here.
second
Yep.
or third down if they go tempo to keep their sub package off.
They're still in 4 down there. The nose isn't covered.
Good ball.
Interesting to see the 2-on-2 matchup away from the center and drop back pass. The guard just got beat right there pretty quick.
Yep.
Away from the center.
Away from-
the way
without
from the way
help.
the center was working. He didn't have help. Got beat inside.
So is Cheney going to go to his chip protection that he did against?
They have to.
Or are they going to come up and bring both those guys up off the edge and chip release?
They're playing fast, huh?
It's the first
That's
third
what
down.
we talked about a little bit earlier. You're going to be able to know a lot about what the attitude is by the tempo of the snap.
With the Bear right there.
Yep.
Here comes pressure right
Here it
here.
comes.
5 one-on-one matchups. there.
3-man twist,
Got him.
inside fade.
Got him on the Dumbo route, huh?
Picked off.
Wow.
Good toss. Good play. Underthrow and a great play by Tony Brown right there.
Well, the hit on the quarterback created the underthrow.
Yes.
Getting
Yes.
that Bear for O-line, it creates 5 one-on-one matchups.
There's no doubt.
You know,
You
that's,
can rewind this right
The weak side,
Yeah.
the weak side twist too to add to it.
yeah, so you got 5 one-on, so you got 5 guys covered down right there. So all O-linemen are going to be covered up.
At the one-on-one matchup, playing single high. You got it right. Good call on.
They got the right.
Left guard got beat again.
Could step into his throw, coach.
Nope.
Yeah, but we got our hands on the ball there.
And if you're Georgia, that's what you want. You want that one-on-one
And
matchup.
you're
You got
not
a chance to
discouraged
make
by
a play.
that. Yeah, it's a turnover, but
You're going to have jump balls, right? You're going to have to win your share of these against them. Right?
There's the guy we're talking about before the game. 94.
He's really, really good. He's a returning starter, been around a long time.
he's been a
Very
problem
good
for a
player.
lot of folks.
Now they come out with
The interesting thing is Georgia, the running football team, 3 downs.
Little power read right there.
You know, the players are wondering some. They do. Young quarterback throws a interception, true freshman in his first series. We're going to see what happens. What Alabama does with this ball will be interesting.
Good safe play there for Alabama, the first play right for him. Athletic quarterback. Another safe play for him.
Perimeter plays to start it off
completion
with.
there, Coach Gumby.
That's the quarterback coach right there.
That's completion.
That should go to the
I wouldn't
run
count that
stats.
as a
No
deep
doubt.
throw.
That should be- No doubt.
He's
that
looking
should
at
be
5-man
run stats
protection.
right
I want the
there.
ball thrown down the
It's
field.
called high percentage.
Nice block on the
He's
edge
2
by
for
the
2.
tight end.
Yep,
Get
good
it
job on
started.
the tight end. It's going to be one-on-one with number 1 and the
Got to
safety
feel like you
there.
make that play and put him in 3rd and 10, right?
There's definitely a display of speed right there, man.
Another safe
What a
play.
catch.
Great catch.
Interesting 3 perimeter plays right there to start the game.
Very similar to the play we drew up. You know, where we're talking about the zone read, the arc, and then they actually threw the pass off of it.
Yeah, and you getting the ball to players.
Playing with tempo, right?
Both teams.
Both sides.
Both teams.
Both sides are
Both teams.
This
are
is
pushing
definitely
it.
a script right
They're
here.
pushing it.
And obviously they're getting the ball to Ridley right here. They're getting the ball to their players.
3 different formations.
There's the plus one line right there.
+1.
Away from 4 tackle.
So they're going through their script now, right? Seeing how they're lining up to those different looks.
Giving them different formations, giving them a little bit of motion, inside, outside, and inside. The first time they go inside inside with the quarterback.
Lead zone.
Lead zone with
Great
the
cut by
quarterback.
7 blockers on 6 players.
Great vision by him.
You can see this formation from both teams against the odd front. On the run forward.
Took a shot, right?
Yeah.
It's a good job by Georgia there.
Yep.
Right?
Great
They're going to take a
Tight
shot
end
and try to
could
get a
not
cheap
get off.
one, yeah.
They knew they were going to get that 0 nose and 12 personnel,
sir.
so a great chance to take it down the field because they knew they were going to get their run defense. Entrance. Run it to get it third and manageable, they're going to try to get it right
I
here.
would run the football right here, this area of the field, to make sure I've got a more manageable third down.
Split in the boundary.
There it is.
Yeah,
Little
counter.
counter. It hurt Georgia last week.
It's a nice tackle right there.
Right now, Georgia's subbing. Right now, you see the guys going off the field. They're getting into their dime package, trying to get their.
Did Alabama no huddle when y'all played them? Or they no huddle?
They did.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No change speeds.
Speeds, yeah.
So, you know,
Nice play by the safety though, coming down. He's the free player. Did a nice job. There's the split.
there's the
2-3
split.
techniques.
Where's 3?
Up line
3's in the
backwards.
slot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna challenge the A-gap, switch right either side
Drop out
of the
which way
center,
the center goes,
obviously.
maybe.
It's interesting, two
Calvin Ridley right there in the slot, guys.
Yep.
two defensive coaches both playing fast.
Yeah, dropping out, playing zone there. Cover two.
He's got him. He had Ridley. Did you see that?
Very good.
There's
Made
the
a play.
difference.
That's what we
That's
talked
number
about.
2. Yep.
That's
third
right.
place. Making a play on
We
third
talked
down.
about pregame. I mean, you got great coverage.
He had Ridley in the slot right there.
He actually had good protection, really, which allowed him to choose his escape rather than being forced.
Right out that side door there.
I mean, you look.
2 hands on the ball, too.
He has done an
a big
exceptional job this year of protecting the ball. You've seen time after time, even in the red zone, high or low, where guys are open and he elects to keep it.
So that was a speed sweep or the counter. Right the other way,
Reading
right?
the end on
Yes.
the left.
Yep.
And that may be the
Squeezes,
best
he gives it.
defensive player on the field right
Yep.
there. Nobody else makes that play.
They're reading the end over there on the left.
Overhang out there.
Yep.
A good blocking on the perimeter too.
They're going to come back now because they had good numbers to the boundary too if he kept it.
Playing really fast.
That's
They're in
that
about,
formation.
this is about
Sliding the
play
boundary.
9.
Yep. Wheel right. Yep.
They got him.
Oh, boy. Oh. There's the criticism.
They're trying to have a little follow with the number 2 receiver. The back out of the backfield. too.
Slug up.
Right down the pipe.
Yep.
4 out
Have a
to the
2-3
field.
exchange.
Yes.
Potentially, did he not get?
Pretty well covered until the corner.
I think they're trying to work the inside of the field. He saw one-on-one with Ridley outside and took a shot.
Took the shot.
Yep.
Really good protection, too, by Alabama's O-line. It's pretty good pocket.
3rd and long again.
Yep. And 8.
We're by 1 again. That's nasty.
They may come after him this time.
Yeah,
Here they come.
Here they come.
Right out.
Decision with the ball.
Good stop.
Good stuff.
Yep.
You anxious to see Papa
turnover?
Nasser.
Is this a sure thing?
Right.
Maybe not. What
But
we saw
defensively, this
last
is a win.
Yeah.
Right? We turned it over. We're going to hold them to 3 or less. That's a win.
Really good job there, keeping leverage outside by 7, right? Worst thing you can do is get pinned inside and let 2 get outside, as athletic as he is.
You see 3rd and long, neither one of these teams want to get into a drop back game. So you see them immediately move in the pocket, try to take some pressure off the line there. Papanassis was with us at Ole Miss and grad transfer to Alabama.
Bad snap.
Good
They
start.
got it done.
Flag. And jump over.
Did we
push?
rough somebody or hold?
I'll start.
Oh, no. When you hit the center.
Oh,
right
no,
tight
they
end.
procedure penalty.
Right tight end flinched a little bit.
There's your first noise circumstance.
Yep.
That and also they blocked the field goal against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's a little different circumstance for this kicker now.
I had him double bumping. Let's see if he's.
in protection, I mean, this play can't be taken for granted. It did win the national championship for them.
That's a big stop.
There's the penalties you're talking about.
That's it.
There it is.
There's your headphone conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's good.
You see Nick headed down there, going to have a little conversation.
And we had a little conversation about that. And
I was good with Alabama players that needed to go.
that's huge.
If I'm not mistaken, the guy that jumped off sides was a defensive end, playing tight end on the PAT field goal.
Yep.
92.
Not used to the crowd noise, not used to the situation.
Again, philosophical decisions that we make. Do we put defensive linemen at tight end
Yep.
on the PAT field goal?
Want the
Right.
bigger
I believe-
bodies.
Right.
Exactly.
I know.
Bigger
Right.
bodies.
And now, does that end up being a big play in this game? And most of us do it.
I think what's really interesting is what you guys were talking about earlier. You've got two guys who know each other, and the two head coaches who are defensive guys, going with tempo, right? Going fast,
Getting on the perimeter.
trying to lock personnel on the field so they know what they're getting. It's really interesting because we've had 18 snaps on both teams in less than maybe 6 minutes of the game. So locking down personnel, trying to move the ball and going fast with two guys that know each other, it's just a little bit different for defensive head coaches.
They're in 12 here. They're in 12 here. 12
In
personnel.
Alabama,
Somebody said
making
that on the
Georgia,
sideline. Say, hey, we're getting ready to play run football.
in Alabama making Georgia tackle on the perimeter.
Yep.
See if you can
I
tackle.
know they're going to go 4 open out of 12 personnel right here. They're going to motion 83 in here and run some kind of zone. There he goes.
I got you, Coach.
Yeah, there we go.
There's
There's a formation which is exactly what we talked about.
RPO, conflict player.
Yep.
Nice.
This is exactly what we talked about pregame.
Outside zone with a little double
Yep.
slant.
That was done really well.
Reading
by
the
a
inside
young
backer right
quarterback.
there.
Yep.
Outside leverage on the
Delivery.
slot. Let me take you. That's an easy throw.
Easy throw.
Good catch. Yeah, good.
Nice yard after catch.
I think when they get in that zero nose outside zone is going to be big for them. It gets them moving a little bit.
Got to make a move.
You got to just
Pre-snap alignment gave that one away, huh, son?
Well, they're so quick. Alabama can't get the call in.
Now they go to 11. You said they went back to 4 down.
Got him out leverage. Got him out leverage.
Hey, play.
Throw flat.
Throw flat.
Ball out.
Watch how fast this
I wish
left
she'd have had the
guard.
hook and ladder call.
What do you
Left
say,
guard,
Matt?
the left guard away. The center's working right, so watch how fast this left guard. Watch the 94. How fast he beats the left
That's
guard.
right. Well, they've got him one-on-one, and he's got
One-on-one.
quarterback.
So that's a key matchup away from the center slide. Is that left guard and that one-on-one matchup? That's a tough matchup for that left guard.
If you can, all things being equal, hey, can we get the center turned to 94?
That's
I mean, really, all
That's
things.
right.
I know the protection has to go this way because we're free releasing and all that, but we want to. Let's get.
See the backer
Two sets of
lineman,
eyes.
they're forcing
That should
the
mean
point
zone blitz.
away from him.
Yep, zone blitz from the field with 24 is dropping.
Now, this
There it comes.
Yep. See, 24 was dropped to run.
He was
number
walked
two
out over number 2
Yep,
because
that means
Georgia's
zone
in
blitz.
4 open, so they had to. Alabama had to show what they were in.
That's right.
Yes.
The tempo is dictating too.
Yeah,
against
that's right. Yep.
Clemson, they were able to disguise.
Yes.
And they set in 2 high safeties and rocked and rolled late.
Yep.
Tempo is forcing them to show single high right now.
Well, Matt,
there too deep.
you guys at Ole Miss tempoed Alabama with a lot of success. Kirby Smart was there at the time as a defensive coordinator. Obviously, Nick Saban was there. But y'all beat them, and you had some real success. A lot of it was tempo, was it
Yeah,
not?
it was. I think they want to check to the formations you're in and have the perfect call on. The more you can go fast, they can't dig their cleats in. Have the perfect call on.
You got to be able to block them. There's our friend.
94 again.
Watch how fast they
Mississippi
sub right there to 3rd down. You see their dime package coming in. They're going to get the right guys on the field.
I don't like centers blocking back on 3 technique.
And watch it.
Especially when he's in a jet technique and it's 3rd down.
Well,
It's more of a first down.
when it's drop back pass, you can't funnel hinge the tackle. He's got to set on the end.
That's right.
And it just puts a big spot in that B gap for that center to block back.
They were 2-7 low and 3rd down.
You get into this situation, you had
Every once in a while, you can make a switch
You had a
card
first
and
and
let the
10 on
center
the curl,
pull,
you know.
let the guard stay in the B gap.
drop.
See what they do here on 3rd down. There's a twist.
Max protect. Max protect.
And now they got an
Another
extra hat and coverage because they had the max protect. So they had the tight end staying in with the tailback. But when they do that, now they can only get 3 out. And they got an extra hat and coverage. They're going to
They
keep
started starting empty like you were talking about. Let's cut.
the
come
tight
back.
end and the tailback should double team that defensive end over there and the line sliding. That way you get help on all the twists.
But they're a little slow off over here because
Yep.
last game, double twist on both sides to make sure they're always right. You turn the center one way or the other, the D-line's going to be right. Looks like they're a little slow off.
If you can get their line 5-on-3, then you don't have that problem
Here they
with
come.
yards gap.
Yeah, that's right. So good for
Here they
protection.
come.
with the
Here they
back.
come. They showed 10 up early. They're coming. They bailed 14 out previous game. They're going to go return. So 10 up right away. Here we come. Any penalty?
Nice punt, no return.
And every drive and a kick, right, Coach Cut? That's what
Well, no question. And field position just changed in a big way.
Looking at the stats, Georgia 0 rush yards.
And
2 series.
So what are your initial thoughts,
They
guys?
called a
Early
run?
thoughts on what we've seen so
have
far?
they called a run?
I think so.
The 2 RPOs he threw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
just
threw.
like Pat said.
They were called. They were RPOs.
Yes.
but
They
didn't throw.
haven't run it yet.
Haven't rushed the ball.
Right now, Alabama's winning the battle of the line of scrimmage. Limited, but both sides. Their protection for Hurt has been really good. They were running the perimeter, but their protection's good, and Georgia has had some issues trying to keep people out of their backfield. They haven't tried to run the ball yet.
No. And
That
Jalen
may be
Hurts
part of
early,
their plan. I don't know.
making them scramble on third down and seeing him quarterback run, get some yards. I think
Have they been spread this much?
Georgia? No, they've been a Big 12
Well, that's
team.
what I'm saying.
12.
They're in a
Little
different
tight
world right now.
formations
I mean,
and
from what
lot of-
Right.
the times I've saw them during the year, I've not seen them spread out that
when
much.
they were
lot of
spread,
tall
that's
stuff.
when they did the RPOs and their spread stuff.
Motion
They had some-
tight ends and running the crunch tosses and stuff. And they did an 11 personnel and run zone and RPOs. like you said.
It'll be interesting to see if Alabama continues with the up tempo.
Right.
Because they were moving the football, a lot of perimeter runs, trying to get these guys running all over the field. Be real interesting to see if they keep that up. And they were successful on the drive, but they missed the kick. Guys start pulling their cards back in a little bit and trying to figure out, can we handle that, or are we wasting our time with the tempo?
I wonder,
Depends
do
on how
think
they
they'll
keep playing
go
on
four downs,
defense.
maybe?
They keep
That's exactly right.
Well, that and we're off the script now.
Right.
We're probably off the script, and now we're going with our game plan. So we're going to find out here pretty
Is
quick.
this a product of Georgia's offense, Kirby, knowing too much? We talked about
Right.
that earlier. He knows more than you should be thinking about, so he's giving Nick Saban something completely different when you should be, as you're saying, line up and take it at them and do what you've done to get you there. Sometimes you outthink yourself.
So that the headphones now, or he's probably saying, "Listen, guys, is this who we are? Let's get back to what got us here. We got 2 guys that have rushed for 8,000 yards.
Right.
That's a good idea. That was a good idea. Let's get back to
I do that to defense.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an offensive guy, so I'm. Hey, who is this?
Who is this?
Okay, let's get back to what we
Well,
are.
yeah.
Because sometimes we do just what Coach said. Sometimes we think we can coach a little too much. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Trust me, we've done it ourselves.
Yep.
But we could see the next series them running the ball.
Well, Kirby probably walked in there and told Coach Chaney, this gave us problems. This gives Nick problems.
doubt.
This formation gives Nick problems, And then Nick knows that Kirby's going in there doing it and probably give him some different look. We're going to get this. They hate the 3 receivers and the tight end to the boundary. Both these guys, Kirby and
Why
Pruitt.
is that? Why do they hate 3 receivers tied into the boundary?
They got to adjust their coverage.
Coverage.
Everything starts.
And you still got a run threat over there with a tight end attached.
There you go.
If I'm going to keep the safety to the field, or am I going to take them in the middle of the field? And if I'm going to go take a one-on-one shot with all the space of the field.
During the install, Pruitt would always be like, just wait 4 days before you give me that formation.
12 personnel.
Alabama's in big personnel right here.
The motion to affect the safety.
Run the
Power.
You drop the ball. Nope.
Well, but that's a little statement
There's that-
right there saying how we match up.
Yep.
Little eye candy coming across to take the safety.
It wasn't any read. It was just eye candy,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah, just straight 2-back power there.
Trying to affect that
What was
safety.
Georgia, an odd? An odd.
There.
We should get the double team on that 4
Going to be
eye.
in Bear.
Big
There's
eye.
going to be Bear.
Oh, big eye.
It's big odd. Yeah.
Really good job.
They're 4
by-
eyes, but
About
it's
52
there.
right there. Outstanding job by 52. Take on a double team.
That was a
Counter.
counter with a
Yeah.
swing. Good hustle from a D lineman right there,
great
52.
Oh, let's see where this is going to go.
Don't pick the fight for wide receiver.
This is an option right here too. So you throw the swing or run
Run
the
the quarterback counter, correct?
Yep. So you got the counter, the guard, and the tackle pulling. That's back to the power. There.
So far, there's been some form of motion almost every play for Alabama.
Yep.
And empty here.
Empty on a
Back's coming back in.
mid third down. Coming back. That's how you stop
Interesting, they're going on the leg instead of the clap.
Yes. And both teams will clap guys, right?
So you watch them, they're going on the leg here. So the
Then block back.
Well, this makes no sense right here.
Center's got to block back.
That's a busted assignment right
It
there.
is,
And
yep.
the center's got to walk back.
And the 3 technique swims right at the point of attack. Yeah. And gets blown up.
He should be there.
That's
Yes,
correct.
he should block back.
Yep. If they just ran power without the tackle
Correct.
pulling, then the tackle would have that gap. But with the tackle
Correct.
pulling, the
Yep.
center has to
block
go back. Yep.
But that's what we were talking about earlier. That's where 4 eyes and threes
That's where it can get
become
you.
an issue. And both these teams will move just a little bit from the
big
3
issue.
technique to a 4 eye, which
hit it.
creates problems.
Especially for offensive line coaches.
Yes.
We hate that.
I'm with you, Cody.
Yeah.
Those guys all want to return the ball.
Yeah, those
You
make
know,
me nervous.
Give us the hot call. Just get away, poison, whatever it is that you call.
3 for 7. At 7th place.
They're just kind of jabbing right now. Really not a lot significantly happened other than Georgia came up with a big stop. And then you get a penalty. As I mentioned earlier, right now is the biggest factor in this game. Nothing, only because of a penalty.
And Georgia's ability to survive a turnover because of that play.
Yep.
Should give them some confidence.
That'll be real interesting, right, in this series here, because they're saying that they're saying, look, we really haven't done much. We got the ball and it's 0-0.
I'm interested to see if Alabama gets back there in that 30-yard range. Do they go 4 downs and try to go for it, or do they send the field goal kicker back out there?
Based on the
Maybe.
kick,
Yeah,
I think
based
we're going
on
to see
the
him be
kick.
real aggressive.
Right.
I'm a fourth down guy. You know that, Matt. But going to be interesting. We talked about turnover ratio. And one of the things people say, take care of the ball, take care of the ball. Alabama had an interception and should have had another one. Sometimes it's which team is going to take the ball away. So if I'm going into a game like this, and I'm an offensive guy, but my whole conversation with our defense is how can we create 3 turnovers? I want to work about it. I want to talk about how are we going to create 3 turnovers tonight. If we do that, we're going to win the game.
Number 1 correlation to victory. Right?
It is.
Yeah.
So right now they could be 2-0.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so starting this drive right here, Georgia better start running the football and taking care of that ball. Twice with the ball thrown up.
With the
Should have
freshman
been-
quarterback.
should have been turnover.
2 third down, but then back-to-back series of interceptions. Now
Yeah.
where's his confidence at?
Very important against Alabama too. 1st and 10 production.
Yes.
Just because you cannot stay behind the chains against those guys.
And you start to get exotic looks.
That's right.
And on 3rd down, to complement number 94, who they're having problems blocking right now, just one-on-one.
Yeah.
So that's an issue.
There's another headphone talk. We're not blocking 94 one-on-one. What are we doing?
Let's get the center.
What are we doing?
Yeah, let's get the center.
Well, as an offensive guy, unfortunately, they said we kind of knew that going in.
Well, we talked about that about an hour ago.
That comes from that side right there. So we knew that was going to be a
They went
problem.
to slide protection to try
Well,
to help
they're
them.
trying to,
and then they,
but you see the overhang. They went to an overhang away from 94 to get it sliding away from him, so he's getting one-on-ones on the backside.
Pat, with that said, you're a defensive guy. Are you going to go out here and be aggressive on 1st down?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're going to try to create a lost yard.
No question.
My mind right now, if I'm talking to our defensive coordinator, go after it.
And you know the turnover deal you were talking about, not only with them, but Alabama's been scoring on turnovers.
20 personnel right here. They have 2 tailbacks.
That's where they.
Seven's in there. Here's my guy. Here's Swift.
Philly.
So here we
Okay,
are.
so we're-
Slide Swift in.
So we're an unbalanced.
Shift.
7's my wall.
We'll run a
Wherever
left.
7's at, you need to know where he's at.
We're getting ready to run the ball. We do know that.
There we go.
little duo play.
Back to the
There you go.
4 yards.
That's a good game on 1st down. That's you got to live with.
We're just, we're just basing everybody up front in the odd.
You know, and the other thing with 94 is this: is as great a player is, you got to make him play the run also. Because if he's got his ears pinned back, you're really in trouble.
Coach Chaney has always done a great job with those bunch and tight formations.
Yes, he's
I mean, really good with
And
that.
he's going to move to him.
Yep. Getting hats of safeties and having play actions all
Balanced again now.
You got an extra lineman in here.
Belly flip.
Nice play by 24.
That's
Look at
not
that.
fair against people that can run.
JLP will jump on the pile.
Really good job by 24 coming off that and going to make the play.
I want you to look at those linebackers, how well coached. Watch their diagnosis. Watch how still they are initially on this snap. The two inside backers, watch. Now go.
My coaching point to
Evans.
those guys is don't rush your read, rush your reaction.
Slow and
That's-
steady wins the race.
3 guys leveraging the ball right there. Doesn't matter where you.
That's really pretty.
And then 94 hustling, jumping
Nine
over the
guys.
top.
9 guys on the ball again. 8 guys.
All right, big third down right here.
We're 0 for 2. We got to get something going.
Both back up.
Nice call.
It's a good call.
Good call
Right
right there. I like it. Yeah, settle them down a little bit.
I knew he was going to get in the
They got an extra hat. They running the zone right
No
into
question.
the blitzer.
Catching them running out.
They didn't
Somebody's
block
wrong
him.
here.
They don't even block him. The guard.
Up front. I mean, defense in Alabama. Somebody's
Those twos coming. Somebody
Who's
should be
coming, so
moving
they
back.
should be
Yep.
crossing face or nine's probably
Yep.
wrong.
They went the wrong way.
Wrong side.
Yes.
Boom. Look at that. Boom.
They got the
Wrong way.
blitz and the line mixed up.
Yes, sir.
But good call by Georgia. You know, Alabama thinking drop back pass. And they hit him right up the gut. Good.
Back in the heavy stuff and running the ball, right?
There you go.
Good gain on
It's going to look like a different game right now.
Get back to who we are.
Little high hat. Give a chance to help the line with movement.
Give him a little. Tell him a story.
That's right.
Get up,
That's
tell him a
right.
story.
Show them the hands. Get them to move for you so you don't have to move them. That's a good thing.
Well, it's like option. Can't block him. Don't block him. Option.
But again, a really good first down game. It really helps you.
Now, there was a substitution, Pat. Big Ten officials. The center judge steps in and holds it. The referee until Alabama has a chance to substitute. How good does your league handle that?
They do a terrific job. They're going to give you the opportunity to sub, and if you do, they're going to give you the opportunity to get lined up. You know,
I noticed Nick was a little delayed in his substitution. That lets his people rest.
Right.
I thought it was really well done by Alabama's defense.
Kirby did that.
Kirby was doing it last week against Oklahoma.
And Auburn.
And Auburn, too, yes.
Subbing a D tackle.
Run this back. Take
Really
a look
nice
at this.
job
It's
by
3 by.
Isaiah Buggs, man. Really
Look
good.
at your inside receiver here based on play action that's available to you.
And stick route.
No, watch number 5 here and free up on this free safety who's reading it.
His eyes are in the back. Yeah.
His eyes are, it's an eye violation,
Yes.
play action available.
They're playing man.
2-3 techniques.
Yes.
You know what?
Man here.
I'm afraid he was in the neutral zone. This may go.
He might
against
call it on
Alabama.
defense.
Yeah, I thought the nickel was
Jason,
offsides.
offensive player. My movement was in a neutral zone. Made you jump.
The defensive player jumped into the neutral zone, causing the
You know, you
offensive
talk
player
about
to react.
the eyes.
By rule, that's defensive offside. A 5-yard penalty, and it results in
I
a
wouldn't
first
think
down.
that you could have a lot of 10 and 12 play drives against their defense.
Either one.
Yeah, you got to throw it
Either
down.
one.
You got to take a few shots and live with it.
Well, there's the penalty coming into play again. It just extended this drive.
12 personnel, so you're going to see a 0 net.
Yeah, we got 12. Playing nickel to it.
You're going to have to throw
There
it.
seems to be more
No, they're in normal.
confusion.
They're in normal. They're in base. 24's up.
They got 5.5 in there now. 6 now.
Go. 94.
Whoa. I would too, big fella.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Good job. Tilt
Tilt nose.
nice and back.
Man,
Comes off.
That is using your hands. Look at him get his hands inside.
Like I said, he's a problem. I mean, you got
Really
it.
nice job.
That's trying
You know
your
why not?
best
Can you
to hold
rewind
it.
that again, please?
Yeah.
So
Why not? Why not?
He tried to hold it.
Why not pin and pull?
Right?
Why not block down and pull around and get
People
the
get a
back?
little bit nervous on the tilt.
Yes. That's it.
Just because of the angle. You know?
Oh, absolutely. But
But-
is he going to potentially block himself?
I think
not
the
winning one-on-one.
penetration is the word.
Is the worry.
Yeah, you got
And what kind of athlete is the center for Georgia?
Now they check the check, right?
Running curl flat again. Got it again. That's twice they've run.
That's as good a combination there has ever been in.
We gotta change it.
Since the beginning of time.
Make it too hard.
Yeah, curl flat. And he worked to the 2 deep side over here.
And actually,
Yes.
too deep, and it's not really supposed to be
No,
too deep.
It's not supposed to be a great 2 deep.
You feel
I
good.
bet the Will Backer here expands too much. You don't realize he's got a hard corner.
That's right.
Yeah, 32. Evans should be sitting in the curl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up in the seam. He
That's a
should.
bad mistake.
What did they
When you
run on the
mix a
other
bunch of
side?
They went.
coverages-
I didn't see the other side. They just went
Right,
tempo
that's
though and
right.
ran a play there on
We
first
missed
down.
the play.
And so
Because
there's
really,
the-
Probably should have been working the other side. He shouldn't have been working the two deep side.
No doubt.
They quickly got to the line of scrimmage, though, off of that first down.
Oh, absolutely.
At 12.
They didn't gain a yard, though.
Back,
Nope.
back
Didn't gain a
to a
yard.
bunch formation.
Defense is knowing where your help is. You got a cloud corner. You
Tight split into the boundary.
There's a bunch. Here we go. First
Yep.
bunch.
Could be a big over route.
Either play fake.
And the ball, the last
Try to throw the ball down the field.
Corner blitz
Got it.
and a nickel.
There was a
There's our
shot.
friend.
I think they best.
He knows. I mean, look at here.
All right, they've looked to a bunch. I bet you it's a check.
Double corner.
Double corner fire, but which Minka's the nickel. They brought corner and nickel.
What did we talk about pregame? Right? You're trying to help your quarterback bunch in tight sets, but you can't see this. And so they're going to get edge pressure by Tony Brown and Minka, bringing them close to the quarterback. You can't tell who's coming.
Right.
Nasty
They didn't give it
split
away
on one
with the
side. and
Safeties didn't
on the
move.
other.
Yeah, safety stayed high.
Stayed
Didn't
high.
give it away.
Yeah.
Shot right there.
Yep.
Now it's 3rd and long. You see the 2-3 techniques again. See which way the center works.
Bringing him again. Dropped
Worked the
out.
94 that time, Coach.
Yeah, well, safe call. Went to the draw.
What a
He got it.
Whoa!
Wow. That was 3rd and what?
Oh, my goodness.
Supposed to be 3rd and 20. I think the yellow line was wrong. Did he
stayed in
step out of
bounds?
bounds or no?
It was 3rd and 20. Let's see here. We'll be able to check it out right here. Ooh, this will be tough.
So on that offensive play call sheet, my 3rd and 20 is I'm going to run inside zone.
Trying to go
No,
tempo.
you know what it says? I'm going to give it to number one.
Right, number one.
Yeah, they're trying to go tempo. They thought he might have stepped out of bounds.
Nick
so
just
they were-
called timeout.
Yeah, they're trying to go fast.
So they can look at it.
Yeah, so they can look at it. They
The
were trying to
ruling
get
on
a
the field
snap
is that the
before they
runner
could
stepped
get
out of
it looked
bounds
at.
at the 26-yard line. That ruling is under further review.
Stay here and take a look.
That's a good play call, man. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that kind of talent, the more those guys can have the
Here we go.
ball in their hands, the better you are. He's in.
It's all good.
He's in. He's in.
There are very few athletes in the world that have that type of body control.
Look at the momentum
There
that
he's
has taken him to the sideline.
And never miss a step.
No.
Yeah,
That's
so,
2 third-down conversions.
so he's saying, okay,
handoff.
you're going to have problems protecting. 3rd and long, and I've got a great tailback, right? So you might as well hand it to him.
Give it to your best player.
Yeah,
Sometimes
give it
it's
to your best
better than a screen, guys, because screens are recognized and you never get to execute it. Just hand the football off to your best players.
Run and run, probably your install day one inside zone play there.
The ruling on the field is confirmed.
Get those O-linemen out
First
of
down,
space,
Georgia at the
run plays,
26-yard
play
line.
offense.
Media timeout.
And their dime personnel, they've been working all week in practice, coming in and rushing the passer. It's
That's
3rd
right.
and long. We're going to come in, we're going to twist, we're going to rush the passer. Now they've seen 2 straight runs, and they've both been successful.
What does that do to your football team, guys? You bring pressure, you get a sack, you're 3rd and 20, you give it up, and you give it up in the red area. What's that do to your football team?
I think the Alabama team will handle it, Tom. They're used to this kind of pressure.
Sure.
So late in the game, it might reject any team. But right now, they're just playing.
It's giving Georgia a shot of momentum. If they just hand the ball off, they got a first down. And now them guys over there, their body language, they're feeling good. And
In the long run, it could be, though, if it happens again. Hey, 3rd down, we got to watch the run. Now, does that slow down that pass rush just that little bit that I need
That's right.
to get it off? That's just that little shadow of a doubt that it might not be a pass.
And you got to feel good as a coach because you got a young quarterback. Right? We've had success on 3rd and long. Right? By running the ball, we don't have to put the ball in our young quarterback's hands to be able to get these things. We've got really good tailbacks. Let's hand it to them and see what happens.
The young
And-
quarterback gets really good when he gets to go like that.
When he just hands it right. We're not putting pressure
High
on him.
percentage throw when he's handing it off.
Or you think they go play action shot? You think they run it right here? Which
Run
one
it.
was it?
I would
think they go
just
back to running.
keep doing what we're doing. It's not broke. The less you can put on that young quarterback's plate.
That's right.
Especially here in the scoring
it's like
zone.
he already threw
He already
one
threw one.
interception. You don't want him to throw one down here.
He's already
In the
thrown
red
one,
zone.
and he's been hit several times.
Well, they've broken tackles. We've seen that now. Alabama slowly hasn't tackled
That's right.
them as well. Certainly, Michael, they haven't tackled.
I got news for you. Based on the yards they made this year, a lot of people didn't tackle those two guys. Yeah,
Pretty
they're
obvious.
good backs.
Coach Bobo, you had said that what people don't realize is we're looking at Sony Michel right there.
Look how big
Just
he
how
is.
physical and big he is. People think Chubb is the big guy. But look
Everybody
at
goes thunder and lightning, but Sony is just as big as Chubb. And has a little bit more make you miss. And can catch the ball in the backfield.
It looked like he had
Nick
pretty good
kind
balance
of
back
Nick.
there.
Oh, he's got great. Nick's gonna come on at the end of the game, I think.
Well, there's two guys that are seniors that are pivotal. in college football with the 3 and outs on a lot of these types of programs, how refreshing is it to have 2 senior backs?
That was huge for them.
Did you see the pregame when they both said they came back to win a national championship?
And 13 and 7 on defense, too.
Unbelievable.
Not 13, Bellamy 17.
So, in an era when players are choosing not to play in certain bowl games, these guys come back for a year.
He took a shot.
He's wide open.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
Get it out of your hands.
You know, I'm a little surprised.
Agree about that, Tom. What did they
That
run?
surprised me a
Double
little bit.
post?
You know, they went to 2 deep.
Yeah, they played
Now,
that.
and
That's the thing about Alabama. They're going, even in the heavy sets, they're going to play a 2-shell protect.
Their safeties are really good. at
Until
reading
you
run
show
pass.
that you
really good.
yeah,
Their safeties
really
are
good,
awesome.
really good at reading run pass off whoever that is on the line of scrimmage.
They key somebody. I'm still trying to figure out who it is.
Here's
but
the
they do a
formation.
good job with it.
you need to hand the ball off right here.
Tight end.
Got 4 over 3.
Yep.
That's the young pup you guys are talking
Let's
about.
rewind one more time.
Yep.
Sure.
I just want to see why didn't we throw the bubble?
He didn't even look out there. Over.
He saw 4 over 3 and just.
It's a 4 over 3, and that they will rotate this coverage. You saw earlier, where it turns into a kind of a 2-man, a 5-on-3 bracket underneath. The safety on this hash is reading runner pass.
Well, they got
he's
numbers
back and he's helping
to run the ball. They
Yeah.
just got whipped up front.
Yeah, they got numbers around the ball, but that other hat is just close enough in safety where he's run past reading.
That's twice now. Isaiah Buggs, number 49, showed up. Running back.
11. What are you doing? Third and
11, guys. What do you do?
See here,
They've run it twice.
And they've had success.
you got to
Are they
run
in
it, and
field
if
goal
you
range?
don't get it, you kick field goals.
Yeah, they're in field
You don't
goal
want to go
range.
down
don't want
there
to
and then
take-
lose the momentum.
This drive's going to give them some confidence.
Maybe
They're gonna
Particularly,
get points.
particularly with a young quarterback, right? So you're talking to him in the huddle right now saying, hey, listen, we got 3 points, all right? If we put it in his hands, you know, let's make sure that we leave here with 3 points. You can't give the other team the ball. You run it here.
Here's the Coach Cutts point, though. 3rd and this. What if we get it to 4th and that? You know, do we give ourselves a chance to maybe go for it? Points are going to be a premium, though.
Yes.
To this
That's-
point,
so
in this
I don't
game,
think-
especially with Alabama missing a field goal.
3 points in this game are like a touchdown.
I'd run the ball with an RPO again.
Yep.
I would do what Georgia does best. I would throw a wide receiver screen or
Unbalanced.
a bubble.
Unbalanced here.
with it.
2-3 techniques again.
We're going to get an arc.
They got to run the ball.
He's got to pull it. He's got to pull it, right? He's got to pull it right there. Well, they called it. He's got to pull it
So
right
they
here.
got
Looks
18
like.
should cruise, and he's got a half for 29.
He got a
right
half
there.
for 29. This ball's out.
This is the play we drew up earlier tonight.
Yes.
He doesn't run the ball, and he
not
is
who he
a
is.
freshman, and he is going to
24 does a great job.
Work.
24 does a good job staying square. I mean,
Making it
he's
hard
really
on the read.
outside of
Yep.
From's hands,
Yep.
you know, on the read.
That is a
That
heck
young
of a play by
quarterback made the right decision.
You're right.
Pulls that. That's Alabama.
We sounded like fans right there saying he should have pulled it. That's what we.
He made the right decision. And who should be running it right there? Number one, absolutely.
Kicker's really good, right?
Yep.
There's an edge there.
Good drive.
There you go.
So Kicker's a good player. Been
They got their
successful.
3,
3rd and
Alabama
long.
didn't.
Take the 3 points. Keep your momentum. So now your total yards, you're back ahead of Bama now.
And 2 of 3 on 3rd down, and that last drive led the points.
Well, 3rd and 20. You gave up a 3rd and 20 right there. It cost you 3 points.
How neat is that, though, seeing Kevin Butler, Hall
Yes.
of Famer, student back in school, you know,
That's
to make an
neat.
impact on that young man.
Pretty special.
That's a really neat deal. That is almost, I mean,
Yeah, make sure they need to make sure they're checking Kevin Butler's classes. Make sure he's going to class.
What's the attendance policy?
Yeah, that's right. He's back in school, but I know they check the players' class. They need to check Kevin's classes.
So what was the time of possession of that drive? Do we have that? Because that just changed the game.
I'm going to say it was around 6 minutes or so.
Well,
About
we're sitting
double
at 9.
Alabama in the
Yeah,
first.
I think they had about 3 when they
but
took the
that
ball
one
over.
was a long drive.
I'm going to say a little over 6.
So that's significant in this game for Georgia.
Wear and tear, sure.
And their defense rested.
They were 0 for 2 going into that series on 3rd down. They went 2 out of 3.
Was that a third and? It was a 3rd and 20,
Third
which it
and
didn't
20.
look like it was quite 20 yards, about 3rd and 7.
Yeah, it's a long
Then was
way.
it a 3rd and 7 or 8? Two runs.
Two runs.
To the right. Two zones to the right.
Alabama's
So
first
now on
drive
the headphones, they're saying we got back to who we are.
Right.
These guys are really good players. If we can get them going, then we can use our play action pass.
That's right.
Let's try to keep 94 in check a little bit. Try to catch him in some man coverage.
Well, you made 94 have to play defense. He was on the field.
That's right.
He can be really good if they keep going 3 and out. And he plays 60 plays.
Well,
He's got to play 90.
Alabama had a
Different
good
deal.
opening drive. Georgia's defense was just 3 and out prior to that. That's why I was asking about time of possession. Those guys have played three plays on Georgia's defense in about the last 8 minutes.
Right. Fresh, feel good.
It was a good job, Alabama, on that last series of defending that 1st and 10 play action.
Yeah.
Because Georgia can hit those on you in the
I
red zone
guarantee you
and
that
get a
was
touchdown.
a
So
check
good
by
job.
them in that tight formation. Check to the corner, the double
post.
edge. Yeah.
Play.
Yep.
But the 2 deep down there, when they played cover 2 down there, which you would not expect against
right.
the formation.
Which was six linemen, too, I believe.
A lot of time, Bama, you think they're playing 2, but a lot of time they're playing quarters.
Yes.
And those
Exactly right.
and those
The safeties do a
fit.
great job, man.
They
You're
just
right.
do a good
Just
job.
read and run pass?
Yeah,
Yep.
they
They
just
read and run.
they do a really nice job of read and run pass, and they, so they're too high when you're throwing, and they're
Yes.
getting the extra hat to the box. When they're
Exactly.
running. They do a nice job with the read.
You know, if the nickel and the corner fire was a check on the tight splits, that'll be the last time you see that today. I've been on that headset at times where you work it all week and somebody said,
No,
that's not good.
I told you before
Coach
the
Summer,
game.
we're talking about
Said
that,
That's
though,
right before the game.
You may not know.
Yeah,
where
we
they're
learned.
coming.
We learned the hard way.
Right.
You can't see it.
Yeah, you can't
They
see.
like that
can't
bunch
see it.
toss, though. I bet you.
You know?
I bet they
They
try
do
somewhere
like the
in there.
bunch
They like that bunch
Pat,
toss.
you mentioned something. Well, we just played indoors. Played indoors, the kickoffs is a lot of touchbacks. It takes that play out of the game, kicking into the wind or with the wind, and it's an interesting thing. So this big play isn't as big a play in this environment. So a lot of 25-yard line starts.
Particularly with these two kickers.
Two great
too.
defenses.
These two kickers are really, really good too.
Yeah.
So
You know-
that's this play is.
That was a big factor
Non-factor.
in the Oklahoma game a week ago. Early, it was the sun was out, and when it cooled off, the kickoffs were landing on the 5 and 10 yard line,
Yeah.
and that was a factor.
The returns become we've won bowl games in my career with kickoff return.
Yep.
Because that's one of the things that suffers in long preparation is that you're not covering kickoffs weekly.
Speed of the game.
Yes, so it's a difficult thing to practice.
The 3 receivers tight end the boundary.
You go run zone to it. Yep.
Weak side.
That's pretty special up front so far, right
A little
there for
dark play
Georgia.
there.
Both D lines are
But
taking
they're-
care of the inside zone.
Yeah. Look at that nose.
Look at that nose, that zero nose on that center two gap, and what people don't understand when a guy can do that and play both of those gaps.
Yep, they're reading that
They've
defensive
taken
end.
away
I don't know who they're pulling
a hat.
tackle guard for there.
Similar to what we saw with Fromm over there.
Doing
Having a
it
chance.
again.
Same play? Or
No, it's a different play. I just want to go back to it because you guys
Yep.
brought something up that you've been talking about all night here with the 3 receivers to the field.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, there,
got orange,
and then
I
your
like it.
tight end down here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And see, they're putting their backside safety, cheating him a little bit to the field,
To the
where
field.
Alabama had Ronnie Harrison down where this umpire was.
Yeah, he's
Right.
walking down
Yeah.
as
He was
The seventh
he was
half.
down here.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Another thing you got is you make the corner be the fit player instead of the safety down over here in the back.
Well, are we going to get into a +1 now, watching that safety,
Right.
and we're going to run quarterback
Yes.
outside,
Yeah.
run quarterback trucks, whatever it may be,
That's
to
right.
the outside of the boundary.
No doubt.
They've got running numbers.
Well, that's the
Yes.
first down
You know,
play right there,
it's
right?
different.
Yeah.
Alabama's had running numbers. Georgia really hadn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's that down?
51, I think.
51.
It's David Marshall. He might be one of the 4 eyes. I don't think that was the nose in there. I think he's one of the 4 eyes. Georgia plays a ton of defensive linemen. In 51, Marshall.
Yeah, it's David Marshall.
Yep, he's a starter for him, sophomore.
Big advantage, right?
We try to play 10.
D lineman, you try
Can.
to just play him. Got to.
just playing.
This plan.
That's a decent game. It's 3, not 4. You know, we commented when Georgia ran the ball between the tackles, they got 4. There is a difference in 3 and 4.
Difference when you're calling plays when it says 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 7.
No doubt.
You know, I've always looked at it, if you in your run game, if you can have 60% of your plays average 4 or more yards, you're going to win the game. you don't win the game.
And Mike, you mentioned it earlier. Both these D coordinators are going to try to steal third down. They're going to try to make second down become a third down call.
Right.
So I'm 7 or more. I'm going to now all of a sudden go into my nickel sub, treat it like third down. So
Right now would be a good time for that +1 run.
Absolutely.
Right now, I'd like to see them run Jalen Hurts. Now you got an opportunity if you're Alabama for a big play.
No doubt.
And because you don't want to lose yards here. You don't want to get cute right here.
Coach, here's this drive chart you were looking for, too, in terms of time of possession.
Perfect.
6 was 7:40.
So it was
7:40.
That one
Right.
drive.
That was significant. That's what I thought. And Alabama.
They're getting plenty of rest with all these TV time
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Alabama
That is so frustrating.
Oh,
The
yeah.
flow of the game.
Especially early in the game.
It is early in the game. Now, when you want the time at the end of the game to talk about stuff,
They're
they
out.
go
They're
30
out.
seconds. You're in and out of the huddle.
I'm like, don't I have a minute yet?
When you really need the time, back out. Come on, coach, get them out.
Alabama's possession prior to that was 3 plays, 6 yards. And then Georgia puts together 14
Start out
plays.
empty right
Is that a
55
14-play
yards.
drive?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
34.
I got one, Coach. I got one.
They've done a lot of this year, clearing up the picture for Jalen. Either moving the back inside, right, or staying outside. Give him a good look.
There you go.
There you go.
Coach. That's
Quarterback zone.
Come on,
Safety.
get inside and run the football.
That's just split zone with the quarterback.
And you should have stayed inside. Right there, Crandall.
Good job by the nose.
Two-gapper again.
You got it.
Still got to
Jalen's got to
trust
hit it in
him.
there for 3 yards.
That's it.
Right.
Trust your center.
And make
Trust
it
him.
3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 7 right here.
That's sometimes hard for a quarterback just to hit it inside. They usually want to bounce.
Yeah, they want to get out here.
It's 3rd and 6. You did gain.
Yeah, but not enough. Oh, baby.
How about that? But you see the left tackle get beat. Neither one of these teams want to get to it right back.
What's Coach Saban doing
He's on the field.
You see the left tackle.
That's some point of emphasis from this summer. It'll be interesting to see if they. I'm just saying, in our league, the point, these are our officials.
If you get out of the white, and
you get out of the white,
you're
you're at risk for 15 yards.
That's got a chance to be.
Well, they told us.
That's their best offensive lineman, too.
Yeah, Jonah Williams,
Yeah,
really,
that's what I
really
said.
good
You saw
player.
coach
But
go out.
just on 3rd and long, when the defensive line knows you're throwing it, they have a big
They're going to
advantage.
give him a chance to.
Oh, yeah.
This return guy for Georgia,
Are they in
He can
a
run.
different formation?
That Hardeman,
Nico Hardman. He is fast.
Change your formation.
Well, and this is a great punter that needs to be great right here. And he was.
A lot of hang time. That's
Got some room.
That's a great job of holding him up at the line of scrimmage, wasn't it?
Oh,
Got a
no, got
flag.
it late.
You got a block.
Blocking the back.
They got a block in the back.
That's the hidden yardage that won't show up.
Look
So
what they
you go
did to
back
those
again.
gunners. This
Yep,
gunner
go
to the
back.
foot.
What
angle you want, Coach?
Just at the start, they put
Okay.
their wing up on the line of scrimmage so
Yep.
they can motion the gunner.
Yeah.
They doubled them, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Gunner didn't
work either
the
side.
gunner-
And you had the 3 interior guys get held up the line of scrimmage, too.
So
Gunner,
right there, blocking
Blocking
the back.
right there, no need.
Yeah, 47 on
Christian
the,
Payne.
See, that's a big deal, right? Starting on the 33, and
Yeah.
and now you can open
During
it up
the
if you want
return,
to take a shot. But now
Illegal
you're going to be
block
back
in the
up
back.
to what,
Number 47 on
At
the
least.
receiving team.
Inside
10-yard
the
penalty
yard
shot.
line.
First down.
Well, we'd take a shot if we were on the 2. I don't
that's right.
I'm not. We're going to throw it.
They're not shots. They're completions with you guys.
that's
Well,
What I've seen,
we've
I
been-
take shots.
We've
take
been
completions.
fortunate for a while. They have been.
Guys, you want to take a look at this quarterback run and how they defended it right here.
Good job getting 24 down. That's that quarter.
Well, the receiver didn't read for us. He didn't block the corner or the safety.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he didn't block either one of them.
Just pick one.
Pick one.
Really should have hit in the C gap though, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Should
He
have
needs to-
cut right inside. the C
You're
gap.
talking
it
right
inside.
down here, right, Coach Bobo?
Yeah, he's
gotta be
reinforced.
here.
He's blocking the quarter safety, and then he decides to block nobody.
He just decides to block
Every receiver
anybody.
coach in the country will have this under clinic tape next year.
Absolutely. No doubt.
But these are the two you could.
I mean, but if he blocks one of them, even though Jalen Hurts should hit this inside, Jalen Hurts is going to make one of those.
One-on-one.
He's one-on-one in
Yeah.
space.
And preferably.
And both of them missed.
Yeah, and preferably, just like you said, you want to make 14 that guy.
Yes,
absolutely.
Because he's a corner.
And they may,
Well,
be,
that's what- yeah.
they may be in the box seeing how fast they're triggering. You may see a crack and go
Yeah.
if they keep hitting it that fast. You know,
Doesn't this
off
thing
play
begin and
action.
end right there, though, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts with
Winning
the two
one-on-one.
gap.
Yeah,
But
right
you
there.
still go cram the ball.
You got to get the dirty 3 or 4 yards.
This is a national championship game, and you're looking at an effort issue at receiver.
Yep.
Yeah.
And execution.
And execution.
But
Just make a decision.
if he is intent, he's a receiver.
Right.
That's right.
Odds are he's not really that intent about either one of them.
Yeah.
He didn't come there to block.
Well, the scholarship paper says blocking too.
Yeah, right.
It's part of the deal.
And
Well,
I don't know if it's
Spoken like a true linebacker.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna say this: a lot of them. I mean, there's not a lot of true
Yes, teacher.
read force because everybody's usually tying RPOs
That's
to all
right.
this stuff nowadays.
Yep.
And I don't think they practice it
They
enough.
don't practice blocking.
No.
That's exactly why they're running routes.
Yeah.
And the gunner to the field that went in motion, I don't know if you saw the effort or lack of there, was critical on that punt. I was shocked at what I saw. So there's got to be this kind of football game is going to be won by intent and effort, along with a lot of other things. And I was surprised by both of those plays.
But you didn't just talk about a great play. You didn't talk about a scheme. You just talked about effort.
Effort.
Which takes no talent.
A choice.
It's a
And these
choice.
are great players and incredibly well coached in the biggest game of the year. But they're still players in a big game.
Go back to the punt if we can, and watch the gunner to the top of the field, to the left. And I'm not going to pick on the youngster, but you know what you put on tape, you're accountable for. That's how we all live.
Here it is,
Coach, see him right here. He gets double, but watch him just stop. I don't even care what number he is, but in the end, that's no effort.
We'll go back. Go to the bottom one.
Hold on,
Go to
guys.
the
Let
bottom.
me go ahead and just isolate them here so we can see exactly what we're talking about. Coach Fitzgerald pointed this out. You're going to be looking right up here at this motion receiver. He's going to motion inside, and then he's going to end up getting double teamed. Now watch him from an effort standpoint.
Now rewind it, Tom, and watch the bottom gunner who's getting doubled on the line of scrimmage. Watch that effort. He picks one, inside release.
Right there.
Yep. Now watch his effort.
He's working.
He's fighting
Well,
his
he's
tail
that'll
off.
win.
He saves a huge return right here.
And he got blocked by three
guys.
Three guys blocking.
Here's the other thing you see there.
Yep.
That
Tempo.
it
There we go.
answered,
Playing ball again.
answered our
All right,
question
here's
early,
the boy from Philly.
Yep. Is
Good
that my man
first down
seven?
call.
Yep. Which answered our
Waldo?
question early.
Where's Waldo?
Wherever he is,
He's seven. He's getting the ball.
He's getting the ball.
They
Little
got
full
a
slide, put
Yep.
Nick on Minka.
really safe call, good first down call.
I mean, he's blitzed Minka on what, 2 out of
Yep.
3 P&10s now?
Yep. But
Start.
also, it could be a check with tight formation.
You're right. That's right. We talked
Because
about
it
it
gets just what we talked about earlier. That's you're going to get that.
And they did block. That's not a
Power
pick.
pass.
That's a
Here we go.
screen.
Wildcat
Wild
right
dog.
here.
Is we call it the wild
Wild
dog.
dog.
I don't want to wildcat at our place.
All right, that's just zone. Basically, similar play that Jalen Hurts just ran. They just have the tight end off the ball. They don't cross him. And Nick hits it in here. See, that guy's trying to two-gap and color showing there. Nick
That's a tailback running with the ball.
Tailback.
Probably a pretty good hole by 65
Yeah.
to go by Mike's comment right here that they're not going to call it that.
No,
That's just grabbing. Just grabbing.
So here's what we know now. Okay, based on the punt, based on watching them, they're letting them play. Right? They're not. This is not tic tac. You got
Oh, he
a
pulled it.
Wow.
procedure.
Nice play.
That play by him.
You got
A lot of tempo there, right?
Because I think he went over and the quarterback coach told him he should have pulled it.
Last time.
Watch 24 take on this fullback right here, though.
Near foot, near shoulder.
the tight end.
And sometimes it's easier for the quarterback to read the split flow because the ends really got to attack the fullback on the split flow so you can see him attack, so it's a little bit easier to pull.
It's really well played by the linebacker, but you got to make tackles. That's a lost yardage play by the
put him in-
backer.
Yeah. And the first down.
That's the second time they've exploded the line, so they can't read it. Play action.
That same look again, guys.
It's 2 drops now.
I think this one might be batted
Bad.
down.
Is it batted?
Let's see.
Another reduced split.
Yep.
Brought the corner
Summy
again.
brought
Brought the corner again. Another catch.
That's their check. You're right, Coach Sumlin.
You can see that they're coming out of the huddle real fast. Alabama is not getting set right here. They're walking around trying to talk.
I'm not sure the outside backer knows the corner came. If you see him,
That's another way to do tempo without doing tempo.
because
You know,
of the
just
nasty
getting up
flip.
and
Yep.
Unbalanced again.
unbalanced here.
Another inside zone.
Inside zone, everybody blocking.
One block player up top, the corner.
See how fast they
39.
I bet they sub here and go back to
Well, we're already getting into a Tiger
Here they go.
Alabama
Here they go.
defense.
This is more than they played
they
in
come.
the semifinal game.
yeah.
You can see big men
What
coming
was
off
this,
the field
third?
are tired.
Yeah,
Third and 8, third and 9.
Notice how Georgia's slowing it down this series.
Yep, that's what we were talking about
After the
earlier.
first two
After
plays,
the
they
first
went
two
to
plays,
IO.
there's a bunch formation here.
He probably won't do
Bunch
it
into
on
the
third down.
boundary.
They're going to play there. I think that's the first or second down.
You see Fitzpatrick in the back.
Probably gonna be a
He's playing dime. They're in dime.
He's in dime.
Run it over
That's
out.
a dig.
Got him.
Got it.
Oh, big play.
Really good
I
protection.
thought Alabama looked confused right there.
Bunch into the boundary could have done it. You know.
A lot of
They
pre-snap
usually
speed.
wall people right here. They're playing.
See, this is that look. This is it looked like two, but they're playing quarters here, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Oh,
Game of inches. Huh?
that's what they call it, right?
Little defensive coach, you felt that,
I
didn't you,
just took the wind out of my sails. Here comes that tempo out of the huddle.
Exploding out quick.
Verse.
Fake
Pass.
Reverse. Get out of your hand, young man.
Nice play.
Wow. That's
Doesn't
not a
look
true
like much.
That's not a true freshman play.
Well,
right
I mean,
there.
they lost half a yard, but
Yeah.
Could have been
they
a
didn't
sack.
Instead of 7
sack it.
yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Could have
he
been a
knew
sack
where's,
fumble.
what were they trying? They're trying to slip Nada out down the middle. 18.
But look where they're at, and
Look at the safety.
I'm calling it too deep.
All right, again, another tight, and 29's coming again. Both edges, the corner 39's, they're bringing both edges right here to tight.
Yep.
And it's got to be a check.
Most teams would have those safeties down with that big, heavy personnel. They're just staying high and let it happen.
He's been blitzing Mika in this.
Yeah, they're
this
bringing
open
it here.
side.
We'll play cover one.
Dropping out.
Oh, we checked it.
Well, number 7.
Well,
We checked the
he's
text.
quick.
Yeah.
That little change up, really, he is quicker
So
maybe. than
remember
that.
that first play where it said 9 hats on the ball? Look at the effort now because they're getting a little bit tired.
It's a good job by the running back of getting downhill, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's finding his crease and getting his 3 yards here.
3rd and 6.
Well, they're converting on
Back to
third
the-
down. They're making good games on first down, and Alabama has struggled keeping the ball.
We play one rat here.
Mm-hmm.
1-on-1, back shoulder.
Back shoulder.
I think it's complete.
Looks it.
Numbers that.
Can't let the
6.
guy outside. They're playing low hole help, high hole help. Corner's got to keep out, make the guy go inside.
Replay may show us that his leg landed out of bounds before his foot got down, but it's close.
Elbow.
Never got his feet down, did he?
The elbow down counts, though, doesn't it?
Was he bobbling it going down? Or no?
Going fast.
I don't understand why they wouldn't take 2.
There you go. Take a look.
There you go.
Go back and look at 94 on that. That last one.
The ruling on the field is that the pass was complete. That ruling is under further review.
It's so hard. I mean, this guy's 6'4".
His hand's down. His left hand is down, right?
10.
He's in
Now his
bounds
elbow's
right
in.
there.
He's in.
94 win again, Coach Gundy.
I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm
There's the end
surprised.
zone, the
I'm
sky.
surprised the
Let's
O-line
see
got
Sky
it.
and
Yeah,
check that out.
sky. Or the back behind the whatever second level.
He's, you know, these throws. You know, he's having to get these
Here we
throws
go.
off
This
in
one.
about 2-0 or less.
Yeah.
Watch 94 here. I think that was him.
Well, you make it easy for him when you go single high. And, I mean,
Which way the center works.
just setting back.
Tried to work in the middle, still didn't matter.
You got to
an
get rid
animal.
of it. Yeah,
He's
you got to
an
get rid
animal.
of it.
Yep.
You've got
Well, neither one of them said. Like center, like the right guard thought he was having help. I thought. What it looked like.
I looked
was
like the
being-
center tried to zero set to try to see maybe he could help both sides. And
Here's the inbounds or out of bounds here, guys.
Hand down.
The field stands as
elbow
ball.
down.
First down.
See it right now. Coming up. Give it a second here.
I'm not sure the ball wasn't moving.
couldn't tell what he said there.
He's in unless the ball was moving, right?
Yep, let's see. Right.
Yeah. Watch his elbow.
He's got to complete the act of
there.
the catch.
That's a catch.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
Well,
I
he's,
don't know.
You don't know?
he's laying on his back when he hit the ball out. I mean, that's a catch.
I would think it's a
right.
catch.
It should be.
You do?
But the new
Yeah.
rule, which I don't really particularly like the rule, but for here, that's a catch, right? He's got the ball.
He's already down by the time it bobbles.
but it moved a little bit.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's what they're looking at.
Story of the game, man. Georgia on third down, since the first couple of the series, have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
They had to dig across the middle, and then maybe this one.
Well, they've had, 2 drop passes that could have even provided more yards.
Well, you're looking at 137 total yards to 57.
And
I don't know that anybody
would
would.
1 time of possession.
Yes.
You got to play. They'll get us 7 yards on first and goal from
Hey,
10.
well, that's what you better
That's what you want.
It's the worst place to have the ball, isn't it?
When I worked for Coach Majors, what he's referred to when I worked for Johnny Majors, he'd say, first and goal on the 10, and David, we need a play that's going to make 7. You could get.
You know what's funny though? We talk about that a lot. That is one of the most difficult times in a game, as is getting a yard when you need a yard.
That's exactly right.
It's hard to get 1 yard.
It's a great scrimmage for both offense and defense in the spring. Put the ball just inside the 10 and say, let's see who can win. And I love to do that.
2-point play at the end of practice.
See if they
winner take all.
explode out of the huddle again. They've had some success.
You see, the issue for us, of course, we were a big RPO team, is your RPOs are a little difficult now because your safeties don't have
They're
to
not
go
moving.
as far. Everybody's hanging out.
And the conflict players are right there.
Sitting right there.
Well, you got to use the width of the field, not just the depth of the field. And so if you go in, either pack it in or spread it
Straight
out.
zone give. 94 wins again.
94, man.
94 is.
I just did that for a reason, because that's what I would be doing on the sideline right now if I was Kirby. I'd just be rubbing my.
Well, Kendall's short
Everybody's
right here on his own. Looks like the left guard gets whipped, I believe. Is that right?
left?
I think so.
And they're
You see how-
Yeah, see, he swam the left guard.
See how far the linebackers are bumped over to the trips?
Yeah.
So the center has to climb to 30 really quick, so the left guard loses his help because of the linebacker bump, to the tight end. So, I mean, that's a really good job by 94.
Well, I believe Georgia has a chance with a tired defense to have packed it in to run the ball. And they're a little bit better suited
Alabama's,
right here.
Play action.
There's your point, Mike. It can cover them.
Yep.
The field gets
And they're playing pass.
Yeah.
They're not defending. I mean, they're playing pass.
They have
That's
nothing to do with the run play.
Yeah. They're
I
playing
don't think
pass.
this is RPO. I think this is design.
They've got numbers to run the
Yeah.
ball if they want to.
It might have been.
It looks like the left guard is a pass. Or the left
And the
tackle's
back
pass
looks like
play.
he knows.
I think
left
it's-
tackle. I think that was just a straight play action.
Close to a chop block. And
Yes.
by the tight end on
Yeah.
right
No
top.
doubt.
All right, you got NT motioning.
3 technique.
Getting into
All right,
the
you're telling them
3-by-1
youngster
again.
do what?
Same
Save us 3
formation.
points again.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we get into the kick.
Get out of his hand.
Yeah.
Dart route.
Double twist.
Get it out.
Don't throw it.
No, don't throw it up in the middle of the
Don't
field.
throw it up for grabs.
Couldn't see that.
That angle made me nervous.
Yeah.
It looked like it was about to be a pick.
Right in the middle.
I don't know where the ball
You see
landed.
that?
Looked like they're trying to work Sony on a mesh right here.
And neither does
on the
he.
right side, man, it gets tough.
And you got him. You just don't have that
That's
much
a-
time.
Yep.
No.
Well, rewind that. I think Sony's busting here because they're running the double short digs and the flag by number 3 with Miko. I think Sony should be
Up and through.
he should be going to the left here because they're trying to work the
Yes.
Yep.
He needs to be left.
the chair route with
He
the
needs
flag.
to be left.
Yes.
Corner.
Yeah.
Great
Two
effort.
big stops.
Well, it is because a 6-0 game statistically, when the other teams had the ball 15 minutes, you 7 yards are more than double. You're happy if you're Nick Saban down to 6.
I think it's what you
And you
said.
got a turnover.
Yep.
Georgia's turned the ball over
They
once.
turned it over. And the big story has been, like you said, third down conversion by Georgia.
4 of 8, 50% now.
That's a
25.
big deal. That's a big deal for
So the
them.
conversation on the headphones now is the same thing the other way. Is probably Coach Saban and them are saying, look, guys, we haven't played very good. A touchdown, we're still ahead.
We're still ahead.
Absolutely.
Now here's the other conversation
See
too.
Sony.
Yeah, here's the other conversation too. Is the defense has been out there a long time.
Right.
Are we going to go tempo on this series to try to pick it up?
Let's get the
If
first
Coach
down.
Saban is telling
we
them
go
to
3 and out,
tempo.
I don't want to put my defense back out there really quickly.
What's amazing is how fast you run out of possessions.
That's right.
But you look up, it's already halftime. You've had the ball 3 times.
And opposite for him.
Yeah.
I'm with you. We need more possession.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it. Let's shorten this thing.
Yeah.
Mike, I'll say this to me right now in Alabama, and here's what happens, the mind game. You're talking about taking shots. They need a big play.
Yes, they do.
But if you go out there and you don't succeed, and in his mind you don't make a first down, and you go 3 and out again, you're killing yourself. But it's still 6-0. I think Alabama needs to take a shot here early in this drive.
And we all know this, that at times, whether we like it or not, those wideouts on the sidelines, all their buddies at home are watching them play. They want a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's part of the flow of it.
They're
That's the
talking
toughest
about
part.
it over there on the bench.
That's
We're not
what I'm
privy to
saying.
that conversation.
You
They're
know,
telling each other, hey, can they cover you? No, man, they can't cover you.
Hey, Coach,
They're always open.
I had 105 catches last year in high school. Shot.
There you go.
You know?
But as much one-on-one as we're seeing on the perimeter outside with Calvin Ridley, he's got to be a part of this game, does he not?
You draw.
RPO there.
There's your
There's a big play.
There's your
big play.
explosive play. You see how they just kind of fall off him?
Really good job. Sending the tailback out.
Yeah.
Somebody matches him.
Yep. Well, you got a 5-man box.
Yep.
It removes this overhang out a little bit more. That's who he's reading.
Yep.
He's reading.
Let's see what happened to the safety here coming down.
He read.
A nice job of him trusting the line right there. He set that center's block up.
Outside by 17.
Outside zone.
Look like we didn't get the 4-hour reach.
Nope.
We just
Kevin, how fast?
Tempo right here.
Tempo.
That.
Is hurt.
he's
4'6".
He's probably 4'6" guy, but like I said, he is so
To the play action.
Oh, don't take a sack.
left tackle again, right?
That was the play action off the play they started the drive with.
And he's cutting.
Nice call
So
by
he
Georgia
thinks the
there,
ball's
right?
gone.
Thinking quick, he's thinking 3-step.
Guess
I'm not sure I would have launched that ball.
With that safety in the middle of the field.
They
had-
shallow.
they had
Yeah.
Look
There's
right
your guy
there.
right-
That's a man.
that
right
one over there.
Slot receiver.
The number 2,
Left
going up the
tackle's
hash.
cutting like
That's
it
your
was
guy.
quick game.
Yeah, he can't
Back
cut,
shoulder.
pump and go.
Bellamy just made 2 big plays here on the stretch and then the sack.
All right, 3rd and long will be interesting to see what the
Similar position
they're
Georgia
gonna-
was earlier in the
they're gonna
game.
drop
They ran
eight,
it
right?
and got the first.
They're going to drop 8.
Going to run it?
They're going to run it too.
Or they're going to punt it.
Up on it.
Don't
It's
get
not
it.
what you wanted. You got the explosive play, but you didn't really want to go 3 and out or 4 and out.
No.
Because you're putting your defense back out there. And it might not hurt them now, but down the road, these body shots of that defense being out there longer and longer and longer
It was
will wear them
interesting.
down.
It was
That
interesting they got to
tackle
that
being
shot
made,
play.
and that's a bust again by that maybe the best player on the field in that linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, you don't leave. He can't go unblocked.
And bring this back. Bring us back. It's what you're talking about earlier. That problem was addressed with the crack block on the sideline by Alabama. Watch this receiver come in here this time. He can't jump. Look at this. All right. So they addressed that early.
Somebody saw it.
Yeah.
That don't look like much. They just flip the field.
That's right.
Georgia's got to start at the 5-yard line.
Now
the
go
one
get
big
that
play.
turnover.
Yeah, the one big play, change field position right there.
It was interesting. Alabama got to that shot play, the pump and go out of tempo. So that might have been why he was cutting, because they tried to run it in tempo instead of just calling.
You know, it's against their nature. You're asking your quarterback to do something they don't do much of. And he did. I would have thrown that ball. I mean, that was wide open in my mind. I think people who play man-free single high don't play their safeties near deep enough anymore. They're all wanting to run alleys and play run with them and zone read. I'm going to throw the ball down the field on them.
This could be a shot here out of 12.
No better place.
This
than
could be
here.
a shot right here.
Too deep. I mean, or quarters, whatever you got, press, whatever. There's too many guys back there.
94 again.
Give him the trophy.
It's been a problem for everybody.
He needs the tilt.
Yeah.
They split the double.
Really good.
Wow.
That's bringing back haunting memories to me of calling plays in the league when I was in it. There's people on the field you can't block.
Good job by 99.
You can't block.
We can't block
Blockers,
it.
too. They, both linebackers run block to the point of attack if he were to get through.
Number 6, Javon Wims, the best receiver for Georgia. He's gone to the locker room. So.
After that catch.
Unbalanced.
Unbalanced.
The zone
They've
split
been running the ball out of this.
I don't think that's
94
going to
again.
get it done down there.
It's 99.
Now,
Now you have the
this could be a game changer right here.
Turnover.
You're going to have to punt the ball out of your end zone. And Alabama's gone after those and makes plays in situations like this, right?
Yep.
In the times that I've seen them athletically, either a punt return, a block, or start with the ball on the 35-yard line. Be interesting to see what they do here.
Maxim, don't throw the ball over the middle of the field backed up. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the ball. This is where you have to have intent to take the ball away.
This was interesting, too. You saw Alabama not sub.
That's
Right? No dime, no nickel here.
Expect them run, maybe?
They're rolling out and just playing playing man.
Low hole player.
Wow.
So that is
That's the same play.
Third down.
Big play.
Protecting them.
We talked about the matchup before the game.
Good job on the right.
Good job by the O-line. Look at that clean
Great
pocket.
job.
Right guard and right
Great
tackle.
delivery.
Did you expect the left
Well,
side
Lance
to be
Frawley's
big?
kind of looking
Well,
a little
look,
bit left.
If they did
go
get
back and look
protection
at
slid
watch
to
him pick the
94, that
twist
helps.
up. Feel like this. You see it?
Yep. So
Watch the right side.
Yep.
Watch him pick this twist
Nice
up.
job on it.
Big time.
really good job
This
by the right
textbook
tackle.
right here.
Yep.
And you have to love the freshman quarterback, right?
Yep.
Standing in your own
I think he
end
knows
zone
where the
on
low
3rd and
hole
12.
player is. Rashawn Evans. He lets him clear the low hole player. Throws the dig behind him.
Shot
There's
play.
your shot. They just run a little. That's
Another,
twice they've run that play. Did they get edge pressure again?
Absolutely, they did.
It's going to come every time.
We've got to figure it out.
There it is.
Same thing.
It was figured out 6 weeks ago. People just haven't been able to stop it the whole time. But they're the right deal.
Double side. Yep. Double
Tight
pressure
split.
on both sides.
Tight split.
Yeah, he
Bring
just
it.
couldn't
He's got to
get
make
there.
this throw. They got leverage on Evans.
you got to make that throw, right?
To get 4 yards. That's,
That's what Kirby's saying. They're bringing double edge pressure.
Is that what he just said?
Now we
Did you
got
read
bunch.
it?
A little bit wider.
You're going to get edge pressure again?
I don't think they're going to.
Double bunch.
Here he comes.
There he
There
goes. There's your toss. Tackle got caught up. It was the tackle of the guard.
That's one of the best passes, Mike
a
Bobo,
tackle.
that Georgia's
Tackle
been
kept
throwing
coming
for
from the
years.
corner of that.
Toss. You're right.
Just tossing it to one of those backs through the years, right? A little different than a
third
tall
down,
sweep,
here they are,
but
they're
it's
subbing
still a
now.
toss.
Now they're subbing.
But that completion, though, flip field position again. Yes. Third down completion. And that's
The other thing you're doing here, Coach Cutcliffe, you're running the clock here, right? I'm looking at 2:40. And if I have to punt the ball, I want to try to use the clock now.
look at that time of
With
possession.
where you're at, right?
Yep, no question.
I'm gonna let the clock run down.
Your defense is pitched to shut out. You got an opportunity to go in without giving up
And
a point.
he's coming after him.
He came after
Bad
him.
throw.
Got the tight
Good route.
end.
Rewind that one, Tom.
Want to go
So
sideline?
was
You
it a
want to
good
end zone?
route, or did he surprise the
No,
quarterback?
they playing man inside leverage man. Good.
Dismissed.
Yep, just
It's his
missed him.
four.
I like the play call,
He
right?
threw it
I got
as
a
if
tight
he was
end. I got
running a
extra
curl,
protection.
didn't he?
Coach.
Sliding it. I got
Yep. 30's got the back man to man, and we sees him block. He adds
adds
on.
up.
green dogs.
on.
him.
It's a good job by him
Stand
adding
back
on.
to him, or he just made a
pressure
bad
on
throw. I don't.
I don't know. He doesn't throw many bad balls, but this
All right,
punt
how many guys up? 10 up?
is huge.
Here they come.
No, 14
Dropping out.
dropped
Bailing
out.
out, return.
They're backing out.
Return.
Like a low kick.
Not a good one at all, huh? Uh-oh.
Back.
A chance.
I got him. Blocking it back. They had a wall set up, didn't they?
Yep.
Look who made the tackle on punt team. Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith.
Your best player on defense is playing on the punt team right there.
Yeah, maybe the best player on the field.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
2 punt returns, 2 penalties.
Speed of the game.
That's kind of the NFL model this day and time. You watch a kicking game play, somebody gets a penalty.
Yes.
Real quick here, too, guys, just to give you an idea of number 3. Watch Roquan Smith, right?
Where is he?
He's right here. Just watch him. You talk about effort, what you
Yeah.
guys were talking about
Yep.
earlier.
Yep.
Watch this. Just watch him.
Just relentless.
Well, that's a young man who's going to make a lot of money.
Yes, he is.
That's a penalty there, blocking the
Illegal
snapper.
block in the back.
Never,
On the receiving
Well,
team.
you go back.
they can get down the
Yeah.
field.
That penalty
But the other thing is,
declined.
too, just
Holding.
when we teach our guys in the
Number
kicking
81
game,
on the
that
receiving
young man,
team. That
he's
penalty
what
is
they call you
accepted.
a
And is
suspect.
enforced.
You're
10
in a
yards.
trail
First
position.
down.
Every official's eyes are on you.
That's right.
Let him go. Go find work. That return man's on scholarship. He can make one guy miss.
Well, particularly the snapper. Mike just said we don't block the snapper.
And the other thing,
he belongs to the return man.
Right. The other thing is, with what you're saying is he doesn't have to go at the angle he's going at. He knows it's wall left.
Yep.
He needs to meet him halfway.
He can.
Guys going to come to him.
Yeah. Right. When you go that way, you're in the clip zone. You're asking for it. He needs to meet him halfway. Let him circle.
What we got on the clock? 2:14.
2:14.
Got 3 times. How many? 2 timeouts. 3 timeouts. They got plenty of time.
No, they did. Nick called one early in the game. I think that's wrong.
No, he challenged the play.
Okay.
And it was overturned, so they gave him his timeout back.
That's 4 yards. There.
Clock will restart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they find out if they can throw it in a 2-minute setting here or not. That's just a called screen.
That's a called screen.
I wonder what his completion percentage is over 10 yards in the game so far.
Georgia's the only one that's done it.
Right.
Well, I think he's worried about his defense having to come back on the field, too.
Can you rewind that real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick.
He
Show me
won't go
Jalen.
fast. He won't go fast.
Let it go right there. Show me Jalen at the end of the
throw
play.
the ball.
Show me Jalen at the end of the play. Watch him. Come on. Let's throw it.
Let's throw it. Pick up the tempo. Yeah, pick up the tempo and throw it.
Yeah. Now, so do you call timeout and go after the punt?
He just threw it incomplete pass.
Now we don't have to.
So there's the reason why
There you go.
they weren't doing it.
1 out of 6 on 3rd down now.
Yep.
Wow.
Story of the game.
They're just trying to run a little out route with the 2 over routes.
Well, at this point, the coverage for Georgia has been better than the coverage Alabama's displayed man-to-man.
He's going to come back to the over routes here.
There's nobody open.
Step up.
And they've played more pass, and Alabama's defended the run.
Change of formation back to the base formation.
They got return mode.
Ball's on the 30.
So now that you have a decision to make, I'm going to run a draw on 1st down, see
Or
what
screen.
I make, or screen. Yep. If we make some yards, we're going to go into a 2-minute.
Then
If
we'll
we
go
don't,
fast.
I may not even
No
do
doubt.
it. Up.
Well,
A sit.
again, get the ball in your best player's hands here. It's one of those backs.
Yep.
Let's let them go to work.
Anybody here in any way, shape, or form think that we'd be sitting here with under 2 minutes left and Alabama would have no points on the board?
No, I didn't. Obviously, they've missed a field goal as part of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's surprised that
No.
there's been only 2 field goals made. The score's 6-0.
Yeah, right.
Because of how close these teams are. And talent and scheme, athleticism. It's going to come down to, like we talked about, these special teams plays, penalties, turnovers.
They're playing run. They got a chance right here. They're probably in bail coverage, but still.
They did. They bailed.
Yeah.
At the dig again.
There you go.
Just running the 10-yard stop route.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I'll
2
go
minutes.
fast.
Let's go, right? Let's go.
Yep. Go fast now.
You got 3 timeouts.
Off
You
the
got all
made
day.
first down.
You got
That
all
was
day.
4 verticals with the basically flying die outside. They bailed. They just 2 outside guys stopped. Is what it looked like. Could be around here. Nope.
We're going to get one.
There it is. It's curl flat again.
Well, there you go.
That's 2 drops on curl flat.
There's no pass rush.
94.
They're tired, Coach.
They're tired.
They're tired.
There's no
They've been on the field for 18 minutes.
This safety's playing a little deeper where normally he'd drive that in quarters in 1 minute.
Guys got their hands on their hips.
Yep.
Some of the tight throws tell me that Kirby also knows that personnel over on the other side well.
Going back to
So some of the routes, some of the
Bye again right
opportunities,
here.
some of the shots.
And Brandon Mika.
They're gonna.
Yep.
You got a chance up top, right?
Yeah,
They're gonna bail
24
out.
Yep.
Yep.
24 is walk, so that tells
Got
you
everything
pressure
you
from
want
the
to the top
field
of the
again.
screen.
He
Yeah, they ran 2 traps.
trapped it. And they were throwing, yes.
Yeah, they were thinking 33s on
That's a
blitz.
chance for a,
Yeah, they showed
for
them
a
33.
big 6 there.
And then 28 trapped it. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Every time 24's walked into the boundary, they brought field pressure.
yes,
That's
yep.
how you see that.
Sounds like an old line coach.
Can we get it slid to the field, please?
Can we get it slid the other way?
That's right.
The call on right there.
Split.
Yeah,
Good call. Good. Oh boy. Take a timeout. You got 3 of them. Take them.
Remember the last week, 3rd and 7, they run the inside zone. You get up.
30 was in a pass drop. They got 65.
I don't know why we got to take time out. Pat, right there.
Now they got
Too many men on the
sub.
field. Too many guys. Take a shot.
They called it or not.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they called it right there.
Yeah. You got.
Because two
They're
was
going to
walking
review
off.
this now.
Yeah,
They should.
yeah, he threw it.
Yeah,
he
they
threw
it.
Yeah, the guy.
He's walking off the field.
Tired.
So I'm going to run a draw again. I mean, they're going to certainly play pass now with what?
Georgia has 3 timeouts.
And you got all 3 timeouts.
35 seconds.
You've got all 3 timeouts.
I'm number 2 was there. All he had to do was just
I'm
finish.
handing one of those back.
Probably should have taken a timeout at the first down. Right?
Talk about Coach Saban.
I think so. You would have maybe 2 more plays.
Two more
Georgia.
plays.
Yeah,
Yes.
potentially.
And now you're counting plays.
Because we have 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
What it says.
Yeah.
So fatigue has played a role
Just watch 2 right there. See him at the down there.
in this game. And it might just do it the second half.
Georgia's
because
called the same
Alabama's
play
defense is
every
tired.
time. 4 votes with the
Crossing the boundary.
Kick out.
Get to the sideline. First
Good
down.
play.
There he is.
Still got the 3 timeouts.
Points are big here because it makes it a 2-possession game.
That's right.
I'm running it again.
With the timeouts.
Yes, with 3
You got-
timeouts.
you got
Worst
no
case
problem doing it.
scenario, my kicker's a good kicker. I'm going to make it a 2-score game.
2-score game going into halftime.
So you
And
got
get-
number
and get
7 in the
momentum.
game. Are they going to throw it to him or hand it to him?
Well, they just tossed it to him, so let's see what happens.
He obviously, they think, has great hands and his ability to run routes. And
Well, and you know the importance of going into the halftime and something good happens right before you go in.
There's no doubt.
The attitude in the locker room, so different.
What's Blankenship's kick range?
let's say
I
they're
think
in
he's
it.
really
He
good.
got
There he goes.
55.
He might-
Oh my
Go.
goodness!
I'm out.
Timeout.
Do you think touchdown here, or do you try to run it down and kick the field goal?
So can you go back, Tom? So they angled the line to the field with no edge pressure here.
I think they did last
So we got
time.
no contained to the boundary.
Is this a read twist at
They're playing such
9?
high safeties, and those inside guys are rolling off those vertical guys up the seams,
seam.
man. That's hard to throw into.
Somebody busted there up front.
They lost
Had
Somebody
contain.
let somebody.
Lost
No
contain.
contain, no edge.
You know, if they're running pirate, then 99 should have come around. You know, back to the boundary.
That's what you wonder if fatigue's setting in now.
Yeah, communication. He's shaking his head. Wow, 205 to 95.
3rd downs. Georgia's over 50%.
Over 50% on 3rd down.
That's the story. of the
And you're having to
game.
convert a lot of them. They've already had 11.
That's right. There's a bunch of them.
So you can line them up, and if they're playing pass, run the ball and live with it. And if they want to try to go to single high, take a shot. Right?
That's exactly right.
You got plenty of time.
And your timeouts.
Like the quarters look here.
See, if they're going to play this way, you got to take a shot down here. Well, no, they're going back up top. You got to
Back
run the
up.
ball. Tough place to throw the ball. There it is.
Back shoulder.
Picking on the corners now.
Back shoulders.
Yes.
That's that quarters press that y'all talk about,
Yep.
right?
That's exactly right.
That's 4 verticals. Did he run out of bounds?
Alabama does such a good job of staying on top. They're susceptible to that back shoulder throw because their corners do such a good job of staying on top.
And so Kirby knows that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's the advantage there.
This is where your
They hold it to
timeout.
a field goal,
drive.
and it'll be a.
Timeout.
Take that time
So,
out
David, remember
there.
our timeout on that first down? We'd have probably 25 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yep.
You really count 7 or 8 seconds of clock time per play. So you're talking about 3 or 4 more plays is what you get out of the drive.
How many years ago did you give up calling plays?
It's been 1, 2. It's been about 4 years ago.
Do you feel like you're managing the game better now because of those situations, those 2-minute situations, allowing the coordinator to call the game and you manage the game?
He wouldn't agree with that because of me communicating.
Well, of course. You're just giving him suggestions.
but you're right. And honestly, there was so much going on I couldn't keep up with it.
Right.
I felt that way. But during the week, the study, you know, to call a game, you got to watch 8 hours of tape a day and be good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what got me out of it. We're a lot better without me doing it, I can tell you that. The guys I've got doing it are really good at it. But are you in there with them? in the defense?
I've been with both, but I would say I don't think I'm smart enough to be able to call plays and manage the game.
That's the way
that's just me. I can't do it.
It's very
I think
hard.
calling plays is an art.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, and you're down on that side of the field in practice. You're never down with the other team.
Hard. Tight end.
Back shoulder again, interference.
They're not going to call it.
No, they're letting them play.
Oh, they
Flag.
did. Flag.
They call it?
Maybe O-lineman downfield, maybe.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 14.
Oh, my
Gives the
God.
distance to the goal.
Quarterback?
What
Automatic
does Georgia
first
have?
down.
One timeout?
Was he
Do
also?
you getting a heavy?
Oh,
Where's
they
the ball
called
going
it.
to be?
Should be on the 1 yard line now, right?
Is that one of their corners?
That's Deontay Thompson,
Played
freshman.
safety.
Freshman
right?
safety.
Safety last week.
So you still have a timeout, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can still hand the ball to
Unbalanced.
to a really
No
good
doubt.
player.
Wildcat.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Wildcat.
Hardeman.
With Hardeman at it.
that's touchdown.
Got it.
Big.
Wow.
Got it.
Great call.
Great call by Jim.
Look at 18 here.
There's the read. They're doing it with
There's the arc.
their plus one's Miko Hardeman.
That's
there.
right.
Well, that's the one you just saw where the quarterback didn't keep it.
Yes, sir.
Earlier. There's a split
This
flow.
guy's
With
keep it.
a faster player.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
no reason.
he's
to that.
looking to keep
The
it.
split
That's right.
flow makes it harder on that defensive end because he's got to come attack that
Tough play.
fullback.
You going
No
for
doubt.
2 or 1?
I kicked the extra point. It's too early.
Kicking it.
Yeah.
Kick one, consider two in the fourth, right?
Yep.
You know what the chart says.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, for two reasons. One, because there should, well, maybe not in this game, but a lot of times there's quite a bit of scoring that's still going to happen. Absolutely. And two, why put yourself in that situation as a head coach?
That's right.
Right.
What's the answer for that?
Well, that's that momentum at halftime, without a doubt. Alabama does get the ball first
Right.
in the second half, but you really made those locker rooms different.
Yeah.
So-
2-1 time of possession,
Right.
third downs, and they've been able to run the football.
Yep.
So-
and keep their defense on the field, tire their defense out.
So I've been where Nick is right now. You're going in, you're knowing you're needing to talk to your offensive coaches and your defensive coaches. The limitation of time now
Oh, to 20 minutes.
is
Yeah.
so difficult
There's no doubt.
that your mind is turning. Now, they should be
Is
talking
it 20
on the
minutes in this
headset,
game?
That's
Or
right.
is it
but you
extended
need
still on
some
the 20?
serious conversation in that locker room.
Where is his defensive coordinator? On the ground?
He's on the
floor?
ground.
He's on the ground.
Both of them are, right?
Right.
Yes.
So he's picking a side right now, and he's or what we would
He
do
started,
is
that's
he's
it.
saying, guys, hit this, and he's going to try to get to the other ones, right, Coach?
Yes.
And then you're also saying, hey, guys, we got to just calm down.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We're Alabama. Okay?
We're built for this.
We're okay. We've got good players. All right. Well, and I'm sure they will. We don't need to panic. This is what we need to do.
The other issue, as you said, is getting with your coaches. But right now, that defense is tired. They're questioning themselves a little bit. All right, we've had some penalties. It's going to be important, your conversation with your coaches, but somebody's got to talk to these players. All right, because
Settle
guys
down.
are looking at each other right now. They're getting shut out, and their defense is getting pushed around. They've been on the field a lot. You're going to have to massage this thing mentally with these players because they haven't been in this position very
They
often.
have thought it was going to be easy.
Yep,
They
exactly.
beat their nemesis, Clemson,
That's right.
and they really thought this may be going to be easier than that ball game.
But there's a lot that's going to have to happen at halftime with assistant coaches reassuring guys that, hey, we got a plan. We got to execute better. All right, we haven't been here, but we're Alabama. All right, let's make sure that we play the way we play.
I know,
Not panic.
I know everybody's
Don't panic.
talking about two, and
Yeah.
anything, but that dude's not going to panic.
No,
Number
he's not
two
gonna
for
panic.
Alabama.
No.
You just see his demeanor, and he's going.
But you make sure a coach doesn't panic.
That's
Yeah,
my
you
You make sure there should be no in
Yes.
a championship game.
That's
Nobody's
right.
chewing anybody out.
Nope, not in this game.
That's the experience. That's what you got to watch for.
Yep.
Is a coach. And you're over here working, the guy's over there panicking.
Right.
And the players panic. You know what's interesting though is, and then from what Kirby's saying, guys, we started out, got out of our box a little bit on offense. We got back into it. We ran the ball effectively. Our tailbacks are really good players. The quarterback's running the ball pretty good, scrambling, and we hit some play action passes. we got a little bit fortunate, I would say. We're fortunate we converted on that many third and longs.
Yes.
Right.
But we're also ahead. We got to be smart. Now, I tell you the thing that's interesting to me is, of course, being from the Big 12 is the yards and the points that Oklahoma had last week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I watched the game and they had, I don't know, almost 300 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's surprising to me. That not that they had that because I saw them all year, but that shocks me a little bit at 94 yards. It really does.
You're going to get a response here from Alabama in the third quarter.
No doubt.
They get the ball first.
How will Georgia respond? Because we're feeling really good about ourselves in Georgia's locker room right now. You know we're going to get a response. That first series of the third quarter is critical, but at some point in the third quarter, Alabama will respond.
Think about it. They survived the turnover in the first possession. Missed field goal. Kept it at 0-0. Done a nice job. The receiver had a couple drops, but they've made competitive plays on the perimeter. And really, Alabama, those receivers haven't been given that opportunity to make those plays because they're getting too high safeties. I agree with you. They got to be able to run the ball into that look.
First series they did, though.
That's right.
They got out on the perimeter in that first series and moved the ball.
Yeah, did.
You know, so where are we going to go now?
They're at 255 rushing a game.
Right.
And they're at 73. So
Something's got to give.
Right.
now
Back to going. You're up.
how they feel about their matchup with Georgia's front guys on defense, I'm not sure. But to me, they've got to get back to that. You've got to get them out of two safeties if they're going to throw the ball down the field, unless they're going to play action and run down the middle of the field.
Well, you know, the comment, we were talking earlier that Kirby had gone in and talked to Chaney and said, here's what he's going to try to do. It might have happened the other way.
Yeah.
Nick may have gone in and given Daboll a lecture, and he's overreacted to all the things Nick told him Kirby's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now you better focus on what you want to do, not what you think that defense is going to do.
And what your players do well. They got you to this game.
Don't forget those two big penalties, too. The field goal, taking points off the board, and the late hit on the quarterback gave him a touchdown. So
Allowed them to get in the wildcat,
that's
wild
right.
dog,
Yeah,
whatever.
two
That allowed them to get into that formation.
Big series.
More than likely another touchback here. You know, a lot of games have been won with
Bring it out. Wow.
That's a big risk.
So you lost 3.
Yep.
-3. Lucky to get that.
How do they do that at Northwestern? In the end zone.
They take a knee.
You're going to take the 25.
I'm going to take the 25.
Y'all catch it, Coach, or you let it?
We're going to the we don't even catch it.
But how big? Let's see
I'm going to the 25.
What's the number one average in the country? 28?
Yeah.
Something like
if
that.
they're all
around
touchbacks,
there?
you can be in the top 15.
Right, exactly.
That's 25-yard line every time for us.
Or out.
As this is Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback is jumping in the football
See, they're spread out here.
They got a backup quarterback.
Look at this.
Ghost Gundy. Right here.
Wow. With the true freshman.
Wow.
But they're playing well. They're inside. They got
We're
in
going to
there.
go run the quarterback. That
was the same play that we drew. The same play that Nico ran.
Georgia scored on.
Georgia scored on.
Out of Wildcat.
Yep.
There's a
Split zone.
slip. There's a slip. There's a
Yep,
fake.
there it is. That's the exact same play.
Exact
Right.
same play.
Look at
Well,
Raekwon.
they trying to crack, too.
Look at Raekwon.
Yep.
On one of that, they cracked left the corner.
Could be a crack and go later, right?
Yep, something off that.
I said that earlier.
Sure. Late clap.
Guys, if we can get our side monitors working with program, that'd be great.
Well, he can throw the football. I've seen him in person.
Got a manageable
He
third
can
down.
throw the football, but again, that's not much gain
Thank you.
for the risk involved right there.
Again, I'm going back to the numbers in the box. Allow them to run the ball.
Really happy feet in that pocket.
Is it third? It's 3rd and 4.
Now here's a true freshman quarterback without much experience.
Heck, double.
And here we go.
double
We're going to
shoot.
come right in his face with the best linebacker in the country.
And this
Great call. Great defensive call. Well, you'll take that. I'll take that. That's a win.
Now, wouldn't you
And
come
an
after this guy?
Alabama
That's
only-
a great call.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
53 attempts on the year.
Always had. Notice with that, they dropped the defensive end out. So they got 2 linemen on 1 DN, and they got the tailback matched up. Really good defensive call.
They come to the over route right here.
Ball-
Same play they
ball
ran
security.
earlier in the game in 3rd
Bigger
and 4.
issue, long-term ball security in the
this
pocket.
Young quarterback, and where that ball is, it's just asking for it to get.
7
He's not very tall, guys, either. He can't see. He's not seeing much right there. The guy in his face that quick. Poor ball security. People covered.
Great series by Georgia's defense. They just made a statement.
And now we got an offensive lineman down. The first series, 3 and out.
That's Jonah Wood. That's their best offensive lineman. He struggled
tackle
tonight, though.
That's their left tackle, right?
Yep, right here.
Yep. It's rolled up at the end of this thing.
Well, somebody came in there and got him late.
At the end. Yeah,
Oh!
right there. Yep.
Thank goodness for that knee brace.
Goodness.
May have been an ankle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's grabbing his knee.
Three, better be careful. Three's going to take control of the game.
There's some intent going on
Right.
on that
I mean,
Georgia sideline.
he's starting
17
to
Georgia
feel it a little
starters.
bit.
There's some passion.
Real quick, while we're seeing this injury come off the field, guys, what do you think about this move by Alabama to throw the true freshman in there?
I was shocked.
You shocked?
Yeah, I don't know, who made that decision. I don't think it'll be final. I don't think Hurts is through for the day.
Unless he's injured.
Unless he's injured.
We knew there was going to be a response from Alabama. I didn't think I would have never anticipated them pulling a quarterback. So if he's hurt, that's one thing. But
Here we are doubling the gunners again. Pro-style punt that Alabama uses is not
light in the box for a fake.
Not as
That's why they're
hard
checking out of
to,
it.
to cover.
Who's offsides? Is he offsides?
Block corner.
He's offsides.
Yeah.
Corner was offsides.
Yep.
Got a first down.
I'm not sure
I think they moved.
I thought the right
Blocked it.
tackle
We're
moved.
looking at it. I couldn't see that he blocked it.
They're going to keep it on.
He was
Run
offside.
it back a little bit. Oh! I thought the right tackle moved. Him?
The wing did.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, they all did. 3 of them did.
That blows it dead there.
Yep.
But they called offsides. What did they call? Offsides. They didn't call it on Alabama.
Replay 4th down.
You're kidding.
Look like 34 move.
They had a noise issue.
He
right?
wasn't
He wasn't offsides, was he?
No.
He was not offsides.
Momentum is all on the dog side right now.
Yeah.
Sideline.
Quick snapped it there.
Hear that stadium rocking?
Oh,
Nice.
Cushion.
got action here.
That cushion.
Good North. Oh, boy.
He's gone.
Oh,
great
what a
hit.
big play.
Wow.
What a open field play.
17. Yeah.
Well, the reason that NFL teams use this type of protection is that they only have 2 gunners because only 2 can go downfield. Collegiately, that's not the case, so it is unusual for teams to use this punt style.
Traditional punt, yeah.
Yep.
So if you don't have 3 gunners or you don't spread the field a little bit more, you're limited in coverage, and we're seeing Georgia take advantage of that, in my opinion.
We go back to was he really offsides on the punt block?
Get that punt block back up,
I don't
please.
think he
I don't
was.
think he
I
was.
don't think it was.
But was he blocked by the gunner? And the only thing you saw.
We'll have it
was
up in a
the-
second, guys.
Yeah,
We all know that Alabama
There it
absolutely
is.
moved.
Right. That's why I didn't know if 34
there
moved
was,
before.
on the replay they had showed from the side.
34, 42, and 17 all flinch. You're going to see it right here.
Is this the last punt?
I think this is the one that was punted.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, this is the last
No, this
no,
is
this
the
is
block.
it. This
This
is
is
it.
because
Keep it right there,
Alabama
yep.
checked.
They checked. They brought the block.
Yeah. Georgia checked to the block.
right there. Yeah.
The ball's a yard off that line now.
Watch these guys right here.
Side, it looked like he was.
I don't think he was when the ball was snapped.
Go look at it. You want to go 22? Here we go. No, he's not.
He's behind the black when
Close,
the ball
isn't he?
snapped.
Mm-hmm. He's beyond the black, isn't he?
Yeah, the ball's out right there.
Yeah.
But 34 is moving before he's across the
Sure,
line.
yeah.
That's
The proper call would have been to stop the play, blow it dead.
Dead.
Yep.
So they're really not losing the block punt.
I'm so sure 47 wouldn't have blocked it as well.
I think the get off is slow.
Yeah. Look at that sideline, though.
Yep.
I mean, the momentum is definitely on Georgia's side. I mean, this is critical series for Alabama's defense here. They've got to get a stop.
So, real guys, from your perspective, now that Alabama has made this choice, I'm going to go back to the quarterback for a moment. This is a big deal. So they've made this choice. It doesn't go well. They're 3 and out. Where do you go from here offensively?
Well, you go
Are you
back,
stuck staying with him, or do you go back to 2? I mean,
you go back to Hurts, unless
choice.
he's injured. You know, that's what we don't.
Yeah, he didn't look injured on the side. Look like he's just standing there.
Nothing on the broadcast that says he was injured. Okay.
And I think you see Jalen Hurts back.
All right, we got another side look at this block punt. We're going to cue it up here for you. Just 1 second.
We made the decision to change the quarterback. That would also determine whether or not the quarterback's going in.
Yeah.
It was the head coach. We're going to stay with the 2.
And that should have been a legal procedure penalty.
Yeah. They wouldn't have had the block anyways, right?
Right.
Blown it down, a legal procedure.
Well, we hadn't been at practice as Hurts got a sore arm. His shoulder bothering him.
Right.
You know, we don't know. It may not be an obvious injury.
Yeah, they're a man short in the running game.
Yep. Outside zone with the.
Great play by Ronnie, the safety.
Might have had the slants backside. They don't overplay it that way. So number 4 there in the slot.
Trying to crack the inside backer, but no. They're basically.
We got the same problem we had earlier. The wideout doesn't block.
Mike said we're
a man
really good
going
job.
uphill.
Really
And
good
they're
job.
working to the backer, and then the tight ends blocking the backer they're working to. They messed.
Hardest part in spread, right?
Yeah, no
get
question.
an edge set on you. You don't have a tight end or a fullback. You guys go up and field and set an edge.
Right now they're
It's
going
not
to
quite as fun.
Here we come from the field.
Field with it.
They're in trouble. He gets out of it. It's Swift.
Not for long.
Yep. All right, 3rd and 20.
Run the ball.
Last time that went pretty well.
Yeah.
Bring Michael in the game.
And this is huge by Alabama's defense. All the momentum's on Georgia's side. Everything they got, and then for Alabama to come out
and field position.
and I mean to have a chance to come out and get a big time 3 and out. This is a heck of a job by Alabama's defense.
The response they needed.
Yep.
They needed this. Got to get off the field here.
Face mask.
They're going to run a screen or a draw, right?
That's what you would think.
We're going to drop 8.
Let's see who's in the
3rd and
backfield back there.
Or they might just turn around and hand it to him again. Third and long.
That's 7. That's the freshman.
That's coaching right there, Tommy. That's coaching.
There it is. It worked 2 out of the last 3 times.
Good job by Alabama.
That's right.
As good as you got.
Big
series.
series.
Yeah.
Gave him life again.
See these kids running off the field now?
Got a little bounce.
Yep.
Just tell them not to change direction.
Interesting to see what happens at the left tackle spot with Alabama too. If Jonah comes back or they have to sub, they're already down. They're starting right guard, Lester Cotton.
That's probably the other thing that gets lost in this discussion is how many games these kids have played.
Yeah.
And the battles and the injury attrition. Here they came with 10
Coming
out.
after them.
Coming after them.
Line drive.
Big play.
Don't do it.
They didn't call
Got
it.
away with it. Oof.
That's 2 starting linemen that are down for Alabama, right?
Yep.
Cotton and Jonah Williams.
Face mask.
What we got?
Didn't call it.
Well,
So who came out? Hurts back in.
Hurts.
Hurts is back.
who's the left tackle?
Well, when we get to the sky, we'll take it out. Look at. Oh, nope.
No.
It's still in
13.
there.
Nope.
13, true freshman. So now he's all. What are we running? What's the protection? Uh-oh.
We got 7. He's a left tackle. Who is he?
Leatherwood.
Freshman.
Leatherwood freshman.
That's a true freshman.
He's a good player.
Yep. But he's a freshman.
Yep.
He is a good player, though.
And early in the game, 73 was struggling.
Yeah.
Their best lineman was struggling in pass protection.
Where is Hurts?
Well, the
He's
question-
standing right there on the sideline
he's-
with his helmet on. Oh,
Rolled up.
So Smith got 2 for 1 right there. A sack and a left tackle.
Yep.
Both tackles for Alabama are backups are freshmen.
Yes.
I believe that freshman was in spring practice.
He was, Coach. Yes, you're correct.
'Cause I saw him.
Play action off the power.
Coach, got it, Coach. Oh,
good shot. Just put you behind the chains now.
He got to take. That's running offense. Like Coach Coach
Invert the safety to the weak side, right? Play action.
This single high and the single high safety's not.
Cover zero.
There was zero.
Yeah, there's zero.
So a little more air, and take him across the field. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
no safety
that's
backside.
open for a touchdown. That's easy.
Hold up there and let him go make
That's
a play.
inexperience right there at quarterback.
And throw it now.
I think you're opening it up right here.
There you go.
Good pickup.
Cross country route.
Yep. Great job by the corner coming off. They passed it off.
They don't get it here. That's
Flag. Great job passing it off to the low hole player.
Really good.
No, they switched.
They switched.
Yeah, switched. 24 and 14.
What's the flag in here about?
First down.
First down, something.
I don't see the holder.
What was the flag? Face mask?
Now back here.
Hands to the
Must have been
face?
hands to the face or something.
Take a look at it real quick. You gonna call on Scarborough?
So it's 3rd and 7. So
Maybe they picked it up.
they didn't call anything. I don't think, did they?
Must have picked it up.
We're back to 3rd and 7 playing game.
We're going to check to the run here.
2 straight passes.
Yep.
Nope. 3. It'll help him.
Good pick up on the twist.
They can't get open.
Run,
They can't separate.
That's where Hurts would have hurt you.
This guy's not behind. What a play.
Get vertical. Get up the
Get
field.
up.
He got it. Wow.
What a play.
Wow.
Mark that one down, right?
Yep.
That could be a big play if they drive here and score.
Yeah.
Momentum.
I'm just surprised Alabama's receivers can't separate.
Playing too high. Basically playing man under
They're
right
playing
there.
2 man.
2 man right
And
there.
the quarterback scramble is effective.
Now you got safety coming down here.
We got the RPO.
There you go.
Got
And
it.
behind it.
There you go.
Behind the safety.
Just behind the conflict player.
Obviously, they have more confidence in this guy.
Yes.
They get 24 coming down, and Lucas slant in right behind him.
That could level window too.
Great finish.
Great finish.
A little tempo.
Just 5 straight throws.
We'll bubble into the boundary.
RPO and
Yep.
First time he said since the first drive of the game, didn't have a little bit of rhythm.
Tempo's rolling.
let's see if Georgia defends.
They're right up on the ball. They're trying to
shot
go
on
fast
2nd
here.
and 1, right?
Yeah, they are going fast.
Yep, as soon as they spot it, they're down on it.
I'm hard calling them and throwing the ball down here to the guy at the bottom.
Right here.
Down here.
Another RPO.
Tight end's a little wider.
There it is.
Down here.
Yep. Hour with the RPO seam.
Now they got some rhythm.
If they don't get the edge pressure block right here, it's a heck of a job by that quarterback.
Get it out.
In there, man, that's a
Beating the pressure with the ball.
because they're running power here. They're not blocking 24. He stands in there and takes it.
Do you think that guy's downfield right there? He's right in
No,
there.
it's not.
I didn't even bring that up.
The defensive guy.
All the Big 12 guys say no.
He's not even close.
The answer is no.
Got him. Touchdown. What a drive by this kid.
Yep. Really good job by the O-line, too. 5 on 5, good protection.
Rewind it back.
Well,
what did they?
So they're throwing the ball and they're playing. And now they got him in run. Now they're throwing the ball.
Well, did you see an energy surge at receiver?
Good point, coach.
Look at that
They-
5
They
on-1
practice
blocks
with
right
these
there.
guys.
Yeah.
There's an energy surge by the Alabama team.
Got to give
base by
credit
the
to that
guy.
freshman left tackle right there, coming in, winning a
like it.
one-on-one right there.
No doubt.
That's a
protection.
big-time job.
Yeah, look at
That's
this
a really
matchup.
good
That's
player.
really, really good.
He was there. I remember just how large and athletic he was.
So there's probably 6 RPOs, I'm guessing, on that drive. How many plays was that? 10? And remember what he did on
Third
the third.
7. Third 7.
Remember what he did on the 3rd and long.
You left during halftime for a little while. I think you went and used the phone and said, here's a few RPOs. Y'all need to run. That looked a little bit like
I'm excited now.
Yeah, right. Here comes the Big 12. Here we go. We're excited. We're throwing.
I'm into it.
Here's that third down, guys.
Right, that's what we said mark
the
down,
big
right?
play you said to mark down, right, Coach?
Playing 2 man, scrambling
2 man.
quarterback.
So 2 man against a scrambler, you should probably have a spy on him.
They do. There he is.
There he
They got
is.
2
There
of
he
them.
is.
They got
They got the best spy in the country,
Roquan.
but look at the change of field here.
We just missed that.
That's just poor tact.
Backyard football.
It's
Ball,
also
there's a ball
strength,
security again. It might
Yep.
come out.
It could come out down the road here.
body strength. That's
Then they
core.
come back and they go an RPO the next play. And they throw
tempo.
and they tempo screen.
Tempo.
And then another RPO.
And what this does now is this puts a little pressure on the play caller from Georgia. Because now you can't relax as much. Right.
It's a different game.
You got to go score.
It was a touchdown pass, guys.
The interesting part.
What they're doing, they're reading it like up top. He's got inside leverage. He pivoted back out. And then he beats him, so he goes ahead and runs the dig down here. So basically, he picks a side, best look side, and works basically the back line, depending on what the number one receiver does.
You're talking about this outside leverage here. So now
No. He's working.
No. I'm saying why he didn't go up there. So he comes down here. Now he's got this singled.
But if this guy doesn't stack 14 right here, Malcolm Parrish, if he doesn't stack him, he's going to break back out like the guy does up top.
Good job by the tailback getting out, too, and holding that linebacker just enough where they can get it behind
So they can get a window in behind
get that
it.
window. So good job by the tailback getting out so he can get it, so he's got to come respect it.
Holds that linebacker.
That's exactly
Look at
right.
the pocket.
Yep.
He's got all day to
Yeah,
throw
they
the
rushed
shot.
5, too, and picked it.
Yep.
Like y'all said, the true freshman.
So that takes a while for that thing to get in there, too. So that's
Basically,
good.
they're in Bear and playing 0 with 2 rats.
5 1-on-1.
2 low hole players.
Well, we did answer our question, too. My question at halftime was what the philosophy was going to be in the second half.
Well, nobody guessed
They
this.
changed quarterbacks. Right?
Nobody gets that one.
Changed quarterbacks.
That's why we're here.
Picked up, there's no doubt. Picked up the tempo, right? And threw it every snap down the field. Even though it was
Took a call
RPO.
from Mike Gundy.
Yeah, that's right.
He did kind of sneak away, Coach Cut. You're right.
It's going to be interesting, though, now to see how Georgia handles this. But so if you're Alabama, you're saying, I'm running the same plays.
Yep.
Just run the same plays until they stop it.
Yep, because he's, the quarterback was accurate, right? He beat blitzes, right? Corner crash, the whole bit. They had him, but he stood in there and threw strikes. So everybody's got to feel good about moving forward.
They ran their offense.
Yes.
So
that's
that's all he knows is their base
That's
offense.
right.
So it forced them to go back and just run their offense.
Went back to third downs again. When Georgia was converting third downs, they got points. Then Alabama scrambles out. They get a third down conversion.
That's equal to that 3rd and 20.
That's right.
4 of the 6 I'm guessing 6 RPOs. 4 of them were pretty uncontested throws.
That's right.
And the O-line protected better because you're run blocking and throwing the ball. So we're not sitting back and allowing these guys to get up the field and rush our quarterback.
Now, the other question, too, is now after that series, does Georgia go back to more too high, right, against the RPO looks and give Alabama a chance to run the ball?
That was interesting. I was shocked that they played more single high on
That's
that
exactly
drive
right.
than they did entire game.
And that's why the quarterback was successful.
Wow.
This is what happened in the Clemson game. They were tackling Clemson on every kickoff inside the 10-yard line.
Was that ball in the end zone? I didn't see it.
It was.
About 2 yards deep.
Barely.
Ball's on the 7. You hold them right here to 3 and out, you're going to get the ball at midfield. And a chance to take the lead.
It was a corner kick about 2 or 3 deep.
Take it there.
It was a tough catch. He caught it going sideways, not forward. Everything was
There's Hurts running out there.
That's impressive.
Really good placement by the kicker,
Yes.
too. They had everything shifted over that way, and they kicked it on the left side of the end zone.
Their team speed shows in kickoff coverage. Now we're back to that same huge series again where Georgia did convert.
Yes, sir.
Here they come down.
They ran it twice and then
Defending
threw
the
it
run.
on third
RPO.
down.
They
That's what they
RPO.
ran early in the game. What a catch, my God.
Huge play there.
That's a great play.
So he sees the safety come down, right? Holds it out. Has a double end cut.
Yep.
Another good play call. Play caller right there. Chaney's
doing a heck of a job.
Having a great game.
Great throw.
You're going to glance to glance. You look over, we're going to look over.
Look.
You check your check.
So they stayed in there.
run, double high.
Hammer.
Corner, good. That's
Really nice job.
Huge play right
It's
there.
kind of been the biggest thing with the run defense for Alabama has been when they've been able to use trap or pressure with the corner.
Anytime it's 3-by-1, corner hammer's tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just get the extra fit player.
And
Safety
you
doesn't-
can disguise it in the boundary over there.
Yep.
Alabama
On the
does a
hash,
great
into the
job.
boundary.
Yes.
And there's
Look
not a
too
lot
deep.
the quarterback can do. There's not a lot of space to work. People say, well, you get on chalkboard and we say throw it over here. Well, that's not that easy.
Kind of low risk, high reward.
No, that's right.
Second and 18.
Invited them to call run with a double high safety.
Hand it off.
That's well blocked.
On the 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11. Got 7.
They're not
That's
in
well
their bear, they're not
blocked.
in their bear defenses.
Oh,
They're not in double eagle.
They're
That's why
playing
they're
4
looking to
over
move
3
it.
over here.
They're looking to move the double team on the 3
Yep.
technique.
This allows them to get two double
Two double
teams at the
teams,
point
exactly.
of attack.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So once you can do that, you don't have that zero nose.
And you're able to get
and
movement.
run the football.
Yeah, because the center doesn't have to come back off on that linebacker. He can just
I like
keep
the
pushing.
tight end's cutoff block, too.
Nice.
Pressure doesn't
Tackle
get there.
just-
That's
There's the guy right
open,
there.
and that is a
Wow.
great throw.
That's
Stayed
an
in
answer.
bounds.
That's an answer.
He didn't
3rd and
tackle.
11, guys.
Mismatch.
Third
Coach
down.
Selman, did you see who that was against?
Yes.
Tony Brown.
Tony Brown.
So now they're saying
what's
something's
happened?
coming back.
Did he step out of bounds?
I was saying.
He's something.
Something.
There's a flag.
There is a flag.
That was what he missed. They threw the pick on early in the game, right? When they threw the inside fade to
Yeah.
the number 2 receiver.
Sideline warning?
Sideline interference penalty
Sideline
against
interference.
Georgia.
Wow.
It's enforced as a dead ball foul. The
Are you
touchdown
kidding me
is
on
good.
that
Kirby
play?
said, how can you do that in this game?
15 yards on the
Touchdown.
kickoff.
Well, he just found out it was a touchdown.
Yeah, he goes over.
Then you calm down a little bit.
So it's bad, but it's not that bad.
All right, go for 2 now.
I say
If somebody
take the
ran
points.
into an official or got in an official's way on a long
Let's see the play.
So the official ran, and that is a foul. Anytime the official runs into somebody in the white area,
White's the officials.
belongs
Which
to
as you
them.
said, Pat, was a point of emphasis this year.
Yep.
It's been called more this year than
Ever.
any other year.
Ever.
So now you're going to see Georgia go back to playing 2 safeties, and if they're going to RPO us, you're going to run it.
That's right.
That's my guess.
Touchdown.
That's exactly
Is
right.
under
Wrong a
further
lot in my
review.
life, but that's be my guess.
They're reviewing it. Can we, let's
They're
watch the
reviewing it.
play.
2 touchdowns for that youngster.
Ooh, go back.
Well, he's
Go back.
out because he kicked the defender when the defender was on the white.
Right there,
I-
the shoe's out too.
See, he's on the white, and I think he kicked the defender. A little bit more back, maybe not.
If they want to call that one back, they
Right
can.
there.
See right there,
Did his toe hit in that white?
well, but if he
Prior to
touches the
kicking him?
defender and the defender's laying out of bounds,
And he's out.
I think he's out. Is he in?
Watch his right
there's a heel.
toe.
Look on this screen over there, Coach.
Did he heal?
Okay.
Can't tell there.
Can we see the play? How they scored? On the, was it
Inside fade by number 2.
two? But they were in 3-by-1, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
held the midfield.
The ruling on the
think
field
they were-
stands as called. It's a
They
touchdown.
were on the field stand. They did not reverse.
Yeah, versus Tony Brown.
That's a mismatch.
I'd like to see the wide angle.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I was watching that.
Yeah, they were just they rotated
Mhm.
to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really not man free. That's really zero.
Zero. He's not
That's
high enough.
inside technique, zero. He's moving away from that area. I mean, that's just zero coverage without pressure that's going to get there. That's all it is.
Yeah, see 29 jumped on him. Safety rotated in the middle. But you know what's interesting is you would think that number 2 would be playing outside in.
He should be.
Yep.
Should be.
And
playing to his help.
Trying to
But I'm
follow
saying
it to
he's
the
playing
post.
zero
right.
technique.
Great job of Meek Hardeman setting the
He
guy
should be
down
on the
in
other
there,
side.
too.
Correct.
Good job.
It's really not. He's
Attack,
not
yeah.
playing cover one.
Almost like a little mini tech. We call it that.
Yeah,
And if you're going to play that,
Quarter
that
minute
safety
drive,
should have
versus
stayed
spread,
on that
yeah.
side of the field.
Keep the weak side safety, like half two over there.
You know, it's interesting. They called guys. I want to get your sense of this because they called the sideline interference, but watch how far into the sideline the official is. Look where he's running.
One more time.
Where is it?
Which one is it? Is
I don't see any
the line
interference.
watch the guy in the line of scrimmage.
Yep. The
guy in the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Well,
No, that's what I mean. It's the guy in the line of
He
scrimmage.
gets bumped. He bumped somebody
The guy
right
to
there.
the far
it's the
right.
guy back here to the
far
right,
right.
is who.
Yeah, that one right there. At some point, he
Those
got hit.
guys are in the way, but that's nitpicky right there, guys.
That's so far behind the play. It had nothing to do with the guy's ability to call the play,
That's
right?
nitpicky.
Yeah.
We should have somebody in the back look up if there's a player out of bounds and you're in bounds and you have the ball and you touch that guy and he's out of bounds.
They're kicking off from the 15 right here.
Are you in bounds or are you out of bounds?
That's a great kickoff, hang time wise.
And
That's
team
great.
speed to boot.
Great
Wow.
coverage.
Great coverage.
What do you think? Game of inches?
Less than that.
Less than that right there.
Game of centimeters?
So they called
Whoever
him out.
sewed that field together
Yeah, right?
Right. The Georgia
that came
grab.
into play
Yeah.
right there.
But if they called him out of bounds, it would have stood and he would have been out of bounds. That was not indisputable. I was
What an
impressed.
answer. Third
I
and
was
11.
impressed the last series.
Third down, man. That's
By
what
Hurts,
long.
Hurts coming out, and the first guy celebrating with the quarterback.
Yep.
That's impressive by that young man.
Well, here's your answer again.
Georgia's playing run.
Back into a single high. Wing
Screen.
pump.
Over.
Cross country again.
You gotta be careful,
kid.
He make that catch.
I said a touchdown.
He tried to throw it on the line.
Didn't get in. He was stepping up, moving, didn't like he got
Had a little
anything.
pressure the right
Going
time.
off.
He didn't. He just didn't get much into it. Really good protection, though. Ball just didn't come off his hand good, I believe. Had to overthrow it.
They're blocking.
They're blocking, you're
They're
right.
blocking.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
Critical
goodness.
The receivers, all three were blocking.
Some missed assignment there.
Quarterback thinks it's
Pass.
pass.
O-line's
I'm not
trying to
sure
run
the
play.
back knew what was going on. The back maybe thought he was going to go in motion.
Everybody down here. This guy
Everybody.
down here was blocking.
That's what the X
All
was too, the
receivers
singles.
blocking.
Watch the backs pass.
It's going to be
start
the
with.
speed sweep.
Sideline warning.
or the
Assessed
O-line.
against Georgia. That's their first. There's no.
Can
You
back
get
one more
another
time?
sideline warning?
Yeah, they got a warning this time.
Yep, they got him.
Yeah, everybody's playing. for
Everybody's
the
blocking.
Like the O-line's
Everybody's blocking.
outside zone left.
Miscommunication. Yeah.
It is.
But again,
isn't it?
here's a freshman quarterback. Live to play another play. Throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just put it in the front
Good,
row.
great point, coach.
Just throw it away. We're okay.
And they're not even looking.
Let's not compound the problem.
I mean, look at the
What
confusion.
are the wideouts doing, guys?
Wait,
There's-
so
there's
let's go
all-
back. This is a complete miscommunication.
Yeah.
All the
They're
wideouts are
blocking
blocking.
another play.
Go
I don't
back.
think 34
No.
knew. I think, see, 34 is waiting.
4 does it,
He was
34
waiting
doesn't
to go
know.
in motion
Or get the inside.
or get the inside.
And then take it all the way
And,
back. Look at the right guard and right tackle.
So it's
Right.
quarterback
So this
is on a different
I mean,
page
who knows
than
what's going on
everybody.
here?
Yeah, look at these two
Right?
guys
It's
here.
communication.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Coach Fitzgerald said, "It's a don't." As Martin
This-
Rick always said, "Don't turn a bad play into catastrophe. Throw it away.
Throw it away.
10 rows high.
Throw it away."
Yep.
Another sideline warning. It ain't gonna be a warning.
No, it's a penalty this time.
15-yarder, right?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Why do they get 2 back-to-back warnings?
They didn't. They got
They did. They got
penalized
a
for
penalty
contact.
first.
Oh, they got penalized for
They never.
contact. Got it.
That didn't count as their warning, I guess.
Jeez.
So they did a warning on this one.
Yeah.
Well, they may have been talking to him the whole game, guys. They're pretty aggressive on the sideline.
Well, that's one thing too that I don't know a lot of our fans know, but they switch. The side officials switch at
At
halftime.
Halftime,
Yep.
the opposite side, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't call it on Coach when he ran out on the field
No,
though,
I know.
when they were on
I
that
know.
side.
I know.
So I don't think a penalty occurred here, though. Did it?
They gave him a warning. That's what-
Interesting. They called interference on the first one. This was just a warning. I don't know if Alabama even wins if they hold them to a field goal here. I think they I mean, they need a turnover. Need to.
How much time's left in the third? Still the third.
Yeah, I really don't see this as an easy way out.
So this is where kicking the
I think
extra
6:32 left in the third.
kicking the extra points instead of going for 2. Now a field goal makes it even that's why you take the points on those extra points.
No doubt.
Yeah, what you're saying is are they built? You know, if Georgia says we're going to play 2 guys at safety, are we built to come back if we're down 3 scores?
That's right.
I'm not sure. This is a huge
Yeah, it's a big Alabama
possession
defense.
right here. That's a concerned look right there.
He said everybody's blocking.
That's an interesting thing, wasn't it?
That shot, yeah.
Spread them out and run the ball.
I'd run it.
Oh, he's going to tack him.
Max protection.
No, picked off. Oh, my gosh, what a play.
There's
what you said.
There's the turnover.
Oh, that's huge. Play action
That's why
pass
I
on
said
first
I
and
would
10.
run it.
I was for. Of course, we all are now, but I'm for spreading out and running it at that point.
They spread them out, 5 one-on-ones. You see the
94
94 beats the
again.
nose again.
Oh.
So this is the 18th interception of the year for them.
Oh. That kid right there is about 6'7" as well.
6'7". Look at Pruitt. He's saying, watch the guy behind you. Don't get stripped. Well, went from plus 40 to Georgia to plus.
How about
40.
that?
Mark that one down.
Be interesting if you see they went
No,
back
young
to
13 staying in. See what the
Based
young
on
pup's
his
made
body
of.
language to Coach Saban right there,
Yeah.
that's an interesting trust
Been running
relationship.
power with RPOs over here in this formation.
Here's your-
come back to
Laying too high.
Got to run it.
Still throwing it.
Roll.
Run it, son. Here you go.
Yeah, his
Check
ball
the ball.
security is
Yes.
suspect.
Yes.
At best, right now. That ball's everywhere.
He's
But
playing,
he's making
Georgia's playing
plays.
too high. They don't go let him hand the ball off. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
How
Just
many
keep-
yards do Alabama's backs have in this game?
The
It's
quarterback's
almost
got all the
none.
rush yards.
Yes. It's
tackle
been
trap,
basically,
yeah. Really
that's
good
as
run
good a
there.
run maybe as
Great
the
run.
backs had.
6 yards, 34.
They have their backs
Is that power, Matt?
Tackle,
Tackle.
It's like tackle trap,
Tackle
dart.
trap, dart play.
at halftime. The leading rusher as running back had 12 yards.
Now you
Now
catch
he's
them
going
coming
single
here.
high.
Now go after him up top.
Packs have 27 yards total, guys.
The backs.
Just the backs. Yep, 27 yards.
See his
That's not going to win the
Safety
game
With the rotation.
for Alabama.
Left tackle got beat pretty quick, too,
Yeah.
here.
And Mike brings up a good point here. This is inexperience. Look at the middle of the field, the safety rotation from our left to right. That should have took his eyes down here.
Yeah, 1-on-1 today.
The one-on-one.
Is that Ridley at the X? I wonder if that's Ridley.
But that's inexperience.
70 got his head down just a little bit on the punch, and got
He's looking there the whole time.
Reached a little bit, didn't he?
All right, they're playing too high.
Same thing.
Oh, three, jailbreak.
Oh, no.
interesting third down. You see him subbing, getting into the
5
dime
people
package.
coming in the game on third down defensively for Georgia.
Got a chance here. He gives him a good ball.
What do you think? 2 downs here, or you think they kick the field goal?
We
You
got
want to
6
tell
minutes.
because you want to tell your coordinator before
Right.
third down. You know,
You know, the field goal kicker wasn't very good early.
right? So
Now,
that's what-
I believe right now, with the way this game's gone, you need 2 downs right
Because
here.
if that's the case, you probably run it here if you got 2 downs.
See what the safeties
He's gonna
do
break
here.
5 and play too high.
They're rotating down. Take a throw up top.
Right off sides.
Uh-oh.
Inside screen.
They're too cute.
Good effort by that backside.
Too cute.
Good effort by that backside.
Hey, you got the
defensive
numbers
end.
in the box.
Really,
Just do what Georgia was doing to you. Got him in pass.
Right here.
Let's go run the ball.
Really good effort by 15 coming off the edge. Watch the hustle. Really good effort.
Well, I'm not sure there's not confusion there. You got the running back running into the guy who's catching the screen, and now you're desperately trying to get points.
Huge stop from Georgia. Huge stop.
Big
stop. Yep. Big stop.
Well, that didn't change this game much.
Turnover to turnover.
To win it, you still need 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of time left.
I think they needed a moral victory. And that's about all that field goal was right there.
At least they stopped momentum in the crowd.
I would be encouraged because of all the one high I saw. If I was down 2 scores, and I was in one high and had a chance to throw it out there.
Here's that 3rd down stop right there. And
That's what Georgia did. They got one high, had the big play.
That's right.
Coach Fitzgerald, what you guys are talking about when you're sitting, they're saying 2 high here.
Yep.
All right, and then look at the numbers in the box, right? I mean, that's what you're talking about.
They actually invert the guy down.
Yeah, no, they do. They end up rotating. But initially,
Yeah.
the initial look, you guys keep saying run the ball.
But
Now
going
throw
back
it.
to what Matt's, if we're playing 4 downs to go score a touchdown, they were playing for first down field goal.
Let this play run and see what they
And ended up slanting into Bear. They started out with 2 5s, but they brought
Back didn't
double edge
get out,
pressure and ended up getting into Bear with a twist.
Well, a jailbreak.
I would suggest if it goes in the
Green.
end zone, take a knee. There you go.
Another really good.
There's no reason to catch that ball. Right. It's a dead ball when it lands in the end zone.
Now we got another penalty.
We've had one roughing penalty. If this is against Alabama, if this is a
After the play was
15-yard
over,
unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 48 on Alabama. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that's number 48's first unsportsmanlike foul of the game.
Ty Brown.
First down.
So we're at the 40-yard line now.
Can't have it. You got to stay disciplined.
Composure.
Oh, it should be maybe
Oh,
ejected.
man.
That's a punch.
Now that's an ejection.
Could be.
Lost his composure.
Smart job by 84 walking away.
Composure.
What happened right there? He's going after somebody.
Back to unbalanced.
48. Did you see that?
Somebody said something to him. He wanted to continue to fight. huh?
With the arc.
Great
Now,
movement.
so now that defensive end's probably not squeezing quite as hard. Left a little space in there.
Just take a look at this real quick. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. Right here. Trying to look for this here on the sideline. Look at this. Whoa.
It's a coach.
Jeez.
That's a huge composure.
Lost his play there.
It's not a very good
Defense is
look on
responding.
the sideline.
No, defense is responding though. Control what we can control. Let's go get a stop.
3rd down, they just subbed.
6.
All right. Georgia 7. They're over 50%.
3rd down has been a huge deal in this game.
We're going to go 2-3 techniques with 30 up.
Try to get 94 and
Try to
one-on-one.
Yep. Trying to get
Get him on the edge of that right guard.
Playing man under.
Punch.
This way, the center.
Well,
Inside,
back
inside
protect.
twist.
Playing base.
Got it again.
Wow.
Accurate throwing.
Great
Against,
protection.
Good
Great-
route running. Great protection.
Great sell.
When you can run that depth down that hash and still hit an out-breaking route, that's great protection. That corner's convinced it was going to be vertical.
Well, they played coverage, right? They only brought 4.
Yep.
yeah, and story of the game's 3rd downs.
Yep.
No doubt.
That's it.
Got numbers to run the
I
ball.
don't think anybody's
Oh,
had
here
a
they
3rd
come.
and short.
Pressure.
Either team. Got back.
Nice cut.
Now you're looking at some mental and physical fatigue.
Yeah, they're wearing them down.
Some mental fatigue.
Yeah,
Well, to your point, Coach, the composure on the sideline as well for a team it's uncharacteristic.
And that is they're aware of it on that field too. They're aware of what happened, and you just kicked the field goal, got a little momentum
got a
yourself.
stack here, receiver. That means something. Motion.
He pulled it. Great play by the backer.
Uh-oh.
Squeeze and scrape.
I'm gonna tell you, this kind of extracurricular activity is gonna catch up with them. We're seeing now what I would call frustration.
Same play they scored on before half.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Different.
Wrong athlete.
Different type of guy running to the
Different
corner.
guy with the
Really
ball.
good job. Really good job of the linebacker seeing split flow, letting him pull him out, and the lineman couldn't get to him before he fell. We call it falling back.
Guys, a little surprised that this wasn't addressed with
Yeah, I think it should have been.
Yeah, that right there.
But that's frustration setting in at this point. The first time we've seen it.
There's still a lot of football to be played.
A lot of all right, Coach. Display.
3rd and 6, 5-man box. Under
Get pressure.
coverage again.
What a nice play.
Kind of a no man's land here.
Yep.
Take the delay.
Take the delay.
Or
If we're
go
going to
for
punt
it. Or go, I mean.
Boy, he has thrown some accurate balls.
He has, hasn't
I
he?
give Fromm a lot of credit.
I mean,
he's standing
nice
in
play
there
by
delivering
Think about,
balls.
he's had 2 curls dropped, right? Hit guys right in the
Yes,
hands.
sir.
Bryce
Had like
Ramsey.
3
They're
drops.
punting with a quarterback
Yep.
here, are they not?
That is
Oh, look at
right.
that right
play.
there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he waited till the last second.
I don't know if that was game ready.
Let's take a look at this again.
You think he had the option
sure.
here to?
So is 92 is that the holder?
That 92's the punter, the normal punter, I
Okay.
believe.
They had the option to throw this here.
He's looking like it.
Yeah.
That's
Here's
big 94.
Here's the other deal, too. So they've got
Can you go back?
the
Yeah.
left tackle, the guard is off the ball, so the center is now eligible.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah, that's who he's trying to
So
look and see. if
he's trying to
covered.
get the center on the over
Gotcha.
on the rollout.
Just saying, here's off the ball.
47's off,
Yep.
which makes the center eligible.
Yep.
Because he's on the line of scrimmage. And snap it to him, roll out, and they're trying to get 43 over the
That's
top.
a different center, too. That's
Yeah.
not the normal snapper.
Kind of like the outside zone, read the
This the
backside.
first carry this guy's had? No?
He's had 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's had one.
Scarborough.
It's interesting to run the outside zone and read it down lineman backside.
Was it the inside
Oh,
guy?
right,
Or was
they're
it
going
I'm
line.
not sure. I couldn't see.
Building some tempo here.
Yep, empty.
Quarterback draw.
Got a dick right. Dick double
Stick
slant.
yellow. Yep.
playing man?
Yep.
Move 3 out on the
Double
back.
slant, weak side.
Good tackle.
Oh, nice tackle.
There's plenty of time left
Plenty
in
of
this
time.
game. It's a 20-10 game. Right now, Alabama's composure is the biggest question, and they obviously need some success for this young quarterback.
Inside zone, nothing doing.
That hurts.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. 3rd.
Landed.
Look at that inside stunt.
Twisted inside.
Twisted it.
Gonna get to the mic.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. Big play.
Tailback's wide to the boundary with a tight split up there.
I'd be trapping the corner.
Yep.
Tried to
Yep,
pick him.
snag.
Good play by Roquan.
Yep.
What a play.
Great play.
Wow.
They were trying to pick Roquan with
Trying to rub him.
single receiver.
Yep. We saw the width of the tailback.
And he went over the top and made that play.
Which is what he's got to do, because if he doesn't, he could wheel and
Yes.
be a touchdown.
Yes.
See the width of number 9.
Now you're side to side, Alabama. Do I let the quarter come? I'm thinking about
play.
whether I'm
One more
going
time,
for
Tom.
it. Do I feel good about a 4th down call?
Should have just blocked him.
Do I need to
Running
try to
behind
win the
authority
game
catching.
right here? Going behind the line of scrimmage, you should have blocked it.
Easiest way.
Yeah.
Well, they answered my question.
Into the quarter.
Yeah, one more play.
Alabama's saving grace to this point as they keep flipping field position.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Give
they
him
had
a-
him
give
on
him a
the-
chance.
They had him on the 7, but Georgia answered with a
If
93.
they can hold it
If
right
they can
here.
hold him. Who are they lurking at over here?
They can really still run the ball, though, right? You're,
Who is that?
you have a two-score game. Yeah.
Who is that?
That's
26. Quinlan? I don't know.
So we don't know the answer to this sitting here, but if it's a home game for Georgia, if it ended up that dome is ignited with Georgia Bulldogs, that can be a fourth quarter edge also. That can be really challenging to Alabama at this point.
That run was going for 0 in the first half.
Yeah.
It's now getting to 3, 4.
Yep. That's a nice finish right there. Went from 1 yard gain to a 3 yard gain.
They still playing pretty good defense on first, second down.
Yep.
Georgia's had 15 third downs.
Yep.
And not one of them has been 3rd and 3 or less.
Yeah.
Every one of them's been 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 4. Most of them are 3rd and 7 plus.
I think that's a great point.
They keep converting the
I mean, they're playing good first, second down defense.
No doubt.
Better than 50% against Alabama's defense that gives up 33% for the season. Same league.
You're on pace to have 20
That's
third down
It's not
attempts.
like they hadn't played teams
That means
like
you're playing
Georgia.
good defense.
Yeah, that's the difference. Right, 50% on third down.
We
That's
all
exactly
take
right.
50%. That's better than 50.
Absolutely.
All of us take that
Total
all
yards,
year.
Bama's usually giving up 252 on average. You're already giving up 333.
And Alabama's winning the turnover ratio.
Alabama's had maybe 4 3-and-outs for the game, which I can promise you that's not something they see.
This guy's is
Did he get knocked out? I don't know if we ever saw.
I don't think we did.
no. What is who is 26? What does he play?
I can't find him anywhere.
Oh, I have the
I've got a roster.
Riley
somewhere.
McDonald, I believe, just a reserve. So either
special team or something happened.
something in the kicking game or maybe on the sideline.
Thank you.
Coach Fitch, talk a little Georgia D here.
Well, just again, look at the open field tackle right there. And here's the twist game again, winning at the point of attack, one-on-one. Great population at the ball. And then I think Coach Cutt said it really well earlier. You're not seeing great separation here early by the receivers, and then it's just a great rush by the I mean, that's just a great play. And that was delivered by another play. Throw it away. That was an early Christmas gift.
Live to play the next down.
Yeah, just throw it away and let's go play defense.
So Tom Rinaldi's report on ESPN is that this young man collapsed on the sideline. So they're going to be taking him in to evaluate him.
He's a freshman defensive backup. Well, he looked a little out of it.
Yeah, he did.
The most interesting statistic of the third quarter was that Alabama took the lead in rushing the football. They were badly outrushed in the first half.
Was that the running back or was it the quarterback?
But it was a combination of both. They
Scarborough had the one run.
There was 116 yards here that they ran for.
5 3-and-outs for Alabama on offense, guys. Coach, who's had the most rush attempts? Is it Georgia?
Georgia.
Yeah. Georgia's
had
had
a
the
pretty
most.
wide margin.
But
9.
33 rushes to 24 for Alabama, but Georgia has only had 11 yards rushing in the third quarter.
Every time they've
There we
been
go.
in,
Great run.
Wow.
Jeez.
every time they've been
Running
in
through a
that,
tackle.
they've run the ball.
Yep. Unbalanced inside zone.
See, this is what the power of this back. People don't. I mean, watch him get behind his pads.
Really
and run-
nice job by the
run
right
through
guard
Ronnie
right
Harrison
there.
right there and get low.
Rewind that.
finish.
Watch this right guard right here. Able to punch the hip of the nose to get the nose over to the left side of the center, and then still being able
That's
to
what you
climb
want
up
to
on
do
the
as a
backer.
3-4 team. You want to get
Yep.
two. You want to get four hands on the nose.
That's right.
And they're doing a great job of that.
Very nice job there. They rolled it, same play.
That's all him.
Yep.
Well, let's go
Really
back
good.
real quick and let's just see where that line of scrimmage is going now, just from the side.
Oh, from the side? All
Just
right.
from the side. Where's the line of scrimmage going?
It's moving.
It's starting to move. Mm-hmm. Starting to move.
Well, see,
Left to right.
Our friend 94 is not in the game. He's a little fatigued.
Ron Payne. Yep.
It's different.
We're going to get a steady diet of what we just watched for about the next 14:06.
They got two of some of the best. They got two of the
Payne's
best backs
back
in the
right there.
country.
Yep. That's the fourth
94.
quarter.
Our guy's back.
94 is back. Yep,
I
there he
also
is.
wondered where
You got this
number one
prospect.
had been the third quarter.
He was saving them to the fourth quarter.
It looks
like he
like
saved them for the second half last week against Oklahoma.
That'll be a good problem to have.
Yes.
He is a great. He finishes runs as well.
Look at the
O-line in the
line.
box.
Look at the O-line, though.
Yep.
Tight end, nice cut off on the backside.
Really good
See,
patience by that center getting back into that block. Yeah.
Now, do we start taking clock? Are we going to start seeing this thing snapped under 5?
They're moving pretty good still.
Freshman quarterback.
Now we got Nick in the game, Chubb.
Well, the offensive line is taking the game over.
Yep. That goes back to the time of possession. The first
And the
snap.
number of snaps.
Wearing them down.
What is the number of snaps, I wonder right now?
It was
Time of possession.
62.
Yeah, at the end of the third
Georgia.
quarter, Georgia had 62 snaps, Alabama 45.
They're on their way to 85 plays.
Mm-hmm. They were on pace at 47 at halftime.
Yep.
Back into trips again.
Mm-hmm. They're going zone right.
Yep.
It is tight zone.
Good job.
Backer
by-
run through.
Back,
Yep.
yep.
Did a nice job there.
Eliminating the double team.
Field position.
There we go, another third down.
This will be the 68th snap for Georgia.
And here's a 3rd and 5, a manageable third down.
Mm-hmm. Nick's not sure what to do. He had his hands up. He's probably usually not in this situation. Oh, he's going to jump back. Okay.
Everybody know, was it Max Protect again?
They may run the ball here.
I don't have the numbers, but
Max Protect,
Max
slide.
protect, over route,
Still beat
sack.
it.
Oh.
Is that 94?
That's 99.
No, that's 99.
That's 99. Week one. And that's with slide protection, so he's going to
Into it. Center.
Yeah, the center
and right guard, right?
Yeah, so the right guard.
Oh, the center went the wrong way.
Oh, center slid the wrong
went
way.
the wrong way.
Golly.
Look at this, though, right here, guys.
Well, if the guard's thinking he's got help.
Yeah, the center should be sliding right.
Correct.
It should be in that right.
Should have some help in that gap.
Because that's why they're leaving the tight end and the tailback over there so they cannot slide the whole
got
right.
number two.
Everybody should be fed,
Everybody
right?
should
Yep.
be sliding
Number
right.
2 on the
You
field.
know what the center's doing right there, Matt? Who's to the left? 94. That's what he's doing. He's like, I know we're in a full slide right, but my left guard said I need some help. That's what that,
With my body this way, but my eyes are over here.
You're here to help me, though.
Still only a 10-point ball game.
Almost done.
Well, yeah, you're one play away from it being 3.
Yeah.
Little quarterbacks missed 2.
We're gonna take
That
some-
one post.
We're going to take some more post shots, aren't we? Get the tight end involved. Get the safety to come down.
Does Georgia play too high, or do they pressure this young guy and give him a chance to throw a quick shot where you got one-on-one coverage outside? Kind of make it easier for him sometimes when you blitz a guy.
Yeah.
Clarify the read.
Yes.
See, you would think, okay, the left tackle's out. We have a freshman there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make him block my 6. I'm going to play too deep. I'm not giving you an easy one.
And make him drive the ball. Because the series, when they RPO'd him and he threw 6 straight passes, they were all in the single high or into some sort of pressure.
Be
in
it
a
some
single
sort
high.
of
There
a
you go.
glance or slant. or something.
He's in good shape right there. Got the halfway guy. Bringing him off the edge.
Get it right into it.
There we go.
Big
It's a
freshman.
freshman, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
Najee Harris, true freshman.
So that's what they're
That's
going to
his
have,
first
that's what they're gonna
carry,
have to do. Get him out of it.
It's a shame they don't have any backs there. Right, Coach?
That's right. They got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Big play.
A big play right into a blitz that should not have been a play at all.
Formation into the boundary here. Speed.
One high, huh?
Speed to the boundary. So to
Yep.
attack the field.
Another post. Oop,
Smart kid.
Good choice.
Check down.
Very good. Safety went to the middle of the field.
Oh, what a hit.
Big fella.
Big fella.
Big Trent Thompson.
Got rewarded with his hustle.
We know he can do a crawling drill.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Winter workout drill there, huh?
That's it.
That's a good job
Throw a
there.
big weave post to
See the
three.
safety go to the middle of the
Yep,
field?
he got
Nice job
depth
by the
there.
quarterback.
Look at this.
That's a hustle effort play.
Oh, boom. Formation of boundary, tempo play.
Get up. Good gain on first down.
That's good running.
Look at the spot.
O-line's up, ready to go.
Step out of bounds. Here comes the substitution. And they substitute.
There still seems to be a little bit of discombobulation with Alabama's offense and signals with this young quarterback.
They play the random first down.
Six-man box.
Boys.
Six-man box. Run it in there.
He's go. He got laboring a little bit.
It looked like something went stiff on him.
Yeah.
didn't it?
Had a little hip tension, didn't he?
Yeah. That into a blitz again? No, they didn't blitz.
They
They just
didn't
cracked
blitz.
him. What a
They
crack
cracked
by
it.
4
Yep.
on the nickel. Aaron Davis, 35.
Well, this is what
There's your pin and
Coach
pull.
Fitzgerald's been calling for, pin and pull.
Yeah.
There it is.
Get it in the
The
alley.
hard part,
Let's
it's
go.
easier to run that versus the 0 nose than it is the 4 down. You
doubt.
don't never know what you're going to get. So that's outside zone, right?
Good. Six-man
He
box.
just
Run it in
reached
there.
52 there.
Reached
That's
him,
all right.
and they're getting the block on the perimeter
Yes.
with the receivers now.
Probably going to sub the back here. Looked a little
Yeah,
tired.
he looks a little tired. He looked tired on the long
He
run.
looked a little tired.
63 had his hands full here.
That's a great job.
But that goes
there.
back to they're letting them play.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
That's a normal day. They're going to probably call holding on that. But they sub. That gives Georgia the chance to sub.
Okay. Don't throw a pick. Oh, the wheel off.
Oh! I thought I was throwing it over the middle, didn't you?
Yes.
I didn't do it.
I did too.
You and I are
Don't do it!
Backside safety's coming over.
Don't do it!
Exactly.
you and I are coaching quarterback.
Oh, he missed him. Well, you want to get at least, you want to try to, but you get 3 if you make it a 100%.
Got to make it one score
Yes.
game.
With a lot of time.
And I don't like
out.
taking this long to get set. 7, 6, 5 on the play
Kirby
clock.
called timeout.
So now you waste a timeout. Kirby called
Kirby
it?
called it. He ran down and called
We
it.
appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a good.
Yep.
That was a
You
good.
know, I mean, that's something's got to happen better there. And you watch how many critical plays offensively your signalers are stopped at the 25 yard line. The Right there, it's a bad job done offensively. You got to get a play to a young quarterback. In the red zone, when the guy's on the 10-yard line, your signalers are stopping at the 25. There's a difficulty in communication. You'll see a lot of bad plays at a critical part of the game because of that communication, and it happened to him. Right there.
I'm a little surprised we're lined up in a formation where the defense can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe they're going to move, but
we wouldn't do that.
I mean, we would try to line up at the last second.
Now, our skilled people would be inside.
Well, they also give you, hey, we got 30 seconds, we got 20. You can wait to send the guys out of a timeout.
Let them start the clock.
Yeah, let them
They lined up in exactly what they showed them.
So they
On the most critical play of the game to this point.
got to take your shot up top.
Twist. Bear with a twist.
Nice catch.
Picked it off. He picked that off, guys. I think he's in.
That was a big time catch. Now.
Any kind of points is big.
That's a pick. That's a huge play.
Let's see. They think he's the leading interception guy in Georgia history.
Oh,
I think
That's close.
might be in.
Ah, it's moving.
Oh, no, he's
It's moving.
He's played well.
Oh, yeah.
Ball's moving, but
Ford got his hands on it.
great play by who is that? 35, Aaron Davis, former walk-on.
Freshman throwing in triple coverage.
There's the one.
Can we get a
that's
wide
gonna
on that?
show you.
Can we get the wide? I think
He
that.
didn't have possession.
And they didn't. They ruled it incomplete. They're not going to.
See,
Ran like a little bear twist here.
Yeah, it was bear twist, wasn't it?
Review it. They got a penalty on the play?
I think they're going to review it, right?
Yeah, let's go to the wide there.
Yeah, see, I think the safety stayed in the middle of the field.
Question is going to be whether he secured the football.
The officials were
He
notified
didn't
that the
have
previous
it
play
good,
is
yeah.
under further review.
There.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no way they can.
Pulls the flag. I saw the guy in the back
overturn
pull
that.
the flag.
That's not secure. Well, he's well out of bounds.
He doesn't re-grip it. He
Yeah, if you
probably
just
would've
pin
get-
it to his body.
He just pinned it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do.
I don't think they'll overturn it. They'll say incomplete.
What doesn't need to be lost is you got a young quarterback throwing into triple coverage right there that could have cost him any chance.
Can they give us a wide on
Why
this?
that
See, I think we should have been up top again.
Have a single
and all
receiver.
22 on
Somebody's
this.
single over there.
Safety's
Guys.
coming this way.
Q and all 22 on this,
So
please.
you've got. I'm going to guess the guy
Yeah,
down
no,
here.
you're right, Coach, because
There's
the
Ridley
safety
running a short route.
rotated, and you had the one-on-one at the top of the
After
field.
further review, the defender never attained
We get that,
possession of
guys?
the ball inbounds. The ruling on the field is confirmed.
Here we go.
It's fourth down.
Yeah, safety's going to rotate. You got to go up top.
They're trying to run an inside fade here with 4. I bet they had a fade up top.
You got to go up top with the rotation.
Yeah,
with the rotation.
Throw.
the best player too, isn't that 3?
No, 3 was down here and ran up.
3 down the bottom.
But we've seen this before with the young quarterback that not going away from rotation to it.
He kind of delayed his rotation a little bit.
Blitzed the mic and
Field.
covered the back
Yeah.
with the.
Shorter throw, balls in the air less.
It's the difficult thing for shotgun quarterbacks.
Eyes.
Is you have to see it, and then when the ball's snapped, you have to see it again. Unlike in the old days when we were under here, you could see everything. But he still, for us, you would have to say, I need a pre-snap and a post-snap read rotation.
What you just said, I don't know if all the fans at home heard what you just said, the difference in reading coverage from pre-snap and being busy during your drop. There is no drop really anymore. But you're hunting quarterbacks that are middle infielders, meaning a shortstop catching a double play ball, he sees it, but he never has to see it. You have to have quarterbacks that can catch snaps but actually still really keeping their eyes downfield. It's a rare talent.
Yeah, the RPO guys have to be able to turn to double play.
They're double play guys.
Guys that
They're
have
middle
quick hands.
infielders, if you can.
Guys have quick hands and guys that can flip the ball.
That's where your guy's really good, though, Coach. I mean, he's doing a lot of second
you
level.
got to get rid of them
RPO
quick.
stuff.
You got to take these guys and make them play 52 yards. And you know the interesting part of this is we talk about it, and I'm just making the comment, but when you're young, pre-snap, rotation, post-snap, they're coming after me, and I got to see that. But that's what has to happen for Oklahoma State. That's what has to happen for us to be successful.
Anybody in the gun, that is the bottom line. But you watch, if I see a high school quarterback that's doing this to catch, he's not a prospect for us. It's being able to do that right there, and I see all 3 of you and still catch the football.
Neither one of these quarterbacks
art.
are even completing 50%.
And how critical, though, is that snap?
The snap, that's what gets
How many guys have
talking
now
about earlier
gone, but it's
today.
gone to the dead snap?
Right. The dead snap,
Yeah,
so
we
he
did
can
the dead
handle it.
snap too, which you guys do it out of the gun? I mean,
But just like you said, in real time, for a young quarterback in the red zone where things are compressed and they're showing him a disguise, that wasn't the greatest disguise, right? But for us to see the big picture here is completely different than being on that field and getting your eyes down and back up for the rotation.
Well, we watch it. That's where our eyes go. Our eyes go to the same.
Yeah, you don't have the laces.
That ball's coming.
We're running it back.
And I'll tell you something that gets lost. That's a backup quarterback, and you're human. So when you're preparing and studying film of a game, if you're the starter, you should know what's going to happen based on alignment before the ball's ever snapped. I promise you, he hasn't had that kind of focus this week in preparation because he never really expected to play in the game. That's human.
Yep.
Particularly based on how Jalen has performed all year.
And I got a feeling
for 2 years.
Jalen's hurt in my mind some way. There's something there.
That's why I asked that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean,
never confirmed it. Nobody on the ESPN broadcast has mentioned an injury about
Coach
Jalen
Dooley
Hurts.
and Herschel, that's a pretty good pair of dogs right there.
But one thing, from a sideline adjustment, would be, you've seen this all night now. So you need to be aware they're rotating to single.
Right.
Okay, there's your guy over here. Because I haven't seen a lot of man under. I'm seeing more
One
rotation.
scramble, the 137.
Yeah, I'm seeing more rotation.
All right, let's take a knee.
But I'm going to go 3 by, and I'm going to put Calvin Ridley.
Oh, man.
That's got to be a penalty, doesn't it?
Thank you.
48. They let him back on the field.
You know why now? Young man got some passion. He's got some juice.
They let him back on the field.
You say he's got some passion.
Taking out some anger.
I like it.
But you go 3 by 1 and put number 3.
Yeah, 3.
Oh!
How many catches is a 3.5? Or
Now,
2?
okay, I'm just saying. I've
not
never
a face
played on
mask.
that side of the ball, and I have never ever even thought about tackling anybody. But that's not easy to do, right?
No.
I mean, you got to be a pretty strong guy to grab a guy like that.
That was just a
and yank him down
45-yard
at 5
sprint to be able to do
or
that, too, by the way.
I think he was picturing that coach he was upset with.
It looked like the longest yard.
Yeah.
Wild dog. Uh-oh, there's Fromm out there again.
We're covering him, though.
A big time 7-man box.
Outside zone.
They don't have
He's
enough guys.
blocking.
They don't have enough to block them.
Well, time for some misdirection out of this thing. Right? Counter, reverse.
Well, now everybody's looking at the clock.
Yep.
Alabama with 3 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, and they just said,
Georgia used
we went to
one.
Wildcat and they put 2 extra guys up there. So
Playing
that's
cover
it
0.
for the day. For a while.
At this
Maybe goal
point,
line.
you're not going to throw it out of the wild.
You got to bunch into the boundary here. See if you get the edge pressure again or
Split.
not.
Communication up
Play
top.
fake.
You're
ball.
playing no safeties deep.
Yeah, ball in the flat. Little
Reverse to the fast
Got to
guy.
the other side.
There's your
Great,
misdirection.
great block by the tight end coming back
That's
underneath.
close.
Oh, he's almost.
All right, 3rd and 2. Big play.
Well, this is the circumstance we
Good
had.
call there by Danny right there.
Great call.
We got the misdirection.
And
Off the look.
Again, getting into an elite level athlete with the speed that can go make that play.
great job by 18.
So
You see who's
Pitting up on
coming
the
in
back.
there?
they're going to play man here, right?
What are you doing here,
Overload
guys?
the box. get
I'm
Sonny
giving the
Michel
ball to
in the
number
game.
1.
What are you doing?
I don't know what my best run is, but I'm giving the ball to
The
him.
way he's been finishing these runs,
Cut split
2
from the
yards.
Here
receiver
comes the
down
corner.
here.
Come up.
Well,
Here comes a Wildcat with 4.
Well, they going to zone read right here.
Back to the
They got them all in there playing
That's a good play
zero.
they scored on. They handed it to Sony and he got stopped.
You get stuffed.
Wow.
Big play. Got them all in.
They're not
That was the
saying
same,
that that's
same as
all.
the touchdown play there.
That's called. And that's a good call by the play call.
Yeah.
And we got us a 1-score game. Put the ball
Go
back.
back to what like Gundog just said. If you go look at that middle of the field, that is
Nobody.
cover.
Really great job by the nose guard.
Great job.
Great job.
Watch him fight back off the pressure of 74. Watch the nose guard after he comes off. He's able to come back off the double team and fight back and be there.
You'd be shocked who that is.
94.
94.
Heck of a
They're setting
All
up,
right, go on return.
setting up for return.
big time play.
Okay. Kind of hang did we get?
Nice punt.
Big punt.
Good return.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, no blocking.
It's getting almost a first down. The first down of the
7
drive
yards.
with no blocking. Yep.
But Alabama's got all 3 timeouts, guys. Georgia with 2, 7, 10. Thought process here. What are we thinking?
I think you got to mix run in the pass with just what they've been doing
No
most
panic.
successful. No panic now.
RPOs. Let's go run our stuff.
Yeah,
Kids
they-
got a good feel for it.
They ran the ball successfully versus 2 safeties three times on the last drive. You got to do it.
I think Georgia's got to mix some pressure in. They've got to take a few risks.
And they will.
They're not just going to sit.
No, they've been hurt. And when they've gone to the single safety looks, the RPOs,
Well, the
then
two
they
big-
got hurt. The
two big
safety
runs
looks
were
were
the pin
runs.
and pull where they pulled the 2 linemen.
Yeah,
Ran
get
it to
them on
the
the
field to
perimeter.
the open side.
Right.
Versus pressure and no pressure.
Right.
They got 2 big runs. With the
We still haven't seen them challenge a corner down the field
No, sir.
on the edge. They've run cross country route 3 or 4 times, but we haven't seen them just throw it down there and make the corner cover up.
Not once.
Yeah.
Well, Ridley, how many catches does Cal? I see over here that Ridley's brother has 5, but Calvin, what's he have? How many catches does he have? 1? Number
I think
3?
1.
2 for 16.
2 catches.
2 for 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 was early in the drive, early in the game. On the
Is
little
one a screen? On the sideline?
Well, it was a little boot.
Little quick screen
The
on
boot was the first
into the
quarter.
boundary.
Well, the first play of a drive, and Mike, you mentioned the 8-play script, the best plays. You need on a play sheet. I always have drive starters. I'm not going to just take the same one, and I'm always going to have a list of drive starters that we believe in as an offense. Our players believe in them. When the quarterback hears it, we know we got either an easy completion or a really good number run or some circumstance. So right now, what they should have is be the best drive starter they think they've got. You call right here.
And going back on the headphones too, probably throughout these last few series, what do we like? Let's talk to the kids right now about what we feel good about.
No question.
And let's go run those plays.
When you make one first down to start, that's how scoring drives occur. You've got to get past that first down.
Yep. And that's what they're talking about right now. They're talking about the last two series when they were getting the outside perimeter play going. Right, what have we been successful doing? We've been getting to the edge on the perimeter with zone and in RPOs. And that's what he feels comfortable with.
And now the quarterback film study comes into play. So what am I believing those safeties are going to do?
Right.
If you're right, Mike. If it's double safety, they've been running the football well. But there's a tip out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in me watching these defenses, that if they're in two safeties, as well as those outside backers carry receivers and stuff, it's not going to be easy to throw the ball.
No, sir.
That's just me watching and seeing what they're doing, how athletic they are. So we've got to know. We've got to decide what this guy down here is doing.
About the motion.
This is single eye right here.
Run some kind of
counter. He's tucked in there.
Pass.
There's your cross country.
Again,
Check
same.
down.
What a run. There's 34.
He's a good player. But that's a good drive starter.
So
out
see,
there.
they've run that play 4 times, right?
Yeah, that ended up double high. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah, when his back got
I
back
don't
in.
study them on film, but they did a good job.
Great job by the backside
Skies.
safety going to cover the post.
That was.
And great by freshman quarterback.
And they've done a
Check
great
down.
job of that.
Check down.
Take them what they give you.
Yeah.
They've done a
gotta
great
run the
job
ball.
in that
They
back.
run that outside zone with the read
Nice
backside.
play.
They were trying to arc that, weren't they?
The tackle
Backside,
Yeah.
backside.
They were arc.
Can you
Tackle arced and blocked
Yeah,
outside.
they were arced
That
real
beat.
quick.
Take a look at that. Yep.
That was the Reed guy that made the
That was
play,
the one
right?
that nine hit early.
They're cutting the 4 technique, reading
Yep.
the 4.
Right
reading the
tackle's going to
4.
arc out.
Well, they missed them.
He tried to influence. If he'd have just gone right now, he would have got on him.
That's a great call. I like the call. I like the play.
Good job by staying square by 78 too and not chasing.
But if
He's
one
not
back
bad.
makes the
Really
block, you got a shot.
That's right.
Run the ball here.
Yep.
Hand it off.
Light pass. Double move.
Oh, no.
Get out of bounds.
Throw it away.
Well, all those.
Rewind that,
They
Tom.
loop outside the slide here. Is that what happened?
Look, they're doubling Ridley here. Got the safety over the top of him. And they're playing too high again.
Playing
Yeah.
So,
probably quarters down here, maybe a little cheap.
right tackle again.
Bust.
Right tackle. He
It's
just got,
Tackle got
RPO
beat.
again?
He
He
got
just
beat. He just got beat.
Yeah,
He just
got beat
missed.
clean.
He just missed.
Yeah, he just missed.
He lunged.
trying to show run. It's a little too much.
Third and what? 8, 9.
9.
Safety depth. Yeah,
Yep.
2 man.
backed off of him.
2-man
2
spy.
man. 2 man.
Oh,
That's interference.
They gonna call
They
that.
got it. Oh, they called it.
They got to call that, guys. He just
Yeah, that's-
knocked him down.
That's 6. I don't know 6 is.
So there's the challenge of your corner.
Yep.
Right. At some point, you got to challenge those guys enough. I would not ever want to.
You see Kirby right there? He's saying, Dom, that's 24. He's saying he's watching you because 24 open to the middle, Coach Gundy, so he went back to the single. And Kirby's saying he's throwing off for you.
And it's so hard to cover those athletic guys one-on-one like that. I don't care if it's zone or man. There's me against you, and I can't push you.
Right.
You got to challenge them.
That's it's a legitimate call, and penalties quite often will decide championship football games, right?
You got good numbers to run the ball here.
Yep.
Here he comes off the edge, RPO. Oh,
Another cross country.
Another cross country.
You got him.
He sat in there too. He didn't panic.
He did. Kept his eyes downfield.
He did not. He didn't. He sat in there.
Max protection right here. Slide. The same thing that.
Great job by this tight end blocking on 15. Pass rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Max without help.
That's a really good job by
Georgia-
tight end
yeah.
on the defensive.
Georgia has done a really nice job all night against these cross-country routes. Well, release them to the backside corner and get them covered. I mean, this is the only one that they've got success
and he
with.
came under.
You know what they
the
did
And he
here?
came underneath
under.
it.
Yes, sir.
I saw that about 3 times ago, and I bet you they made that adjustment. They said come under because the corner's getting so much
He's getting
depth.
so much
That's what they
depth.
were on a minute ago before Kirby called.
Quarterback
timeout.
draw is a good play right here.
Twist up front. Inside
Tried
fade
the
to Ridley. There's Ridley.
Dumbo route.
Caught it. Oh, wow.
That's a great play.
Great defensive
Great
play,
defensive
great
play.
coverage.
Gave him a chance.
Did a good job of getting a really skilled receiver on a safety, right, or a nickel.
They turned another guy.
Yeah,
That's what Georgia did earlier on number 2 for Alabama with Hardman.
Yep, that's a big time play. Good size. Safety's got good
But then they
size.
got rid of it fast. They cut one loose.
He's actually a corner. Big
So
corner
he's a
for them.
nickel corner in there, right?
Yeah. Tight end's a little heavier this time.
Yep.
A little mini.
Yeah.
Quarterback +1. Good run there. Third medium.
Yep.
You could tell the tight end was a little bit heavier in the stance
No doubt.
there. Than you can tell he wasn't pass blocking. A little bit more body lean forward.
You mean right here, right, Coach?
Yeah, the last time he was real light in
Yeah.
the stance because he was
Now
pass
he's
blocking.
leaning forward.
Now he's leaning a little bit
A
forward.
stretch Q right here.
Stretch Q
That's
to
what
get
they're
the
running.
numbers right, and they got
With the extra
zero
blocker.
nose guard, got movement. Came in behind him.
Good effort by 71 right there late.
Singled up down here at the bottom, right?
Yep. Got your shot.
5, ran it into a bare front.
I don't understand that.
They're playing bare front. Did he call?
I just don't understand that one.
I don't think Coach liked it either.
At least have his own read back here where you got a chance to.
Well, I don't like that right guard either, Matt. You know, that's an overreach.
Yep.
Right there. I know it's a stretch. You got to get meat to get movement.
Yep.
They get a
And you
half
got
on
no meat.
I think he's told him he had 2 downs, and so
4th down, what do you do, guys?
Move the pocket.
yeah.
Move the pocket, all right. Coach Sumlin?
Move the pocket.
We got 2 for move the pocket. Coach Gundy, what do you have?
Throw it to 3.
they're-
Throw it to number 3.
You're either throwing it or jet sweeping.
Well,
it.
they're
Getting
obviously
packed in.
they were going empty.
Yep.
What do we have?
So now,
Coach Saban called timeout.
Play clock was down to 0.
so here's the issue. You're on the 7-yard
Fourth
line,
and 4.
and if you go empty, guys get off of you and play inside. Bring 6 people.
Yep.
You can't throw a fade.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's what we would worry about down there and empty, and take away slants. And you got 1.6 seconds or 1.4 seconds to get it off before the guy
Quarterback
gets
draw
And-
with RPOs
Right.
is a safe call because you got chances
But the
versus
problem-
pressure
yeah.
and versus coverage. You got a chance to
But
run
the problem
in.
is, like I said, you get down there, you get a quarterback stick draw. You don't have enough room for depth for the stick route, okay, to fit it in there, and then the 6-man box can still tackle and draw.
I do
So,
too,
so
right.
you got some issues.
Whatever
This is
your
what you were
best
talking-
2-point play.
Yeah,
Right.
this is what you
Yep.
were talking about earlier about being down here inside the 10 and having to burn a timeout right there.
Yep.
That can come back to bite you. Yeah. Nasty
Well,
split.
if you don't
there.
make it, it
can-
really
can-
might you.
Here he is.
They're,
There's the
coming,
empty.
they're coming after him.
I
They're
just
playing coverage. They're
worry
playing
about having to
playing
get the ball
two
out
rats.
of your hand.
2 rats.
Oh, the
Oh,
same
yeah.
red 7, yeah.
Yep, now this is what scramble.
Oh,
He wasn't even throwing it to him.
He wasn't. He's throwing it to the back end,
Yes,
wasn't he?
yes.
Wow.
Who caught it? 3. See? He threw it to him. He didn't even mean to.
Coach Gundy, throw it to 3. He said it.
Throw it to 3.
Throw it
You
to
want to
3.
know how many catches does Ridley have? That's how you said.
This is his 3rd catch of the night.
Ridley intercepted the ball.
So,
He did.
He sure did.
so the play
was throwing it to the
the play
outside
was
guy, yeah.
defended very well, and they got a touchdown because the quarterback could move. Right?
Yeah.
They had them all covered up. And it was very similar.
Like, all right, stay down. We got to protect right here.
Right. We just critical point.
Got it.
All right, so does
Here it
Georgia
is right
now,
here.
we end up playing 2 overtime games.
One more time.
I mean, they're trying to run.
They're-
He's trying to hit
dig.
the double
Yeah.
slants over
Double
here.
slant, but pivot dig.
Yep.
Not
I mean,
even
the guy
pivot.
he's throwing to is the back out here at number 1, who's just running a clear. He's trying to work this double slant side. Ridley to whoever the number one is, receiver out here.
Well, it should have gone outside because the help player inside should go outside right now because he's got a
They're
help.
playing bracket coverage.
But this is, run this back. This is exactly what we just discussed. It's a quarterback draw, RPO. But they gave you the look. See, here's a stick with the tight end.
Not deep
Quick out
enough,
by
right?
number 2.
Yeah.
See that? He's got to get the depth. But because of the look that Mike was talking about, there's still a 6.5-man box. It discourages the quarterback draw, and they're able to cover these guys. The scramble creates a touchdown.
Right there, which they won't do, but that you can make a first down here. The throw was actually the flat route.
Right.
Outside, that right there.
Right there.
Right now. Throw it. Right.
That's the throw.
That's the throw.
I can't get our guys to make that throw.
Never pass up an open
Well,
flat.
oftentimes we used to run a bubble and outside that stick, and now everybody's gone to flat route.
Wow, they are cut.
Uh-oh.
Coach Cut, I've heard that before. Never pass up an open flat.
That's it. That's one of the first things I teach quarterbacks. Never
Outside
pass
in
up
or
an
inside
open
out?
flat.
My 16-year-old.
Part of your last year.
But
there.
it's not fun
Don't
to
worry
throw
about
nickels.
throwing down there. if
Hughes
this
don't
guy
like
down
throwing
here's open.
nickels.
That's
They want
it.
dimes and quarters. They don't want nickels.
You got it, man. How
Hey,
they
Coach-
defend the
Coach-
flat, either
Coach-
inside
Coach-
out or
yeah.
outside in, and don't
Originally, I think they
overcomplicate
wanted
it.
to
Never
put it in the
pass
corner.
up an open flat.
Straight line speed guy. All right.
If the low guy's open, that means the high guy's covered.
That's
Right.
exactly right.
But they want that 15-yarder.
FSL here. You got motion.
You gonna get any curl flat in this series?
So we're getting.
This is the formation they ran it out
now
of
we're getting
earlier.
we're getting heavy
There
man
it is.
here.
Curl flat. Same formation.
There it is.
Good
Good
pressure
call
by
there. Who said
94.
that? That or Matt? Same formation when they both FFSL.
Girl flat.
Watch 94. If they send the center away from him.
He was open to the field, the curl.
Who is that?
I tell you, they got a pretty good.
65 is feeling pretty good about that, though.
Yeah, right.
At least he's staying in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, right? He's thinking, hey, I'm good.
Yeah, it's not just a free run to the quarterback.
FS formation sideline again.
Spinning to 3 again.
Stepped out of bounds.
Wonder what Georgia is on third down in the second half. It's been the difference.
Jonathan, can we get Georgia third down, second half, please?
Well, you can see there they had up there a minute ago.
That
The last
scoring drive, they hit.
five drives.
6-11 the first time.
Yeah.
The four play set.
2 of 6.
2 for 6.
93-yard drive was it, and then after that it's been 3 and out,
And
3 and
one
out,
of those
3 and
two
out.
was the inside vertical
Yes.
for a touchdown.
But if
3:20
Deron
left.
Payne had not been on this field for Alabama, that's the difference maybe this Alabama defense is he's had to do too much. Because if he's not out there, this is a different.
Oh, you had him. And you had the matchup you wanted too, guys.
That was 7 coming out of the backfield there.
Yep.
On the
7
back.
on 30.
Linebacker.
7 on 30.
Max protect.
A little wider split to get him out there and get him out the flank.
Yep.
Speed to the flat.
And it looks
Because
like
they're going to double the receivers.
we got a second hand on 94 here. Look at, hey, the tight end came in
Oh,
again.
just hit him.
He just missed him.
Just hit him.
all in all.
And that's a tougher run than you, I mean, a route to throw than you think.
It's you got to throw it in his ear hole, right?
That's exactly.
That's throw it at him. A lot of times they want to lead them. Yeah, throw it right at him. Yeah.
Stick it right there.
Throw it right to his ear hole, and I think if you run it back, which we all know have lived that position, he didn't set his feet.
No, he was falling left.
This is a
Falling back.
returnable punt. This is
scary.
dangerous. Now,
But he's been
Alabama
incredible.
does not have a great field goal kicker.
Right.
So how do you play offense now? Because the turnover ends the game possibly for you too, because Georgia does have a great field goal kicker, right?
What's this discussion right here, guys?
Basically what Coach just said.
Exactly what it was.
Do not force.
Don't screw. Yeah, don't screw this game up.
And if there's two safeties, when you need to
Run
run
it.
the ball.
Run the ball.
That's right.
The Lions
and
probably
feel
asked
good
him,
about
you
it.
want to
The
go?
last-
Coach, you want to go?
Yeah.
You want to go? Okay,
Papanassis
great.
did make a 43-yarder.
He did
too,
earlier.
so that maybe that gives him a little confidence coming down the stretch.
And I'm
They say if you've
I'm
come-
interested in what those backs could do with the ball too right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, he's got the
Two
freshman
timeouts,
back in there, right?
3
You
minutes.
got to run the ball right here.
Yep.
There's that Reed play right there.
Reading the
again.
4-eye, and he
Yep.
cut back a stretch play.
Look who made the tackle. Big players step up at big times.
They're reading the 2-eye.
Like a little X play.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. They're running more of a.
Just go run full zone. Just go run zone. Just like,
You guys say that real quick. This is your 2-eye you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
But the center has
know.
got to block the backside backer. There's no profit in trying to take that tackle in
You
there.
can't
So you
leave
get
two
to stop
unblocked.
here. You get to stop
Yeah.
here. Timeout.
Every Kirby. Yes.
And then you're going to take it again on third down and give yourself a 2-minute drive.
5, 4,
So we got a 0 nose guard.
2, 1.
Delay game, or somebody moved, didn't they?
They just
There's a face.
Oh,
mask.
my goodness.
Did
Is
they
that
get
delay a
ball
game,
off?
guys?
That's 2nd and
They get
15
that
instead
ball.
of first down.
I don't
Look
think
at that.
it was delay a game.
It was
I
close.
thought somebody
It's just
moved.
like Pat just said. Just run the full.
Run the full zone.
Run the full zone.
Outside zone. 4-eye came underneath.
Yeah. The path of least
Yep,
resistance.
he did.
He did a minute ago, early on that last drive, 52.
Yep.
Run the ball.
Single high.
Row hitch.
Get out.
Yeah.
What's the time? We don't have the clock.
Oh, what's that?
Called late.
Late hit?
It's 145.
Don't tell me it's a late hit.
They threw a flag?
There's a flag on the ground, but I don't
Who
know
caught the
what
ball
it
there,
is.
Coach
Are they gonna-
I think that was Ridley.
It's not a Georgia. It's not a Georgia sideline, is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, face man.
Oh,
Coach, you
geez.
guys,
Wow.
before the game, you said penalties are going to make a difference.
Well, they always do.
Wow.
He may have.
I never understood that why the offensive guy never gets
That is
a.
definitely a fake.
That's a bad one. That's a tackle by face mask.
He's out of bounds, too.
Yeah.
Undisputed king of tackling is the sideline. Never missed.
Never lost,
It's
right?
already,
All right.
play's already over. So we're in field goal range now,
I'd run the
right?
ball. Run the ball.
They're not.
48? No.
Tight end, the boundary.
Got a
gotta
6-man box.
You gotta
run
run.
it. Quarterback
Watch one.
stretch Q.
Good fender.
Did y'all see that ball security?
Yep.
Yep.
It's been that way all night.
Yeah.
It's been that way all night.
But it wasn't great.
Now, if you're Georgia here, guys, are you thinking about using a timeout coming up?
Second, third down.
Yeah,
Second and third down.
third down.
Okay.
Third down.
All right.
Second and third down.
Yep. Got it.
And that didn't look like much because that was 6 yards.
For that,
2nd and 4 right now.
every yard, the
And don't-
percentage of the field goal make goes in.
Yes.
Don't be surprised if you don't see the same play the other way.
Again and
They're in
again.
a 4 down front here. They're about to go double edge,
Here
play,
they come.
play
They got-
zero right
they
here.
got zero
Right?
coverage,
Yes.
edge pressure.
Speed out.
He's
They
gonna
checked
run,
out
he's gonna
that.
run over here and run the stretch.
That's what
I
happened.
don't understand
bounds.
that call either.
Stay in bounds.
Had a little pirate stud on the backside and movement got
Is
it.
that double edge pressure? Or they just.
They checked out of it.
They
They
checked
checked
out
out.
of it.
I think the front was still running like they were running.
But they
Double
checked
edge.
out of it in the back end.
Yes. Because they slant this 6 technique right here.
Yeah.
Pirate him.
He
Great
didn't
play.
get the call. He didn't get
That'd
the
been blocked a little.
Yeah, he
better.
thought it was still double edge.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if that ends up helping Georgia in the long run. If they give up a field goal.
With
Running
that
out of
clock stopping.
bounds.
Because,
Yeah, that clock
because
stopped.
you saved the timeout.
Yep.
I'm centering the ball here.
Yep.
Yes.
We're kicking
With my
field.
field goal kicker, I'm going to go center and put the ball down on the 25-yard line right in the middle.
Oh, they went the other way.
1-on-1 tackle.
Oh, first down. That's a heck of a run by that quarterback.
There you go.
Man, getting his.
That's better than centering the ball.
Yeah.
Getting behind his
Stretch
pads.
Q again. No, they inserted or they were wrong. I don't know who were.
Center is going to backside backer. Left guard, let him go.
That's what's so beautiful about when
True
a guy just goes
freshman.
and makes a play.
True freshman. True freshman. National championship.
Well, the true freshman went and blocked the guy that the tight end and tackle were working for.
What you're pointing out is why 3 years in a row they've played for it.
Yeah, right.
There have been true freshmen in all of these games that were great players.
True freshman. Got it's what 25 and 2. Doesn't start in the second half, and you put a,
Isn't it?
You know, I'm a little surprised they weren't in heavy run.
At this point, halftime, something right happened. Alabama had 94 yards of offense in the first half. They've now got 249 yards of offense this half. It's a significant difference.
what's
in
Georgia
this
have
game.
besides the one big pass play?
Yep.
Really.
Georgia had 97 yards rushing at half, so now they only have 45 for the second half.
And now they're in their run D, little bear front.
Now we're getting the ball back.
Look, Kirby's got to call timeout.
Gotta use another one.
No face masks. No face masks.
So is there one left or Georgia out? Georgia's out.
Georgia's out.
Georgia's out now.
Well,
You center the ball, you take a knee, and you take it down to
yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be a kick to win the game.
third down. You take it with, 8? So in case there's
He's got a
issue, you can
timeout.
clock it.
So Matt, have you paid attention? And I know he didn't kick for you all. He was a backup. What kind of nerves does
What's
he
his
have?
makeup?
Well, no, I think anybody's going to be nervous coming in. But you see, last game he missed a couple, and then this game early had the penalty. He made the first one, but coming up, the last kick he kicked, he made it from 43. So at least he made the last kick.
It could be
in the middle, right in the middle of the
Right in
field.
the middle.
Could be thinking about what happened to the guy from Oklahoma last week, too. Block.
He's a
That would be-
Alabama product.
From a field goal block standpoint, guys, so you got Lorenzo Carter, length, tall. Who else we're going to get in there, right? I mean, how are you setting this thing up?
You got a
Field goal
critical block you've practiced.
Yeah.
You've practiced.
You've practiced.
Your
You
max
got an
block.
overload.
Overload.
And-
You
and
probably
then-
asked him pregame and all week, where do you want the ball?
Sure.
And that's maybe the best thing for Alabama
And
is
the
that they
center
blocked
11
the kick
people.
last week. So they're thinking about
Everybody's
it. They worked
going.
on it. They're not going to be surprised.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
So you center it here, and then you get 2 downs to kick it in case
there's a bad snap.
That's always been the case. A bad snap, eat it.
Because he does have 2 timeouts. And Bear. He ran to the boundary.
He must like
One
it
on the right hash.
Yeah. That means Papadopoulos wants it on the right hash. That's what.
Quarterback down. Nope.
Smart to stay in bounds by the young guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
31 seconds here and counting, guys. No timeouts left for Georgia.
33-yarder. What it is.
So the question is, what time, if you're going to kick it on third down,
It doesn't look like he's going to do
you
that.
got to have
He's not doing
yourself
it.
some time.
He's not doing it.
Now they're going to
They're
center.
centering it. Bullseye left.
First snap is taken.
Go, buddy.
underneath.
Go,
Is he going to snap the ball? Coach like called timeout because look at him.
Yep.
He's a freshman, Coach.
He's young.
He's
He
a
is
freshman.
young. And just like Coach Cutts said, these things happen in the red zone.
Yep.
All your coaches are at the 25. There's 2 real factors: communication, and you're closer to the crowd. It's the loudest part of the stadium in the red zone.
How many times, Sammy, did your backup quarterback work center on the ball?
Exactly. I mean, exactly. You're going to work it.
Going to now. We're going to now.
Yeah.
We will never know how big a mistake that may have been. You have a kicker that's not too sure. Now we got frustration and heat on the sideline. He may hate the right hash because a lot of right-footed kickers hate
He
the
did
right
pull the
hash.
one earlier on the left hash and to the left. You might not need to put your stuff up. You might not make it.
Well, I'm counting on seeing something. My stats, in overtime, my stats mean nothing, Mike.
He's going to center the ball with 6 seconds.
Is he? Well, you got enough time to do it.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, well, he's right there in an official's ear.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts in at quarterback, guys.
Yeah, because he has right. This.
Yes,
that's right.
That brings your point.
I'm overloading everybody over here and coming up the field off the edge.
Get out. Time out.
Yeah. Coaches get the
Went a little too far, didn't he?
High palms are soaking wet.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do for a living right there.
Get out.
But that's what you're talking about right there. In that situation, have you ever practiced that with your backup quarterback?
I can't tell you that we have.
No. That's why Jalen's back in there. So
I'll be honest, I know I haven't.
Right.
So it's a lesson, and I'm
there's
writing
no
it
doubt.
down.
There's no doubt.
It's a great lesson.
How many times do you hear that, though, too, guys, when you guys always talk about don't ask your players to do something you haven't practiced? Right?
That's right.
Something even so much as placing the ball in the middle of the field.
That's right.
Or what Coach Panunzio tells them right here.
Nuns.
He's telling them,
Make it.
Coach P.
Be the guy.
Yeah, make it.
he's sweating it, I
But,
promise.
but a young man from Montgomery, Alabama, got an opportunity to win the game. That's
Who transferred in there.
and a great kid.
Three-man
Let's see
operation.
the
Snap, hold,
wide.
kick.
All right, there's your
Overload
overload.
right side
Overload
again.
right side.
Those guys do it all summer long. You got your snapper, your punter holding, and your place
And it's
kicker kicking.
it's right in the
There
middle.
it goes.
He missed it.
Oh my
Missed
gosh.
it.
He missed it bad.
Boy, did he miss it bad.
New life.
It's a big advantage, Georgia, right here.
Right now.
Silenced.
They just went through this.
Yeah.
They just did it. You know, we had 3 overtime wins this year, 3 in a row. And it was unbelievable. The second one when we went to it, the kids were just like, we're winning it. I would be shocked if the confidence level isn't sky high on Georgia's sideline right now.
You see his plant foot
Yeah.
slip?
Yep. Slip.
He attacks the ball too much. Look at
Diving.
landing on his heel.
Didn't you say he did that on the first
He
one?
did
missed
it on the one he missed too. And that's totally what it is right there. You can't attack the ball. It's no different than a golf swing, you know. That's sad. You get too jacked up with your driver, what's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Pull a little left.
You're going to jerk it.
Look at that pull and shoot over here on this other side.
Yeah.
See that?
Just a guideline.
Huh?
It's just a guideline.
Little twist, a little
So how do
yank.
you recover now, coaches? I know Nick's over there clapping his hands. I know he's over there doing everything he can, but your emotion yourself, you're just sick.
They just expect a lot of energy to get back in it and have a chance to win it.
That's right. That's
But their
right.
defense is more rested now than it was in the
No
first
doubt.
half. Their defense is
Their defense is more rested,
Yeah.
and their quarterback's more confident. They've been able to run the football. They got to feel as good as they felt the whole game.
they really have made,
I mean,
they'd have tried to
offensively.
possibly win that game right there and run it instead of set it up. He might have. They were kind of just trying to quarterback sweep it and set it up for the field goal.
It just goes to show you how important those guys are. Close games, 2 really close teams, and it comes down to a snap, hold, kick
Right.
to be the national champion.
That's what. Yeah.
So now what happens if we get into this situation?
About to come
again?
up again, probably.
Well, that's
Because it's hard for these two
right.
teams to score on each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just speechless. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Oh.
Yeah, as a coach.
And that poor kid
The
is
young
going to live with
man's
that
got-
for the rest of his life.
He's got to recover
Yep, get
quickly
ready to go.
right now.
Is his
He's going to have to go
eligibility,
back
he's
out.
senior, this it for him?
I believe so.
I just looked. He's a senior from Birmingham, Alabama, or Montgomery,
And that's what-
Alabama.
But
That's what
the way you deal, people they have to understand how we have to deal with place kickers is like baseball. It's like relief pitchers. They got to come back and win for you the next
No doubt.
week. The next, you can't go attack those young men.
No.
It is a difficult job. There was a lot happening right there. The snap and the hold looked fine.
Well, and he's trying.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's doing everything
he's
he knows
trying.
to do.
You know, and he's the best one we had at that time, and he's trying, and he may have to go back out and win the game.
And that's the big. That's the
That's
big.
the point.
That's
You gotta
the
go for it,
big conversation that you got to have with him right now. Is hey, look, hey, so that one's gone. That's over with. Okay, you're probably going to have an opportunity to win this thing again. So get your mind right now. Move on past that one. Just move on and be ready to win again.
Even with an extra point, he's going to have to go back out there.
And his heart's beating out of his shoulder pads right now. I mean, just pounding on his shoulder pads.
The
So
only one that feels worse are his parents.
Yep.
that's right.
And some of those guys don't want to be bothered.
Right.
They don't want to be talked to. And then other guys want to have you in their ear and talking to them, but they're all different from their DNA and the way that they operate mentally.
Do we want to go ahead and give everybody a day off of work tomorrow? We're in overtime. And just go ahead and tell your bosses that you'll see them at noon. Wow is right. So Georgia has played 2 overtime games in the semifinal now, and how about that?
74 plays to 69, 374 to 346.
Tell of 2 halves. Now, what's the tell of overtime?
Third down is not even close. Wow.
8 of 18 and 3 of 14.
3 of 5 in the red zone, Alabama.
Shake hands, man.
Missed 2
So-
field goals.
so-
Missed 2 field goals.
So really, the story's been the quarterback for Alabama, right?
Congratulations to the whole team.
He came in and changed the game.
He changed the
For
game.
this game, it was a good decision.
Yeah.
Or
Well, he
that
can't-
first penalty. What happens if that first penalty we made the kick?
Right.
And you don't have to go back out there and
You
miss
don't
that
have
one.
to.
What happened?
No doubt. But like you said, he changed the game. Then with the 7 straight plays, he threw it 7 straight times for the first score. Right? Loosened that defense back up, got them some 2 high looks, and they were able to run the ball.
And now a coin toss plays a big role in the game.
Take defense, right?
Yeah, and if you win the toss, your percentage of winning is far greater.
And play defense.
Play down there. Okay, very good. Georgia's ball. First
Nick's not going to talk.
This guy's done a great job, huh? For a freshman quarterback.
Yes.
Well,
both of them.
Yeah. A second ago we talked about him drifting on his throw, but my gosh, what a year he's had, huh? Been awesome. Great composure for a young man.
He has composure.
Yeah,
He's made some accurate throws. He's had 2 or 3 drops.
Yeah, he's
really placed the ball nicely.
He's been fantastic.
Well, all bets are off now. It looked like Alabama put a lot of personnel out there. A bunch of them came off. I wonder what Georgia's going to open with.
They got two
Big boys.
two tailbacks in the game.
They're going to check edge pressure.
Rotating down.
They got Swift at the point.
They might see it, max it up. They're going to have single coverage up top.
You may get that reverse.
No, they checked out. They checked the check.
Oh, what a play.
Nice play by that.
That's 30. That's Mac Wilson.
Good job by falling back right there.
That was a nice run by Chubb.
He got 3 yards there, Coach. A duo play. Great play by 30. Fall back.
Behind it.
Going right out of the gap.
Step stack, fall
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Now lost yards and penalties are critical in
First time we've seen him in true eye right here.
Yep. They're actually in 22 personnel
some
here.
kind of pattern.
They're in 20. There's the bunch toss.
Just gave it a
Great run there.
little bit different presentation, you know.
Yep.
Looked like we whiffed. That's good defense.
Did we whiff on the block?
Press man up top by yourself.
3rd and 6.
May not have it now on 3rd down.
There's the sub.
Substitution.
They're in 11. They got
Open
the
the
tight end
setup.
out at number 1. They're going empty. Nope, they're going 2 by 2. Backing it down here, and they got the tight end.
Moving to Bear. Create those 5 one-on-ones again.
Playing 2-man.
Inside
2-man.
94.
And somebody got beat. He took a sack.
Sack.
There's
Oh,
a
boy.
freshman quarterback.
Yeah, oh, boy.
Now we got a long field goal.
There's
Now
that 5 on 5.
they do have a great kicker, right?
The inside.
We're getting ready to find out. 54-yarder.
94 and 24.
It's a 54-yard
yarder.
field goal. And this guy's got range, and we're indoors.
Hope the air conditioner's blowing that way. from
That's
us.
it.
Really tough. Put that
51-yarder.
Now, does Alabama need to?
And it
have
wasn't
a
like
guy
he was
back?
immediate. He had
No,
some time
yeah.
to get. I mean, they played too high, played man under.
Yep.
And then the back release, the 5 technique dropped.
Wow, he drilled it.
What a kick.
Wow.
Would have been
Big
good
time.
from probably 60.
Wow. What a kick.
Well, there's a definitive difference.
We knew he was good.
They 55-yarder
That's
last
big
week,
time,
right?
That's big time.
And that
There's
was
your
on
air
the grass
conditioning vent, Coach
outside.
Gundy.
Look at that.
You know, in his
Look at them.
his demeanor.
Go back to the technique.
Go look at his plant foot.
Okay.
And look at the difference and let people see what we're talking about. See the balance? That's just total perfect balance, planting his foot.
Kevin Butler.
Yep.
But it's like every other thing we practice, whether it's a throw
It's
or
throwing,
a
it's
block.
balance.
You do.
balance.
That's right. It's been
Kevin's
evident.
excused from class tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, they put it on the left hash for a left-handed quarterback.
Touchdown wins it.
Now, here, you don't want it to be.
So does a turnover.
You don't want it to be
So does a
a
turnover.
turnover, and then you're also there, Nick, thinking, do I need to go
Touchdown.
for 4 downs?
Yes.
Ends on the D&D. Huge
They're
draw.
going empty.
Tight end's blocking, though.
Too deep.
Over route to number 4.
Oh, my goodness.
Throw it away.
Man.
Throw it away.
Get rid of it.
Don't take a sack.
Oh, no.
That's your freshman quarterback. Now I'm really in.
Well, they pulled him here. On the
trying
fake
to-
on the screen and go.
They're trying to run the
Safety gets
fake.
over the top on the screen and go to fake.
Leave
And
the
he
ball.
holds it.
Throw it away.
Throw it away.
See, as soon as the safeties both stay back, got to get to the middle of the field, right?
That's exactly right.
And I think he had a crosser in the middle of the field.
I saw the crosser and a curl back to the field.
Get half of it back.
Second 20.
Here's where the turnover
Same
may happen
coverage,
right
right.
here. This may end the national championship game right here.
Oh, no, he got him.
Touchdown.
Oh,
my Lord!
How do you do that?
Ran right by him.
How do you do that?
Half field coverage and the safety didn't get off the hash.
Get the people off the
Rewind.
field.
Ran right by him.
So they were in two sync again, right?
Mhm.
Yep. And I think they had. I was
Two vertical
looking
that side?
down here, but I think they had two. Here comes
No,
here comes
3 by 1.
three on. He got stuck on 3.
We're vertical. And he never got off the
My
hash.
question, and I don't know,
looking
how
at 3
much
across?
too deep do they play? If you don't know how to play cover 2, really know how to play it at corner and safety, you have no business being there.
There's no reroute of the
There's no reroute,
He just
and the
goes, runs the
safety
go.
And
has
he's got
no
help.
awareness whatsoever.
Well,
I don't know if he's going to him all that, or the
Your
quarterback's
Mike
looking him off.
He can't let him cross his face. He's got to.
Let's take a look at the end zone.
Got it.
All right.
Right.
And he looks him off the whole
He
time.
stares
That's a
at
good
look
job
at this
on
now.
quarterback.
He does a
Looking him
great job here of looking right. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. So he's holding him on the hash right here with his eyes looking to the 3 receiver side.
But that's safety. I mean, that
He needs
corner's
to get
got
off the
a
half.
reroute.
The technique of the corner.
Corner's got it.
He made him go inside, but he didn't put his hand
Yep.
on him.
Take some speed off the release. Right.
Yeah.
Safety's got to get over the top of the vertical. But great job by the quarterback here, holding the safety on the hash, let it go.
You could tell that
God,
corner
what a
at the end was expecting
And
help.
that
but
was
he's
from
got
what,
a
the
reroute.
40-yard line?
Yeah, after he
that
took a
kind of
sack.
Second and 20.
26, Coach. So they lost
What did
16
Nick
yards.
saying we had them all the way?
Never doubt, huh?
Yeah, had them all the way.
What a great game by
You really don't want to see anybody lose that
that's
game,
right.
coach or
Yeah.
player. That was absolutely great energy, great effort. 2 freshman quarterbacks that went beyond
We don't have any volume,
what they're
guys.
supposed to be.
Who was that that caught the touchdown for Alabama?
6.
A freshman
Devonta
too?
Smith, so that's another true
Is that
freshman.
Judy?
Really? Another
Devonta Smith.
Devontae Smith.
true freshman, a true freshman.
Yep.
But here's the other thing. Here's what we said before we started the game. Good thing. What we said before they started the game. What was going to happen?
There
What was
it is
going to be
again.
big? The two teams are so close. It was going to be a close game. Special teams, penalties are going to make a difference in this game.
Good.
Great ball.
At least some secondary coaches working cover 2 technique this spring.
That was the
Field
second.
for them two right there.
Yeah,
27.
that was the second time they challenged vertically down the field on the boundary.
14 and 24.
Both times they hit him for plays.
Yeah, only twice.
So that's a senior corner, and that's a senior safety in their last game for Georgia. You hurt for those young men.
Yeah.
Biggest plays of their lives. And they played great all game.
The quarterback controversy.
What do you think that off-season discussion is going to be like?
Well, they'll be
I think
excited
they made
because
the
now they got
decision.
2 guys that can play.
Yeah. Exactly right.
But I think they made the decision at halftime.
Yeah.
If there's not, if Hurt's not hurt.
Right.
He didn't say he came back and ran the one play. He's been into it on the sideline. I don't.
He was on the field celebrating after the game. Must have been to see him do that.
Was he
Yeah.
on the throw?
Yep.
I don't think he was injured. I think they felt like they needed to
They
spark.
called the play because of the sack. Somebody
Yes.
said, "Hey, we got to get down the field."
We gotta get down.
I mean, our field goal kicker is not going to be able to. Chances are not going
Right.
to be able to make this kick. We got to go.
Yeah.
But somebody says we're going to let's run 4 verts.
Guys,
I think they said we're going to throw it to him to this guy no matter. He was just looking, or maybe it was
well
film
could.
study.
Very well could.
Maybe they knew Sanders would cheat and play ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you hadn't seen a lot of 2 sync
No,
in the game.
No.
no.
Guys, real quick, let's start as this thing wraps up. Let's get some final thoughts on what happened tonight. Coach Summer, we'll start with you, and then just wrap it around the table.
It's just what we said to start the game. 2 great football teams, really close in talent.
Yeah.
Schematically, about the same thing on defense. And Cut said it best at the beginning. Penalties, right? Special teams dictated the end of this game. 2 missed field goals, right? Penalties that gave up yards to get people in the red zone and took away points early in the game with the penalty on the field goal that ended up getting missed.
My thoughts, I have such respect for those young men that play the game, play our game, under extreme pressure. Georgia traveled to California and played in a heck of a game. Alabama's had everybody aims at Alabama. Those young men are mentally and physically tough. They played as hard as they know how to play. You hate to see, and there's no losers on that field. I know Georgia feels awful. That's two great programs, right there. Hats off to Kirby Smart, a young coach. I don't know how his team represented. They were prepared to play. No question about that.
Oh, totally agree with Coach. Great game, great teams, played their hearts out, and you're happy for the guys that won, and you feel sad for those other guys that laid it on the line. A lot of them guys I personally recruited, and you see Nick Chubb right there crying in the end zone a minute ago and had a shot. Kind of hurts you a little bit for him.
Just again, two great teams, but I think in the second half, Alabama's defense, they gave up one play. They gave up the touchdown on 3rd and 11, but they bowed their neck and played really good. In the second half, they were much better on 3rd down in the second half and gave their offense a chance to come back and tie it up. So Alabama's defense really stepped up. They got a turnover.
Yes.
They stepped up in the second half. I thought that was the difference.
Not to be redundant, but a major decision was made at halftime to make a quarterback change. And
How risky was that, though? When you think about it, if that thing goes wrong,
it's a difference in the game.
Yeah.
And credit to that staff.
That was the guts to do it.
Credit to the quarterbacks, to being great teammates to each other, being prepared, going out and making plays. I mean, there's very few number 2 quarterbacks who can go do what just happened.
He's doing an interview right now.
Well, he's probably prepared because of the guy that was in front of him. Probably was a great leader for him.
Right.
To give him.
So to me, all these things are all right on, but that was a spectacular decision, and what a great job by those kids. Unbelievable.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, a gladiator sport, guys laying it on the line. Been at it for August, September, October, November, December, 5.5 months. And to give that kind of effort, really the closest I've watched SEC football this year, but tremendous speed all over the field. Guys are playing physical. But I think one thing that our teams and young kids can learn is this: the next guy's got to be ready. I saw that in this game. Happened to be the quarterback. And what Coach said, he's been around quarterbacks for 50 years probably, or however long, but how many backup quarterbacks actually prepare like they're supposed to?
Yeah.
And we say it all the time, right? God, you're a turned ankle away. And you saw the left tackle, freshman, right?
Right.
And he's getting reps, but are you actually prepared? And you saw a game tonight where a backup quarterback came in and essentially was the impact player of the game, and they won the game.
I'd say the first time in history of the college game that a backup quarterback comes in at halftime and wins the game.
With a backup left tackle.
Yeah.
And really the number 3 running back in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not skip over that. All these freshmen
so
playing.
Najee Harris.
Exactly.
Alex Leatherwood was left tackle coach. You mentioned that. Devontae Smith just caught the touchdown.
Freshman tight end.
And 2 is a true freshman.
And you replaced the guys 25 and 2.
I don't know about you guys. I'm ready to get on the road, go recruit. Better recruit.
We can't be. We got Deron Payne.
Yeah, Deron Payne, 94.
94.
He belongs.
Wow.
You know what? I think if he sticks with it, he could have a future.
He's
in
got
the
a
game.
chance. Yeah.
Really good play.
He really might have been the MVP.
Yeah,
with
dictated play of the game.
Wow.
Really
Hey,
good.
guys, first and foremost, I know our audience thanks you. Thanks so much for this because you've provided insight that, and as you guys know, everybody sees you for 3 hours with a headset on. They got to see what happens for you guys each and every week, and we thank you very much for coming in. We hope you had as good a time as I know our viewers did. What a great way to end the season. Good luck in recruiting to you and your staffs and your families. We'll see you all next year.
Thank you. Great time.